Check. All good?
This is Opie-and-Anthony's Best of the Week.
Meantime, as we've been mentioning this morning, a lot of people are going online to pay tribute to Ann B. Davis, who of course starred as Alice on the beloved sitcom The Brady Bunch. She died on Sunday at the age of 88. And with us now is Barry Williams, who played Greg Brady and spent all those years with Ann. Barry, good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Savannah. Happy to be with you, although I wish under happier circumstances.
I think we all do. She was 88 years old, but I understand it in pretty good health. So this was just a really sad accident. Had you talked to her recently? Is she somebody you kept in touch with over the years?
Yes, she is. In fact, all of the Brady Bunch has stayed and maintained our relationship. So she's been very close, a big part of the family, and we will we'll definitely miss her.
And when you heard this news yesterday, what went through your mind? I imagine you're going through a lot of memories at this point.
No.
Went to voicemail.
I am. And what went through my mind was one of the first times I met her. When she came onto our set. She was already a big star, having won a couple of Emmys on the Bob Cummings show with Schultz. And so I knew even as a young teenager, she was someone I wanted to pay attention to. And I recall watching from behind the camera, her rehearsing some scenes, and she was very, very comedic.
Barry have a hair system?
I was laughing as
I think Barry has a hair system. Barry's gone through more hair changes. More hair is being added to his head.
And said, Barry, comedy is not funny. And I was crushed. I thought I thought I disappointed her, and a little later I snuck over to her and I said, "What did you mean by comedy is not funny?" And she said, "Oh, I was just kidding with you."
You know, of course,
which was her sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, we so closely identify her with this character of Alice. I mean, we imagine that she actually is one and the same. But did she kind of have that nurturing personality, especially with a lot of young people on the set, as you mentioned? You guys were all new to this business.
Yes, and she was our disciplinarian. She was professional from top to bottom. And interestingly,
is this really a story that needs
a really wonderful cook? But
someone to come on and talk about it?
Well, I mean, she's an icon.
I mean,
people remember about her today and take with them.
Well, use your bath mats.
Wonderful woman, a great friend.
Don't run the water in the bathroom.
Lived a full life. She lived it on her own terms, and
they just showed a clip of her falling.
Yes, they showed a clip of her falling into the water tank.
Continue enjoying her on television syndication because I expect the Brady Bunch to be running for years to come.
Well, and she really made the show. Thank you so much, Barry. It's good to have you here this morning helping us remember.
Thank you
so much.
All right. Again, she will be missed.
She will be missed. By who? No one's seen her in years anyway.
Who's she going to be missed by?
Exactly.
We all know her from the Brady Bunch, which is still running.
That's it.
So she's still there.
She's there as little Alice. Right. All right, have fun.
And Barry was calling from Ridgedale, Missouri.
Is that what it said?
Ridgedale, Missouri.
So he's not even in Branson?
No.
Is that the outskirts of Branson so he can do his show? The Brady Brunch? Is he still doing the Brady Brunch in Branson?
Let's find out.
If I ever find myself in the theater watching the Brady Brunch in Branson, Missouri, it will be the last time I fire my weapon. It will be pointed at my own head.
Which way? This way or this way?
Are you calling him again?
Yeah.
Hello, Barry. Just want to extend our heartfelt condolences.
Hi, this is Barry. Please leave a message.
Barry.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Barry would like to extend our heartfelt condolences on the loss of your maid, Alice. She was a wonderful woman, a great icon, and she's now there with Sam the Butcher, who's also dead, and Mr. Brady, who died under mysterious circumstances. I think he died from Sam the Butcher. He gave him bad meat in his can or something. What's that joke? Bad meat in a can? So we're deeply sorry.
Great job on the Today Show. Love you, miss you. Call us back.
There, I think he'll appreciate the thought behind that. Yeah, Ricky Gervais.
It comes from a good place.
Yeah, we mean
it comes from a good place. Now what? We're going to watch Ricky Gervais now? What are we doing?
You know, we just watch TV.
All these people that do our show are on TV today.
Yeah.
The glue that held the Brady Bunch together.
He's now on Good Morning America.
He's all over the place.
Yesterday about one of the first times that I met her.
Is he going to tell the same story?
She was already a big star when she joined the Brady Bunch. She won a couple of Emmys with the Bob Cummings show.
He's just telling the same story.
This is someone I wanted to pay attention to. But she had a wicked sense of humor. And I remember watching from behind the camera while she was rehearsing one of the scenes for the Brady Bunch, and I was laughing along with her timing.
His comedy isn't funny.
I was messing up her timing, so she turned around and she said, "Barry, comedy is not funny." I was crushed. I thought, "Oh my gosh, I've upset her."
Was she only kidding?
Later, I went over and I said, "Excuse me, but what did you mean when you said the comedy was not funny?" And she said, "Oh, I was just kidding with you."
Oh, she sounds like she was really someone to be around, and just how we felt that she was. And what do you think it is, Barry? Why is it?
Barry, please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yo, Barry, we just heard you tell the same story on Good Morning America. All right, love you, miss you. We'll wait for your call back. Bye.
He told
But you know, she did.
Is it going to be on Fox and Friends, maybe?
Full life. She lived it on her own terms.
Full life on her own terms.
And in the service to the Lord.
Service to the Lord. And there she's falling again.
That she had such a full life. And people will be able to continue enjoying watching her in syndication for years to come.
True. I have the entire DVD set of Brady Bunch. My kids and we can quote almost every single episode.
It's been so much fun to introduce it to our kids.
I thought about doing a show where you could parent by episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's some new material.
We face the same problems at the Brady Bunch.
Oh, we sure do.
Really?
Pork chops and applesauce, indeed.
Hey, Barry,
Back to
for
you,
making us laugh and
Jane.
remember Anne so well, and our condolences to you and everyone who loved her so much. We did too. And thank you, Barry. All right, take care now.
Okay.
Barry's like fucking the man today.
And she will be missed.
Yeah.
She won't be missed. She'll be missed by like close friends and family.
Right. Making a surprise.
No one else. Right. She hasn't been around.
Should put up CBS this morning, see if he's going to call into that one.
I know.
I'm sure he gets the trifecta today.
All right, put on CBS.
Who does the CBS? Because Oprah's friend, right? Is that the one with Oprah's friend?
Yeah.
Because I really need to hear that story one more time. You know, I was standing behind a camera, and she said, Barry, comedy is not funny. I said, what did you mean by that? She said, I was only kidding. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, that
Barry
Alice.
called back.
What a twat.
Barry called back.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God, he just did.
Did he leave a message?
I think he got scared, though, and hung up. Maybe because he realized who it was.
I was saying, shut up. I'm trying to do these interviews.
He picked up his phone and just clicked dial by mistake, and then whoops.
Oops.
I swear he called back. Look, I'm going to prove it to you.
He's just going to be like,
what is that? Look.
Because please stop calling me during these interviews.
Missed call. Barry Williams.
He's like, don't call me during these goddamn interviews.
I'm a big star today.
Maybe it went straight to voicemail because he was trying to call you, so maybe you have to try to call him again.
Oh, I'm going to call him again.
Okay, good.
We just got to make sure he's not on Channel 2.
That bitch got popped in the face over the weekend?
Yeah.
By who?
Random person in Manhattan. I guess she was out with some friends.
Stiviano? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah, the rat with the recording device. And she was getting into a little bit of a tiff with her friends.
Right.
And then other people decided to just come over and punch her in the face.
Right.
Like strangers. What?
Oh, I got a text.
What does he say?
Trying to return your call. Alice is dead. That's what he wrote.
He didn't write that.
Why would he write that?
Wait.
That's terrible.
You guys see if you can...
Does it say that, Sam?
Let me read it.
I need confirmation.
Dude, we got to get him to tell the story. Be like, do you have any funny anecdotes about...
He wants to. He wants us today.
Let's do the same interview.
Here was what we were
Hold
going to
on.
do.
I'm going to give you the number so we can go...
Be like, are there any humorous anecdotes that you have about Alice on set?
What?
No, we just write it.
Huh?
We'll just write it.
Yeah, you can't give that out.
All right, see, it's 310...
No, you just write it silently.
62...
Oh, no. Alice is dead.
All right, I didn't officially give the number away. Well, we're trying to call Barry back because as you just heard, he texted me and said, trying to return your call. Alice is dead.
Alice is dead. Jeez. Sounds like a code for something. My God.
All right. It's not working?
He has the number, so he's going to call him.
All right, well, let me write Barry back. We're trying to call you back.
Barry.
Holy shit, Alice is dead. Okay, he should get that.
No.
Well, he started it.
Alice.
Should we take a break?
Why don't we?
We're going to take a break. We'll try to...
Hang on one second.
All right.
Oh.
It's ringing.
Hotline?
Oh, we didn't pick up? Voicemail?
It's too busy doing another
wait, we got him. Hold on.
Real serious.
Put him on hold.
Oh, gosh.
Barry's talking.
Rock's panicking.
There you go.
Barry?
Opie.
Barry Williams.
You wait until, like, the Grim Reaper shows up.
Oh, man.
No,
unbelievable.
I called you that other time, but we woke you up, and you seemed to be very mad.
And Branson, yeah.
And we were too scared to call you back.
Well, I know. You always have been kind of a girly girl about that.
We shouldn't be laughing on such a somber day.
No.
The passing of Ann B. Davis, of course, Alice on the beloved Brady Bunch show.
88 years old, and she was in really good health, and it was a freak accident. That sucks.
Well, it really does suck. And we shouldn't... We're supposed to be somber. I better put this drink down.
Oh, Barry! Wow,
This is a very different interview than you just gave on this show. Good Morning America.
Listen, it was a surprise, but it's one of those things that is very common with older people, which is to fall.
Right.
But check it out. She's 88 years old.
Right.
She had a full life, a great career, loved by millions of people.
Yeah.
She's on her way. She's on her way to get her hair done.
Right.
Oof.
Falls, hits her head, goes into a coma, into the hospital, never recovered.
Wow.
It was over within 24 hours.
That's it, huh?
So what are you saying? Hockey helmets for the elderly?
Yeah, that probably.
Well, probably that or walkers, canes, something.
Right, the hurricane, something.
Right. Well,
wow.
Walkers with the tennis balls would have helped her situation.
Tennis ball.
But I will say this, guys. Of ways to go.
Yeah.
I could deal with this.
Smashing your head on the sink? Oh no, Barry.
Right.
Well, not anytime soon.
Right.
But I mean, we watch people like that debilitate with diseases.
Oh yeah.
Or these things like Alzheimer's.
You're right.
Linger on and on and on and on, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Casey Kasem.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He's in very bad shape.
What a mess.
Yeah. Barry, a medical question. I'm not sure. Would a Brady afro have helped her protect her head?
That's a very good question.
In the bathroom.
You're sick. You really are.
Well, they were very cushiony. I did enjoy the Brady afro.
However, come to think of it, my Brady afro had so much hairspray in it, it might have actually worked.
Okay.
Yeah, that could have worked.
I got you. I just saw the Grand Canyon episode the other day, and I had a girl over the house, and she was watching, like, kind of in the same room, and she looks and goes, "What the fuck are you watching this shit for?" Really? And I'm just like, "No, this rules. You don't get it." She didn't understand.
I thought everyone loved the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to warm up a girl, I bring her over, serve a little hors d'oeuvre, a little wine, and get the fireplace going. And
good.
I generally kick on an episode of the Brady Bunch, particularly the Grand Canyon episode.
Really? What were you thinking?
I should have done the Johnny Bravo episode. At least there was some music.
That was the problem.
Yes.
That was the problem. You got to go with the Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo episode would have done wonders.
That works. It's 9 for 10 on that.
Yeah.
Are you sick of talking about the Brady Bunch at this point in your life there, Barry?
Oh, my God. And nobody cares about anything else I have. Run with it.
You just run with it at this point.
I have made a cottage industry out of talking about
my God.
Are you kidding me?
It's great that you were on such a hit, but I just imagine it's been... How many years ago did it go off the air?
44, 45. Went off at 74.
74 is 40 years ago. So for the last 40 years, you have to talk about the Brady Bunch probably every day, I would assume.
Yeah.
And many times a day. Sometimes, if I don't get enough action, like in the supermarket or the dry cleaners, I stand in front of a mirror and ask myself questions.
Well, Barry, judging by the pictures in the tic-tac-toe board, you got about 6 more opportunities for interviews.
You're crazy.
Well, I just finished talking to the Today Show and GMA.
Yeah, we saw him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we were watching.
That's why you were thinking of me.
Yeah.
No, we think about you, but we blew it by waking you up that day, and we got scared ever since.
Yeah.
When are you going to be in New York?
You really ought to come in.
I will. Do you know now it's plug time, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, it is.
I have moved from the big city in Los Angeles, and I live in Branson, Missouri.
Right.
This is the first we're hearing of this.
Yep.
And I'm doing a big variety show here. This is the Johnny Bravo dream.
Oh, man.
It's called 7...
Oh my God, you didn't. No, you fucking did not. Oh, no. Holy shit, you didn't.
Our good friend Barry Williams, everyone. Barry Williams.
Holy fuck.
Alice is dead.
That was the worst hang-up ever.
Really?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll make it.
Holy shit.
I'll just write what happened.
Tell him, what happened? We've been having difficulties with the phone.
All right, I wrote what happened.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Right.
He was right in the middle telling us about his Johnny Bravo thing.
In Branson, Missouri.
Oh, man. What do you think he thinks? He's trotting on about his show, and the dial tone comes in.
He said it himself that no one cares about anything else. They only care about the Brady Bunch.
Well, he did say that.
He did say that.
He did. Holy fuck.
Taking your... What the fuck? Call me back.
Do you know?
I call him back.
I never expect it. I've been 20 years. This has happened many times, but when I hear that dial tone, I never expect it.
Can someone get me all the hang-ups? I want to do
that would be a good montage.
I need a montage.
Good montage. Oh, I think the hotline, somebody's on there, huh? We good?
It takes forever.
Yeah.
Because it's ringing, and then somebody else has to talk to them for whatever reason. I don't understand that.
Blame it on E-Rock or something. All right. There it is. Barry.
We reconnected.
Sorry about that, man.
What do you want, a cell phone or something?
It wasn't me.
No. I don't know. It wasn't.
It was E-Rock.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So, Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
You got the Johnny Bravo, what is it?
70s music celebration.
Now, do you play some of the old favorites? Birds never sang before. Raindrops never... What was that? Ponies never ran before.
Till I met you.
Exactly. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see the old...
You want to know something embarrassing about that song?
Yeah.
I wrote it.
You did actually write that for the episode?
Yeah.
Did you get a credit? Did you get some publishing?
Why is that embarrassing?
Well,
it was very appropriate for what you were doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was appropriate for the time. It's not exactly setting the hip-hop world on fire, however.
I think you should remix it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Throw a few N-bombs in there.
We should remix it for you guys.
Yeah, I would love that.
Rock it out like a real Greg Brady.
The real Greg Brady
We
was
got
great.
a lot of spins out of that one.
That was a good one, man.
We loved it. We might play it into break.
So who's in your variety show?
Well, I've got a cast of 6 people and live band, and I don't know if you heard that, but I'm covering like all the music from the decades: Elton John and the Eagles and Leonard Skinner and James Taylor and John Denver, and then the gals are singing Carole King and the Carpenters and
very popular.
These television theme songs and kind of go through it like variety, and I'm having a great time here in Branson doing it.
You got your own theater down there, like Yakov?
You know what? I do not want to go into the buying the theater business.
No,
No, it's quite enough just to keep everybody, wrangled for the show and get to do my job.
I like that Yakov thing though, because he's like, and we serve dinners on magnetic trays. He loves them.
With gold silverware
and genuine linen napkins.
And you eat for free.
Barry knows.
Exactly, Barry knows. Barry knows the deal.
What's there to do in Branson when you're not performing, though? Do you just kind of...
You buy one overpriced ticket, you eat for free.
There it is.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're not performing in Branson.
Oh, there is a ton to do. First of all, there are 4 big lakes around here, one of which I live on. I go water skiing, I fish.
Oh, okay.
I've been hunting, horseback riding, hiking, geocaching. Check it out if you don't know what that is.
Wow.
Really cool.
What's geocaching? Is that like those... You got to find like a penny in the woods or something?
Exactly, a little, but around here, because they're really all hikers and stuff, they're really cool little trinkets that you can pick up and dog tags and stuff like that. And you pick them up and you leave something and send it on, but it's a whole adventure.
Are you one of these guys with a metal detector, Barry?
I do not. I use my GPS.
Oh, okay.
But I do not use a metal detector.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where are you at with your love life these days?
Oh, kind of hanging. I've got angry women on both coasts.
Oh, really? You got 2?
Yeah, I'm in the middle here, and and I'm flying out to one coast, and then I get back, and then I get a bunch of stuff from the other coast.
Oh man!
And it's
why are they so angry?
Well, because he hooked up one with a double date, and it was Phil Packer, and it turned out to be his brother with a fake mustache.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot
about that.
Someone else, they've been watching reruns, and they got jealous, I guess.
Yes.
But you got 2 exes? You got 2 ex-wives now?
Wow.
No, just one, but I had a baby.
2 angry women. No wonder he picked the geographical center of the country to live. Just
I'm in Branson hiding.
How old's your kid now?
She is 2 and just adorable. She's really, really sweet and little girl, which I'd always wanted. But unfortunately, she's in Los Angeles, and I'm here in Branson. So it's like talk about your, Disneyland dad.
Oh man.
I don't get to see her very often, and but fortunately, so it's like FaceTime.
You know who you'll see her more than? Ann B. Davis.
Maybe I missed that. Say that one again.
No, that's okay. I was insinuating you're probably not going to be seeing Ann B. Davis very much.
No, not too much.
When was the last time
except in my prayers. What?
Exactly.
When was the last time you saw Alice? Yeah.
About 6 months ago. 6 months ago.
Wow.
Going through town, stopped in, said hello. She was doing pretty well. In February, we had a sort of a mini reunion, and for the talk, it's like the View Light, and Anne had made a recording for Florence Henderson's 80th birthday.
Oh wow!
Celebration was
80.
How about that?
80.
I know,
Crazy.
Crazy. I think I'm probably old enough that I can probably make my moves.
Did you bang her? I forgot. Who'd you bang on the show?
He went on a date with her. It was very awkward.
It was awkward. Did you finger pop her at least?
Oh, Jesus, Opie.
What? What's wrong with that?
Little tongue. No tongue.
All right, little tongue, but no tongue. All right.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's pretty amazing what an 18-year-old can do or a 16-year-old can do with. Well, he's
telling me.
his imagination in a bottle of Wesson oil.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And Ann B. Davis was all about the Lord.
She's very religious,
and
yes.
then the Lord pays her back by hitting her head on a hard surface in the bathroom?
Mysterious ways, Opie.
Oh, true.
Well, yeah, it is mysterious. And I like to think of it as taking her away at her time, quickly and painlessly.
But don't you think Jesus would have made her fall on like some cotton balls or something for all the good work she did for the Lord?
Jesus works in mysterious ways, the Lord. I guess God just needed a housekeeper.
Wow, that's
very well said. Very well said.
Thank you, Barry.
Barry's had it with us.
I know.
I think after all these years, Barry has finally had it with
Barry, how can people go see your show down there in Branson?
Well, the website is 70s musiccelebration.com. You get all the details there, where I am and showtimes and all that. Oh, and you guys might want to check it out. I got a little 30-second, blurb there, kind of what the action is and what it looks like. You get a kick out of it.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hell yeah.
So, Barry, thank you. I know you're a very busy man today.
Yes, Barry. Thanks so much. Good to see you on the news shows today. And hopefully you get to New York. We'll see you soon, man.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shout when I come into town.
All right, Barry.
Very cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
You take care.
All right, Barry Williams.
Here's Barry Williams. Isn't that great? You grow up watching the Brady Bunch, and then you become someone you could just kind of fucking talk to and joke around, make a few words or something. I wonder if I'll be deeply apologizing for things. That was fun. You could tell he's just like had it. I love it. You see him on the news shows. It's like, Ann was such a great this and that. And then when you're just talking like this, you could tell he's just like, I could give a shit about this.
Why are they calling me?
God, it was a show. I was a kid.
Right.
I was a little kid on a show.
Look at me. It's fucking now.
Yeah. I'm a man. Love of God.
I'm a man like you.
Just like you, man. That's funny.
There is no Brady Bunch.
Enough.
More of Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week coming up.
This is Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week. Right now, silence should play.
Our pal Ricky Gervais in studio. We already had a nice discussion on Bill Hicks and apologies. So too bad you guys didn't hear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ricky plugged Eric and he's leaving. So that was great.
It's probably the best interview I've ever done. But we're taking your questions to solve the world problems. We are four middle-aged white guys. So if we can't solve everything in America, then I don't know who can.
Absolutely, it's up to us.
First, gun control. That's an easy yes or no answer, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Well, not in this room, not necessarily. I mean,
we'll figure that one out in this country, I'm sure, any day now.
I think you can keep the right to own a gun, but you're not allowed to sell a gun because it's all about money. So that would kill the market, wouldn't it? They were allowed to give them away, but they wouldn't.
Just give them away.
Yeah, if they want to give them away, they can, but they won't. So you're not allowed to sell a gun. If it's all about the Constitution, let's keep the right to own a gun, right? But you're just not allowed to sell one. That was in the Constitution, was it? The right to sell a gun. There you go, that's that one. What's next?
Wow. Apologies. Jonah Hill is apologizing all over the place today. How do you apologize and save face?
Well, we can't say anything anymore. The words hurt. We've learned words hurt.
Words do hurt. They do indeed hurt.
But these apologies, who are they to?
Yes.
Who are they to? Who was personally who was physically brought down a peg or two?
It's never a who. It's a what. It's an entity. Yeah, that's something that you apologize to.
I tell you, it's either drumming up press.
Yeah.
News is new. Bad news. Celebrity gone wild is news. There was no celebrity today. Didn't do much. That's not news. A celebrity today just did just normal stuff, and it was fine. He's enjoyed himself, and he was good at something, and it was good. Thanks.
Came home.
Right. Yeah. So they want that. That's that angle.
Yeah.
Then there's the everyone wants to say the man in the street. We talked about this before. Right?
Yeah.
The man in the street. He's got his say. Everyone's on me. Everyone's a blogger. Everyone's a journalist. Everyone demands an explanation.
Yes.
I can't control my emotions, so I demand you stop hurting them. That's what it is. That's what it is. And comedians get the worst of it, of course.
Yeah.
Right, because it's like they think we go out there to undermine the moral fabric of the universe, as opposed to trying to be as honest as we possibly can in a funny way.
But you guys were safe for a while, but they finally have started coming out after you guys.
You are
Radio
safe.
guys have not been safe for a long time, but now it's affecting stand-up a little bit.
No. Your stand-up cannot be affected because you are in charge of your own destiny. You sell the tickets. It's your club.
Right.
If you don't like it, you can leave. It's when you've got a job, like you guys might have a boss that says you've got to apologise or you lose your job.
Right.
That's when you're compromised. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Do you know what? I will apologise. It's no skin off my nose. I'd rather keep my job. And the same with Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill, I'm 99% sure that he is not in the slightest bit homophobic, and he said something rash to try and hurt someone's feelings or was hurting his feelings or whatever. Right. But he's worried about his movie.
Sure.
So he's got to apologise.
We just think there's a better way to do it. He's groveling, and it's kind of embarrassing.
yeah, I think he went a little too far. He didn't have to go that deep in the well.
What did he do? I don't know about this. I only know about the incident.
Well, now he's saying that he'll never use the word again, and he wants others to never use the word again.
He said that I will never again use that ugly word. But
will he use it in movies?
I bet yeah.
Well, that's the other thing as well. That's it's context. Everything's context.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. has got a brilliant routine around the word. right? And it's not offensive because he's grown up and he's talking about its power, right? So it is context. You go around shouting it in a gay bar, and it's a horrible thing to do. Whereas if you're discussing it, if you're discussing the word, or using it ironically or contextually, then it's different.
So
I think
nowadays, they don't see the difference of that, right?
There's nothing about context because there's a buzzword, there's a taboo, and people it's a knee-jerk reaction,
and they're offended, and that's it. They don't
even in a well-constructed, justified joke, because this is why people are offended most of the time. Let's get this out there. Most people aren't bright by definition. By definition, by anything. Most
you're absolutely
that's
right.
It. Okay, so all those people who don't quite get it, they're offended because they think they should be, and particularly with jokes, right? People are offended because they mistake the target of a joke with the subject of a joke, and they're rarely the same if the joke works.
Right.
That's the point.
The problem too is that even though people who do get it, and then there are the people who do get the context and they ignore it on purpose because they want a launching pad for their discussion. Like they know what you're saying, but they pretend they don't know what you're saying, or they ignore the context on purpose, and that's where it gets dishonest and disgusting.
Well, that's what I like you on Twitter as well, because you come to the defence of people you don't care for, but you say no, they were misunderstood. This is not fair. We've got to keep a balance here, and I sort of admire that, and that happens too much. That there's a Schadenfreude in society these days more than ever before. Okay, because of the divide, because everyone wants to sort of be heard, and now they can be. They can be now. It's everyone. You can read their toilet wall around the country. Everyone's a publisher. With Twitter and Facebook. And
it used to be very difficult to be heard.
Yeah, you had to write a letter. You had to bother.
Yes.
If you were angry or offended, you had to go and get a letter, find a stamp, and buy the. I can't be bothered. But now you can blurt off dude, no way, apologise, dude, and this spreads, and it's like you're public enemy number one.
And most people probably regret that they tweeted that. The old days, by the time, like you said, you got to the letter, you're like, I got other things to do.
Most people want to reply. That's the other thing.
Right.
Everyone
wants to be heard.
I've worked in sort of I've worked in a student union where there was a complaint, and if you wrote back to them, they'd say, no, don't worry about it. They just wanted to know they counted.
That they were heard.
They were heard, and that's the thing. It's this strange thing, and it's on the news now. They say tweet us your news stories. No, don't tweet us your news stories. What, that counts, does it? I just saw a bloke do a mugging and that. I think his name was Jeff. So we're looking for Jeff. We are looking for Jeff now. He's out there. It's weird. They do it on Vox Pops. I told you. I think it was last time. There's a thing the British news that there was a train crash and they were slowing the trains down, and they went out to the people on the platform and said, let's see what the man on the street thinks. Right? Let's not see what the man on the street thinks. It's in the street, for God's sake, right? And they said, they went through like 3 Vox Pops. What do you think? So it's dreadful. I pay £200 a year, and now, it's going to take me more time to get to work. And someone said, yeah, well, it always takes me an hour to get to work. Now it's going to be an hour and a half. So that's 3 hours in my day. And I went to a woman and said, well, I'd rather arrive at work late than dead. That was on the news. That was a feature. She would rather arrive at work late than she lives early, but she's dead.
I'm sure her coworkers would much rather have seen her dragged and dead. What a joy. Judy's been beheaded. How fantastic.
It's true. There used to be a professionalism about journalism and the news. And you watched it. It was only on a couple of times a day. Here in the States, of course, you get Walter Cronkite and all the big names. It was a desk and a clock and sometimes a map behind them. They didn't need flashy graphics. And they told you what was going on because they had professionals collecting the news, of course, and presenting it to you in the best way possible.
They went to school for it, too, by the way. We're trained to do this.
Now
they had all day to just get one lousy hour of news. Now it's 24 hours of news cycles.
The Daily Show is amazing because the research they put into that show, that it doesn't need to be that good. Do you know what I mean? For a half-hour comedy, it doesn't need to be that good, but it is because they don't leave a stone unturned. They really keep it fair, and it's amazing what you can do if you really bother. And all you have to be is honest to yourself. But as I say, most people, even though they know someone doesn't deserve that kicking, they don't like him for some reason, so they're going to put him through it, or at least going to keep their mouth shut because they want a little bit of controversy. They want a bit of excitement.
And we also like to get, like, with the Donald Sterling thing I've been talking to, it's all the same thing. If we're all willing to show our text messages, like I've been doing a thing on stage where I'm talking to the audience, I'm like, how many guys here who are on a date with a woman have sucked a dick? And of course I put my hand up, not that I have on many occasions, but like, let's see how honest you people are. No one, of course, answers, and it's like, you see, that's how valuable your privacy is. You don't want to be out in any, have that respect for other people or don't. And it's the same thing with these things that we say off the cuff. You say something angry and we vilify Jonah Hill, but like, are all of you willing to put your shit out there that you say that
yeah, of course. That's the thing, is right, that,
we're all lying to each other.
It's
what it is.
Pretense that they're trying to take down hypocrisy, which is the biggest hypocrisy in the world, because there's no one out there. What happened to, everyone knows I'm not religious at all, but I do like that he was without sin cast the first stone. It's brilliant, because if we lived by that, there wouldn't be any news. There wouldn't be any slatings or public hangings.
But it'd be boring though, because no rocks would be thrown either. I love a good rock throw.
Yeah, I know, when they deserve it, I suppose.
If you were Jonah Hill, how would you apologize? Because we understand that
I would never have said that word.
Son of a bitch. Let's say you did. A weak moment.
I think it's,
how would you apologize? Because I think there is a way to do it. Because obviously he has a lot to lose in Hollywood. You can't just walk around and say that stuff. How would you apologize?
I'd say I'm sorry. I'm an addict.
Yeah, there you go. That seems
I'm an
to
addict.
work.
I'm a bad word addict, and I'm going to go into rehab as soon as. That's like sex addicts. It means you were caught. Right?
Yes.
I've got to go to rehab. Oh, you got caught, so you're a sex addict. What do you mean a sex addict? There's food addicts now. We're all food addicts. We're mammals. We eat food. It's ridiculous. It's true. Do you know what? This weird thing, this weird culture of you know, particularly with the the rich and famous, right? It's like. These people think, well, no, we've put you there. We've voted you in. We voted you in, rich and famous. Okay, so we're your boss.
Yes.
So if we say you have to, and then you can carry on being rich and famous. It's like you've got to be grateful and you've got to be apologetic all the time. And if you're not, they don't know what to do. And that's what I say. If you own your own labour. I think that's why the strength of a stand-up, the strength of a stand-up comedian over an actor or someone who works for someone is immense because, this is the tempting thing. The less you apologise as a stand-up and the more controversy you cause, the tickets go up. So it's almost tempting to be, controversial for its own sake, which to me is just as bad. I don't find that.
Right, because that's also fake.
Boring. It's boring. When you can see the people are this new thing in journalism called clickbaiting, where they write an awful article. Right, it's clearly an inflammatory nonsense article, like someone to write "Women aren't funny." And they do a big article because they know they're going to get clickbait, so it's just based on nothing. But what's the thing I can say today to get some column inches?
Or the women, or just the headline is shocking. Women aren't funny, and then in the article will be about women, and it'll be like, and then so and so says women aren't funny, and they'll quote it, and they've made the headline so enraging just to get you to click on it, so they get the count.
Well, it's like that thing now as well when they say who was caught with the nanny. And you've got to go behind a paywall to find out. Now, who is paying £1 to find out who? I don't care who was caught with the nanny. I don't care. I don't care about these things.
But people are doing it.
It doesn't interest me. Gossip just doesn't interest me at all. It's just it's horrible and scary. But mostly it's boring. I see these magazines. There's 1,000 of them. But I don't care who's having a baby. 200,000 babies are born every day. 186,000 people die. There's which one do we put on the magazine?
So, why is that?
I think they all deserve a cover. That's just me.
Wow.
It is frustrating because it is based in this getting information about people. I don't quite understand the fascination. Like, at least give up your shit. I'll give up my stuff pretty quickly. If people give up their stuff, I wouldn't mind it nearly as much.
What does this lead to, you think? Are we going to finally get bored with this whole new way of doing things? No? You don't think so?
No.
You think it's just going to get worse and worse?
We talked about this. I had faith at one point that it would reverse itself, and that it would switch back, and the pendulum would go, and it will never swing.
We have too many ways of invading each other's privacy, so there's such a temptation to put out tapes of people and videos of people. We're constantly on other people's cameras, so the second you trip up, it's out there for everyone to see.
We all got video now.
Yeah, so
we can't wait to use it.
I think it's access. It's not that we've changed fundamentally as a species or as a society. It's the fact that it's too easy. It's just too easy. Everyone's got a camera phone. In fact, being famous in a sense makes you more careful. It makes you a lot more careful
because you're being watched.
Yeah. All the time.
I've said it before. The whole thing with the old 1984 Big Brother thing, and it was supposed to be some oppressive government that had cameras on poles and watched you, and then you realize, oh my God, no, it's us.
The people.
We figured out how to rat on each other.
That's it.
The second something happens, everyone's arm goes up with a phone at the end of it to get the video of it.
Well, I feel sorry for teenagers growing up now because teenagers they put things on Facebook and it's there forever.
Oh yeah.
It's there think of your teenage years, right? There forever. It would be horrendous. That's something you want to get over and forget and know that everyone gives. But now that it's not forgotten, it's like it's documented and it's held against you. It's like having a criminal record for things you did when you were 13. It's just dreadful.
Isn't Europe doing something about that? Isn't Europe doing their fighting Google on certain Google results that come up from years ago, so you can't use the stuff like you're talking about when you were 13? People were saying that it's affecting their lives now 10 years later. And Europe, they're doing something about Google's results.
Just what happened to forgiveness? It's just like this. Everyone's a court and a jury, and it's just dreadful. I think it's dreadful, but it is because, and the strange thing is, everyone gets a bit of it, but being famous, obviously, it's like tenfold, everything you say.
Oh, you don't have to tell us, Ricky.
No, you know what I mean? Everything can be taken out of everything is taken out of context, to be honest, because there's not time for them to tell the whole story. So everything is,
to a certain
extent.
Exactly, they're all looking for sound bites.
But it's weird for me, because being famous to me is like there is a God. It's like whatever I say will be known.
Right.
Wow.
God is everywhere. Watch what I say.
We are. You've got to be a good person.
And now people do have to apologize for things they did 10 years ago. That's starting to happen a lot.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber in the news today. Something he did when he was 15.
Just saying racist stuff at 15.
We used to all understand
things you said at 15. Then we're all doomed.
Oh my God,
we're all doomed.
Thank God, there's no video.
But it's like
we're all idiots at 15.
When we were younger, it was You know, if you had a picture that was something you didn't want out there, you just ripped it up. You ripped the picture up and threw it away, and it never saw the light of day again. Once you put something online, it's there forever, and someone could bring it back. Or a letter that you wrote years ago, or that you received, you just rip it up and it's over with. Now, there's no getting all that stuff back anymore.
No, I know. It's just that people have got you know, I think the things that come out that weren't meant to come out at all, like things, you know, you said it privately or overheard or spied on or accidentally or drunk, they don't count. It's sort of like, sneaking into someone's bedroom, reading their diary, and then getting offended about what you read.
Yes.
You shouldn't, it wasn't for you to hear.
Yes.
It wasn't for you to hear.
Yes.
That's what a private conversation is.
Yep.
It's a mutual understanding that this is between us. And when it gets out, it's always going to offend, you know? So it just doesn't count, but people can't see that. And even if they can, you're right. They want this schadenfreude in their life because it makes them feel a little bit better. And it makes them feel they've got a little bit of power, and it wants to bring even people they like, they want to bring down a peg or two because they can. It's like a sport. It's really weird. It's really strange.
You build them up and then break them down.
Yeah.
Right? There's a story about Jackie O today.
Oh,
there was
yes.
a time where the media left all that gossipy shit alone. Everyone knew what was going on, but they never wrote about it or talked about it. But you're not even safe from that because now all this stuff comes out years later because, you know, times have changed. Jackie O was going to divorce JFK before the assassination. And supposedly she was paid like $1 million or something.
Kennedy, the father,
by Joe Kennedy to stay because it was good for JFK for him to be married.
And she said if he brings home an STD, I want $20 million.
Right.
She said that. That
Right.
was a part of it.
And this was something that was never going to come out. But now in this new...
But I mean, I read that and I think, I don't know what to do with that information.
I know, you're right.
I don't know what to do with that information.
But the point...
I'd rather you tell me a fact about ants.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's like... it's something interesting.
The point is...
they're very strong for their size.
It's like, it's so irrelevant. It's
Right.
gone. It's like gossip like a caveman. This caveman had that caveman from behind. I don't care. There's nothing I can do with that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know that program, what's it called? Who Do You Think You Are? Where a famous actor or actress links their lineage back, and they always end up crying about that. My great-great-grandmother was a prostitute. So you know her. She's scheduled genetic material. So does a chimp. Oh, my great-great-great-great-grandmother was a chimp. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares now?
Yeah, a hooker chimp. That's what she was.
I don't care about my cousins.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I want my kids to be hooker chimps.
But the point is that we're digging up dirt on each other for stuff we're doing now, currently. But now we're going back and digging up dirt from 40, 50 years ago. That's crazy.
Ricky's right on this, though. It's like, what do you do with that?
What do you do?
There's nothing.
You pass it on with it's slightly changed.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Yeah, just that. She was going to divorce him because.
Well, the STD angle's pretty interesting, though.
Yeah,
exactly, she gets $20 million if he comes home with an STD.
And in those days, $20 million was a lot of money.
Oh my God!
Now it's what? It's one film. It's a week's work.
Yeah, it's one film if you apologise.
Me a bag of shills.
Yeah, the Kennedy stuff is interesting because, like, apparently she caught him getting a blowjob, and you know that was just a known thing, but the press kind of left it alone. It's only now.
That's why I bring it up because it just shows how different it all is now.
And the fact that her private letters to a priest.
Yeah.
Right.
She wrote letters to a priest that were going to be released, which I thought was disgusting. These private letters, and the guy saved them in a safe. He never released them, and
he wasn't going to release them.
No. He's dead. He died in the '60s.
But his family got a hold of the letters.
Or somebody did, but now they're not
shot over some letters he apparently had.
Exactly. Yeah, he was caught, you know, fucking Xeroxing them and sending them to people with LOL.
He gave some bloke's wife to STD. That's
couldn't afford it. Didn't have the extra 10 mil. Wow, that's
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's the world we live in.
But yeah, now it's just completely gone.
We solved that. We've solved that.
Yeah,
so let's go and
I think we
control
solved that.
Yeah,
the apologies. I think
the religious stuff. By the way, on Twitter, you're great because you you're a very high profile guy. And I love the fact that on Twitter you're brutally honest and you don't care if you upset people. You're not trying to, but you say what you want. And I just love that.
Being honest.
But people don't understand that if I say I don't believe in any God, right? And they say, why are you forcing your opinions on other people? I'm not forcing my opinions. You can unfollow.
Yeah.
You're following me. How could I force my opinions? And if I was forcing my opinion on you, what difference would it make to you? If your faith is strong, it makes a difference.
Right.
So what are you worried about? So I told you the famous one, everyone's entitled to their opinion, so shut up about your atheism. And that just sums it up, really. That's, you know, it's very strange that you can't, you know, and I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I couldn't care less. If you believe it. I really couldn't.
You're just giving yours.
Unless it affects me. Some things do. And that's the other thing I say, for somebody who doesn't believe in God, why do you care so much? Well, I don't care about God. He doesn't exist. I care about the people who think he exists and want to stone me to death for being an atheist. That's what I care about. How it affects me and other people.
Yeah.
But I suppose the one thing I do think that, well, you should say that, is that there are still people who are really oppressed for not believing in a God or the right God, and you want to let them know they're not abnormal. There's nothing wrong with them. There's just no, you know, there are 12-year-old kids who are told that if they don't believe in God, they'll go to hell. And you want to tell them you won't go to hell. Just believe what you want. You know, that's the good thing about Twitter, I think. That is one of the good things about Twitter. It does, you know, it eventually reaches most people. And there's rubbish on Twitter, of course, but there's rubbish in the press. More so than ever now.
Yeah.
More so than ever. And again, when I first got famous, I read things about myself, right? And they're all a bit wrong. Like 50% inaccurate. Not in a bad way, but 50% wrong. So am I to assume that everything is 50% wrong?
Yeah.
Well, probably. Because I know that that's wrong intimately, because I know it by definition.
Right.
So everything's 50% wrong.
We would think that. We saw that and spoke about it.
The shit they would say about us.
Anytime we would do something, get in trouble or something, and they would write shit, and we'd be like, there's so much of this that's wrong. And it makes you question everything you read.
Of course.
Because the story about some other guy you don't know, he's sitting there going, oh my God, that's half wrong.
But it was, it was the basic info that was scary. Like stuff you could look up within 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's laziness. That's just
so what else are they being lazy about is the point, and a lot more serious stuff.
But when you say you got in trouble, you know, if you say your comedian got in trouble for, he didn't get in trouble. He didn't get in trouble. Yeah. People who kill people get in trouble.
Right.
You don't get in trouble. You either ignore it or apologise if you want and get on with it. There's no getting in trouble for saying stuff and making jokes.
Oh, really? We set out 2.5 years.
They could fire you.
We got in trouble.
That's getting fired. It's not
we got in trouble.
It's like trouble. I think I know what he's saying.
I understand what he's saying.
But trouble is being caught in enemy land, enemy territory. That's in trouble. Trouble is being thrown into a lion's cage. Now you're in trouble. Yeah.
Well, I prefer that to sitting with human resources.
So what did you do wrong? And this is great. So what did you do wrong, and what did you have to go through?
Oh, there was a couple of instances, but
we've been fired a few times.
One was involved the church.
Right.
We decided to have a little game where people went around New York City and went to famous landmarks and had sex at these landmarks for point values. And
this was a time when you could do that type of thing on radio.
Yeah, so we had a couple, there were a bunch of couples, and then we sent out friends of the show, you know, comedians and whatnot, to follow the couples around, and they actually had to watch them have sex at these various landmarks around Manhattan, Empire State Building, Macy's, the Hard Rock Cafe, all these things, and then they would get points like, oh, he's having sex with her. That's 3 points for yeah.
Well, we had the 2-point conversion.
And then if it
was in the bunghole, you got 2 points instead of 1.
Extra 2 points.
Yeah, like vaginal sex was 3 points, whatever, and anal sex was 5, whatever it was.
And the
extra
point
2
value
points.
went up with how more risky the location was.
Right.
So we gave a big list.
Wasn't this our 3rd annual?
Yes.
We did it a couple times before this and didn't get fired.
Now on the list, just as a shock value kind of thing,
we can talk about
when
it.
we read it, we never expected anyone to do this, was a church.
Right.
A church. Any church. Whatever.
Yeah.
The phone line rings. Pick it up. A comic's at the other end. One of the spotters says, "We're here at St. Pat's Cathedral, and he's doing her in the ass." And we're like, "Oh no!" Now there was that 7 seconds we had to hit the delay, which would have completely.
But hold
the whole thing.
on.
Yeah,
this is radio.
Yeah.
You could have said he wasn't really there. We were making it up.
Even if you said
there was an arrest.
There was an arrest.
And the police wouldn't go along with that.
Yeah, the guard was there. But there was a point where the guard...
Yeah.
There was a guard at the church that didn't want to deal with what he saw, so he actually told everyone to just get out of here. And one of our guys
I'm more offended with you people having sex in public. That would offend me.
Right.
I mean, I think, get a room. The fact that it's a church or a Macy's makes no difference to me, because I think they're bricks and Malta and that's it.
It's a holy place for some people.
On a slow news week, it made a big difference to people.
Yeah, they were not happy.
The Catholic League got involved, and all religious people, and of course the news is outraged. Every reporter reporting on it was like, "Oh, well, their parents must be proud." A disgusting story.
Right. We were supposed to be tarred and feathered. Remember?
Yeah. Meanwhile,
they want us tarred and feathered.
They're reporting literally about murdered children, and they're like, "And today in the news, an 8-year-old boy was killed by this man." Blah 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 blah. And now a disgusting story of sex in church. Like. You didn't even give that guy as hard a time as you given us.
Right.
I know, and the really bad thing is that there's, you'd never find any Catholic having sex in a church.
Well, that's maybe they were a little upset that other people started getting in on it.
A priest has never had sex in a church. No.
Too bad you weren't around to explain that to our bosses.
By the way,
he is without sin cast the first stone. Loads of priests go, okay, let it go, let's let it go. Don't go through the back there. Do not open that door.
We were #1 up and down the East Coast and some other places, and man, they couldn't fire us fast enough.
Yeah, that was a firing offense.
2.5 years we had to sit out because they didn't officially fire us. They
like on the bench.
They put us on the bench. They made us.
But did you get paid?
Yeah.
There you go.
They did.
Who's the loser here?
Jimmy.
Me.
You didn't get paid?
No, what happened was a little contract issue. It was 2002, and the new contract with my raise wasn't quite signed. So
it was in a mailbox, but waiting to be signed.
So you were unemployed for 2 years?
Yeah, I was doing that. That's when I started doing Colin's show. It actually worked out for the best. I mean, it made me a much better comedian because I was forced to write topically for
It was one of those situations like when you hear about Pearl Harbor and the communique was there, but the guy didn't pick it up and give it to that guy. That's what happened with his contract.
His contract was supposed to be signed.
You see? That's Jesus.
Yeah.
Made it work out for the best.
Yes, the Lord did help me.
He liked what you he did, and he said to those guys, you know, I forgive them.
Were you ever religious even as a child?
Yeah.
So you
I was
brought up with that. What was was there a thing, an instance where you said,
yeah, I mean, I think that I liked Jesus more than God, really. I liked him because he was a man.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I liked him. He was kind, and he was a hero, and he helped the poor, and I sort of, you know, he was great. And the half God thing was fine, but I didn't quite understand it. I thought there was a God. You've got to realise, to a working class mum, Jesus is like an unpaid babysitter. You know, if I can't watch you, Jesus is watching you. So that's the thing. And I thought it was great. And you know, I went to Sunday school, and I was drawing something from the Bible, like for Bible studies. And my brother came in, he was like 11 years older than me, so I was about 8, so he was like 19. And he said, "Why do you believe in God?" And my mum went, "Bob."
Oh no, she knew.
I knew from that moment.
It was a Santa Claus moment.
Yeah, that she didn't want him to tell me something. Why wouldn't she want me to tell me something? This is the discussion. She's got something to hide. You know, and they also thought that in those days, religion sort of mugged morality and goodness. And so you were taught that, you know, if you just believed in God, you were a good person. You know, so that's why she was doing it. And then I thought about it for about an hour. Of course.
At that young age.
There's all the different gods, there's all different
But did Bob ever tell you?
There's no consistency. Nature's consistent. Nature is consistent, you know? And I know, I've thought my own mind up. And I was an atheist from about 8 years.
But did Bob ever tell you? What he was going to tell you?
No, he just, that's all he had to do.
Wow, I would love to know what it was, though.
Yeah, well, he was going to say, why do you believe, all he was saying was, why do you believe, what do you think for myself?
Gotcha.
And she didn't want me to.
Gotcha.
And I worked it out, I just worked it out from...
Did you feel bad? Did you feel abandoned? Did you feel anything?
No, I felt liberated. I thought, this is amazing.
Really?
I thought, this is amazing. This is incredible. And then I had one lapse. I remember... and I was staunch atheist, and I loved the world, and I thought this is amazing. Everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense now. If you don't have to all these conflicts and all these contradictions and all the different gods and all the different heavens and all the weird beliefs, and you know, nature is consistent everywhere you go. It doesn't matter where you were born, who your parents were. Nature and physics and maths are consistent the world over and will be forever and ever. Okay, but I was studying for an exam when I was about 15, and there's this flower, right, that's got a little lever that when the bee comes and lands on it, the stamen comes down and touches a bit of pollen on the bee, then goes to another flower and the female comes down. And I understood evolution, and I had a crisis and I locked myself in my bedroom, and I was going, oh my God, how can that? And I just calmed down, and I worked out. I go, okay, yeah, of course, natural selection, and I worked through it again, and I came out, and I was fine. But I think that's what some people have. They think they can't. Everything's too perfect because they can't understand. They give evolution a will. They give natural selection a will, like that was aiming at something.
So you were looking at that and thinking, well, this has to be some kind of divine intervention.
Yeah, because it shocked me. It caught me unawares, and I think I was stressed. And
what are the odds that this is going to work like this without some kind of?
And because it works, it works when you, like everything else. It took a billion years.
Yeah.
And slowly, it just happened.
You also got to think of all the things that don't work that we don't see because they're not there.
99%,
they didn't work.
99% of all animal species that ever existed are now extinct.
Right.
So this 5 million plus species, including some insects we don't even know. That is 1%. That is 1%.
Like the rabbit on crutches never made it. That was one that just didn't quite survive in the wild.
You try though.
The goopy machine that we are is an odd thing when you really start getting into vision and the amazing quickness we have to respond to things physically.
We're an evolved machine. 3.5 billion years of slight changes that were favoured, or we passed on genetic material.
But you also look at things like, okay, our eyes work in concert with the sun. Like, how the freak does that work? The light from the sun, and then you start thinking of divine intervention instead of the evolution of the whole.
Of course, but it's what here is what works. It's
yes, because
Douglas Adams thing. He does this thing where some water, a puddle, starts thinking, I fit this hole perfectly. It must have been made for me.
Right.
And that's how it feels like. Our illusion of free will feels like everything was built for us, everything's perfect, everything works. Well, of course it does, because it wouldn't be around if it didn't.
Because if it didn't work,
But it's also a hard thing for me to, and I believed growing up, and it's like, I've gotten farther and farther away from believing. It's really difficult to believe anymore. Like, the more you read and learn, it's just like hard to buy but the idea that I struggle with is ceasing to exist. That's what bothers me.
But why? But you didn't exist for 14 billion years.
Right.
What did it feel like?
It was boring. Like, I just wanted to get in the game.
Yeah. We have this illusion for free will, for consciousness for 100 years, and then we're gone, and our atoms are spread out again.
But it's almost like once you taste it, like I know I won't even know that it's not there.
Of course.
But it's just...
No, that's usual. Of course we do. We love this. We love life. It's amazing. We're thinking, we're doing stuff. Some people are having sex in churches.
Yes. Some people are getting paid.
There is that weird will to live thing that is...
you still can't wrap your head around.
Again, that's built in. We need to have a will to live.
But how do you
die? Or we'd touch fire and we'd fight lions.
But how do you handle that? How do you handle your own death?
you live your life every single day as much as you can, but when you say handle your own death, what choice do you have? It's not like you go, you want to live forever? Okay, just okay. Anyone wants to live forever on the left? Anyone who doesn't, you haven't got a choice anyway. So you've got to live with it. And I just think I mean, I'm worried about dying. I don't want to die in agony or lonely or
anytime soon
for stealing a lamb. You know, I mean, you know. But I think that, you know, pack it all in, and then there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, hopefully when I'm, you know, in agony and there's nothing they can do, there'll be a pill I can get from, you know, CVS. You know what I mean?
So how scared are you of it?
I don't think about it much, but I mean, yeah, if I wake up and I find a lump, I think that's it. I've blown it. I've got 6 months.
Remember when you first? Remember when you first realized you were going to die someday? That feeling you had, though.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Well, it was funny because
brutal.
I remember my first taste of it. It might have been after I was 8, after an atheist. I said to my mum, "When you die, will I care?" And I was throwing myself forward to, and she went, "Yeah, you'll care, but you'll be old enough to cope with it,
to handle
your own way." And that's what I was worried about. That's what we're worried about. We see our own mortality. We think, oh God, I'm going to lose my friend, then it's going to happen to me.
Well, isn't that where the religion comes in, really?
I think so, yeah. You
Isn't
want to see your family and pets again.
Right,
in
that's the big...
In this heaven where, you know, but when you break it down, what is it? Who is this? And there's this really strange... If I had one thing to leave society, everyone on Earth would have to be taught the burden of proof. They'd have to understand what the burden of proof is, because that's the argument I have with, on Twitter. They say things like, prove there isn't a God. Well, no, prove there isn't a unicorn. You can't prove the non-existence of something, and why would you? It's mental.
Right.
You don't need to. And there's other myth that what an atheist is. An atheist simply is someone who doesn't believe in a God.
Yeah.
It's not saying there isn't a God. You can go further, you know. So most of us are agnostic atheists. So when they say, you don't know. No, we don't know, but we don't know Superman doesn't exist either. So let's ignore all that.
Right.
And also, they're not mutually exclusive, because one deals in knowledge and one deals in belief. So none of us know, so we're all agnostic, right? And some of us choose to therefore not believe in a God, because we don't know, atheist. And some of us choose to believe in a God despite having no evidence. That's the only difference. So we're all agnostic, so it just doesn't count. It's not interesting. It's about what you know.
I think it's there to answer all the mysteries, and without even a real answer.
Yeah.
It's there to give comfort to people, especially early on in civilization, when you really didn't have an understanding of things.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, what happens? Oh, I'm not going to see that person ever again. No, you know what? There's a God, there's a heaven, it's going to be
great.
Do
you know what? I'm guilty of it myself. When my mum was dying, and she was dying for quite a while, she had lung cancer, 6 months, I knew that if she said, do you think there's a God? I'd have said, I don't know, but yeah, probably.
Right.
I couldn't sit down
for comfort
and at that stage, and tell her, well, you know, because there's no good. And I think that's how, you know, I think spirituality certainly started probably well. It started out well. It started comfort or not knowing. Religion's something different. Religion is purely a power struggle.
Do you have a spirituality about yourself?
Yeah, only that I'm in awe. I don't need a God to be in awe of a mountain, or in awe of a flower, or in awe of this illusion of free will, or how amazing life is.
Do you think being good has any payoff in life?
Yes. It does.
And what is?
It's that I want people to treat me as I treat them, and it has its own rewards. Being kind and nice to people is rewarding. It's a lovely feeling. It's a lovely feeling to help someone, or be kind, or make someone smile, or make someone feel better.
If it is.
Do you know what I mean? Or heal someone. It's a
right.
brilliant feeling. You don't need to think that, you know, you'll be rewarded in heaven. You're rewarded now. And if you think that you're sent to hell if you're bad, and you're sent to heaven if you're good, if that's your reason for being good, you're not good. You're Pavlov's dog.
It's a very selfish.
I don't think there's a heaven, and I don't think there's a hell. But you know what? Be nice anyway.
Why would you spend 75, 80 some odd years sacrificing what you have here?
Yeah.
All that wonder and stuff here for some maybe payoff based on nothing but faith and this weird belief.
Of course, this is guaranteed. We know this is here. Let's make the most of this. Then it doesn't matter.
But you're supposed to sacrifice the mortal pleasures in order to
because
show
some
that
weird guy a few thousand years ago said so.
Right.
Some little weird desert dweller who hated gays, women, right, and wanted power and was angry because he lived in the desert and could only beat himself stupid every night, wanted to make everyone pay.
Right.
And he wanted a piece of it, you know. It's so obvious the Bible's written by men seizing power.
Yes.
It's like, you know, it's ludicrous. I mean,
it seems a waste to just use all this time.
I know. There's a great lyric. There's a great, my favourite band at the moment is Sun Kill Moon. And there's a lyric where he ponders, do you think there's an afterlife? Probably not. And then, and he's saying to this person who's worried about you living the life, he said, you wasted life, why wouldn't you waste death? It's like if you waste this one, you'll waste
then you'll waste the next one. And
what do you do when you're up there? What are the rules of heaven? What can we do?
Wow.
You can have sex in churches in heaven because it's whatever you want to do. So you can go and have sex
So
in
you could do
churches.
that. You know what though? You'd be told that, but you wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to.
Right.
That's it.
There was always a thing. My parents would tell me things like that, like, "Oh, it's like, what's heaven? What is? It's anything you want. You get anything." And as a child, all I'm
Can it
thinking is
not
like
exist?
Christmas.
No, you can't have
that. Yeah. It was always based on something like Christmas or like, this is going to be great. I could have anything I want. So what? Toys?
Candy? It's funny, isn't it? There's no
Yeah.
consistency. Everyone's got no consistency. Some people don't get into heaven. Wrong religions don't get into heaven. And you're the wrong religion. You could be, it's odd, isn't it?
And then, my grandma was there to greet me when I went to heaven. Did she want to be 80 years old in heaven? So when I greeted her, she would be my grandma? Or did she want to be like, she was in her 20s and having fun? Like,
an atheist can't get into heaven, right? But someone who murders someone and then says sorry on his deathbed can be.
It's a little loophole there.
It's full of murderers who said sorry. It's just... and they're victims who didn't do anything wrong. No, so, hold on. So if you murder an atheist... He goes to hell. He'll have to say sorry and you go to heaven.
Yeah, that's the way it works out.
That's not right, is it?
And all the other people you killed are forced to interact with you in heaven. Hey, I said I was sorry. You still have a fucking axe wound in your head. Yeah, I heard you.
What are you doing here? I said sorry. I said sorry, like Jonah Hill. Said sorry, got to heaven.
Sorry. I want to deeply apologize for your murder. I'm going to vow to never murder you again. Yeah.
Well, we've done that. Okay, so
we solved the religion.
Gun control.
We didn't talk about Derek.
Yeah,
we should at least get the word out that.
Right?
Because there's one thing you said that
Derek on Netflix.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
Now it's out now.
There you go. Perfect.
Series
all right,
2,
back to other things.
And I wish there was more than 6 because it's like that's the frustrating part is you blow through a series so quick.
Right.
Like so, I made myself stop watching at 5, like so I have one more to watch.
Oh, great.
And there's a character that you remind me of. There's a guy who's a caretaker, and he's a bit of a prick. And he was saying something that was like, oh my god, that's Ricky writing that in. Like it was he was talking about there's no such thing as food addiction. It was really funny. He was mocking the idea of food addiction. I'm like, or whatever. I'm like, oh man, that was really fucking sticking out.
But it's funny. I made him the prick.
Yeah.
I say,
exactly.
Yeah. And I made Derek this nice guy who has good intentions. You know, not everything he says is right, but it's with good intentions. You know, he calls an ambulance when he finds a baby bird. No, you shouldn't call an ambulance for a bird, right? But his intentions were good, and I think that's the point of it. But,
is Carl? What's his role? Carl Plinkington, or did I say his name Plinkington?
Pilkington. He was
I make mistakes.
He was purely there for my amusement. I just smelled the wig and made him say stuff, and that was it. And after the series was finished, I told him that Dougie was based on Carl if he'd never met me. That annoyed him. So that's the role. So yeah, we forgot to plug. Well, we solved everything else, though, didn't we?
Yes.
Now the world's safe, and you know you can go and live your life.
Yeah.
And you're a wonderful,
Carl
beautiful,
is amazing.
evolved animal.
We really do
You can
good work.
watch Derek. 6 episodes now on Netflix.
Yeah, we are. Let's be honest. We are a quite impressive radio program.
Thank you.
Just kidding. There's a lot of very tough things that they tackle in this show. It's like it's a comedy, but it's pretty hardcore. Some of the stuff that you guys do.
Well,
in
it's set in an old people's home, and you know, old people die sometimes, and it's about that really. I was quite existential, but then so was The Office. But with The Office, it was about being 30 and 40, whereas this is about being 80 and 90 and all the fears that you have, and it's about a group of outsiders, really, like us.
I love that in The Office. In my 30s. In my 30s.
Yeah.
You're 39. Well, both
39 in my 30s.
In my 30s. I just never wanted to.
No, never. And a prude. Women are dirty.
The not wanting to acknowledge the age because he wasn't going to be cool anymore.
I know.
But he wasn't cool anyway.
No, the midlife crisis for people who are never cool.
Oh, yes.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem. If you're just not happy in your skin, you haven't done what you wanted, life didn't turn out, so you're desperate. You start, again, it's getting your own back. It's like you're trying to get your own back on the world. Well, I'm going to have a sports car then, and I'm going to have an earring.
Right. When you write something like The Office, were you ever thinking, like, how will this age? Or how will it date?
I sort of was, yeah. I tried to take out things that were either terribly parochial, like a Big Brother winner that you wouldn't even remember in 10 years' time, or issues that didn't really affect everyone. So I think that's why it travelled as well.
Very well, man. You can watch it now.
The themes are universal, aren't they?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Boy Meets Girl, Decent Boss.
Right.
I just wondered if you thought about it.
I do, yeah, I do. Less and less now because you sort of do it intuitively, but you sort of realise that. And even though you don't pander to any country in the world, you want it to work outside language barriers.
Yeah.
You want it to work everywhere, really. Just because I think that we probably are all the same outside language barriers, roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly, we understand all the same things. Or not understand, you know. There's
a Chinese version of The
clever
Office.
and dumb people.
Oh, there is. There's I know the guy who created one in Afghanistan.
Really?
It's called the Ministry, and
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a garbage.
That's right. Yeah.
And they make it a fictional country, but it's based on Abazar is the guy I know who actually did it, and his cousin Assad.
Right. Sure.
And he created one for Afghanistan. So it's based on the British Office.
Yeah.
Well, it's a power struggle, isn't it? It's about small-mindedness and your little bit of turf, and it applies. You know,
very universal.
I think the best, all the best sitcoms didn't matter what it was. You know, Bilko, it was the army, but it could have been something else. It could have been a bank. As long as there was ranks and classes and nemesis, it sort of worked.
Yeah.
And ugly personality flaws to exploit, which are kind of cross-cultural. There's always going to be a shithead. Always a shithead that you work with.
I think so. I think, and that's the main sort of departure with Derek to things like The Office and Extras. There, I was clearly going for flaws that can be helped. You know, ego. And here, I'm going for more superficial flaws that you know, things like physicality and shuffles and voice. You know, but really, inside, they're not so flawed characters. They're sort of nice people who've been dealt an awkward hand. Whereas David Brent should have known better. He was just desperate. He wanted fame. He just wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and he would say really deep things like, you know, get a new rule book.
That one. Throw it out. Yeah. Try to be cool.
But Derek, you got a lot of shit.
Guilty. Guilty. Oh, just telling everyone, look, I know I'm guilty of it. I'm an amazing person.
Well, that's it. We all are, though. I think we've all got a little bit of David Brent in us. We all sort of love. We are. It's just that when we make a faux pas, there's a couple of people in the room. Whereas he was doing it with a documentary team. So he was flawed every time. And you can't win.
No.
The Office was about the power of edit.
Yeah. In
a way. You just can't win. It's the same. People, they do reality shows and they think this will sort it out. And it doesn't sort it out. It doesn't sort it out. It makes it worse. You know?
Well, the fact that you took issue to the fact that in the like, you know, when they edit together, I did a lot of great things, but then they show me tripping on the soccer ball and hitting my secretary in the face.
You headbutt one girl and you're a prat.
The fact that David would actually wonder why they showed that as opposed to his...
Think of all the days I didn't headbutt a girl. Why weren't they in? Yeah.
And you got flack for Derek. Like there were people that misinterpreted what you were trying to do, which I was really irritated. It's so obvious that it's not a mockery at all. It's not shitting on people.
Yeah, no, it's not. They assumed that it would be, you know, snarky and offensive, which is understandable because, you know, the stuff I've done previously is quite sort of, you know, cynical and there's a veil of irony. And they were shocked when I'd left that behind. I think the main thing was like doing the Golden Globes. They lumped me in with shock comics. They thought I was there to give people a bad day as opposed to make some people laugh. Which is odd, because you know I just don't think I did anything that bad at the Golden Globes.
Not
by our standards.
I love you.
Right, this room.
Your quote on the Golden Globes is great. I'll do it in a while. You're going to do it again, I'm sure, eventually.
Maybe one day, yeah.
You said the Golden Globes. I think people thought that my humor was mean, but it was very considered, and they weren't a room full of wounded soldiers. He said they were privileged people who were getting honored. We're all in the same game. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, I have nothing against those people. I admire a lot of them. I know a lot of them. But imagine me going out there and making it a big schmooze fest and talking, hey, George, remember that time? I got to tell you a great thing about all Leo's charity work, actually. There's people at home, there's nothing in it for them. It's not a spectator sport. It's not a spectator one. And do you think they really cared? Do you really think Johnny Depp was wounded that I didn't like The Tourist?
Right.
You know? No. He doesn't care.
Right.
He has £300 million.
They really have lost in a lot of ways their sense of humor about themselves. They like a very, very controlled situation where the humor is acceptable to the person being made fun of.
Right.
But you went out there like a comic, and like Chris Rock at the Oscars, who I wanted to hug after the Oscars, and just fucking made fun of everybody. And that was what you should do at an event like that.
It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Because I don't know whether I don't know what this new culture of you know, some sort of blasphemy to take the mickey out of a Hollywood icon, you know? And I think it's probably because they think it's damaging, and it's just not. If you ignore it, nothing happens. You know, people can say that no one likes to be the butt of the joke, and you can answer back, and you know, some of it's unfounded. There's only one joke that I sort of felt slightly guilty about, and the reason I did it, I thought people would get the joke, where I went out there and there was Tom Hanks and Tim Allen presenting an award, and I said, next was 2 presenters, our first presenter has a box office of $5 billion, he's won an Oscar, he's done and the other is Tim Allen. Right? And the joke, but who would stand up against Tom Hanks anyway? None of us would. So it was for everyone to see, and I felt bad that, you know, that whoever was coming out with Tom Hanks, it would have been his name. I've got nothing against Tim Allen. He's brilliant. He's done great work. He's, you know, and I did feel guilty about that because on the face of it, you know, it looks like a specific slight because it was his name. But who would look good against
You're really talking about how amazing Tom Hanks' career has been.
Of course.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, they could not have sent Tom Hanks out with somebody who had who's less of a. They're completely opposite. Tim Allen hasn't done that kind of work. He's just done some comedies and you know,
successful in his own right.
I did feel bad because I didn't want him to think that I have something against Tim Allen, which of course I don't, or any of them. I don't have anything against any of them.
Did he ever talk to you about it, Tim Allen?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I joked about it afterwards, but I can see why he was upset. You know,
Oh, jeez.
you know, you don't want to be the butt the butt of the joke. But it sort of wasn't. It was just another who was the butt of the joke.
That's a great line, Ricky. That's just a great line.
No, it works. It works comedically.
I understand where you're coming from, but that's a great line.
I didn't want anyone to have a bad day. And there was some other misunderstandings, like the joke I made about the special effects should go to the people who airbrush the Sex and the City poster. Right.
That's funny. Come on.
Charles said that was ageist. I said, no, it's the opposite. I'm saying, why do you care? Why airbrush it? What's up with being 50? It was clearly having a go at this strange Hollywood paradigm that you have to look 25 when you're not.
But the fact that she would say it's ageist, here's what's so annoying. That whole Sex and the City thing is popular because look at the older gals. It's almost like you're playing the age thing because it's fun and sexy and shocking to hear a woman of 50 talking like that. That's the selling point. Right. But if you address it in humor, you're a bad guy. And it's like, that's a bullshit argument from her.
But it just isn't ageist. The joke isn't ageist. It's having a go at hiding something. That's the target of the joke. You know, Mel Gibson, I like a drink as much as the next man. That was in the press. He got drunk and that was me welcoming him back into polite society. There was no, I really did worry about every single joke because I didn't want anyone to feel that I was having a go at them.
The pressure is just to be funny is bad enough.
It's
not
bad enough,
pressure to be funny and not offend
hurt someone's feelings.
Or hurt someone's feelings, not so much offend.
Well, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. When one, the joke has to be justified, and two, you do have to live with it. And I do put myself in their shoes. But I think if it's out in the open, you're joking about what happened. Charlie Sheen getting drunk, and that's out there. I can't believe he would mind. Do you think a joke could be damaging to someone's career? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
How could it? You'd have to put something out there that no one knew, that was then investigated and found out to be true, and it's your fault. Right? You'd have to be. It'd be like the comedic version of a rat. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to sing like a canary tonight.
But they do seem to take it that way. Like it's, hey, don't make me look.
It's out there. It hurts for a minute. It's out there forever. It's there on Facebook, and people rally round, and people stir up trouble, and I do want. I've got nothing against anyone, and
I think the majority of people know that, though. They should know that.
Yeah, I don't even like the people liking it. Because I think they hurt their feelings. Because, do you know what I mean? I don't want them on my side either.
That would be hilarious. You get mad at someone for laughing too hard at your joke. That's mean, you motherfucker. You're a psychopath.
You have a very narrow corridor.
Holy shit. Okay. If anyone doesn't laugh, they're in trouble. If anyone does laugh, it's too hard.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's a tough spot to be in.
No shit.
Don't change though, man. Your stuff's hilarious.
Yeah, don't
overthink it. Yeah,
it's great, man. We love having you. Obviously, we're running out of time.
Well, they're saying you got to go. You got other press.
Does everyone follow each other on Twitter? I do follow you guys.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we follow you.
That was one of my finest days when it said Ricky Gervais is following Jim Norton. I was very happy. Felt a lot of pressure too. I'm like, oh boy, don't fuck this up.
Step up your game.
Yeah. The worst is when there's somebody following you and then you see they're not following you. You're like, oh no.
What did I do?
I keep accidentally following people as well with my phone. When you scroll down, there's a new thing on Twitter on this phone.
Yes,
where it's just like an easy touch.
Right.
And then I get DMs from people going, oh, thanks for following me. I think, who are you? Who are you? It's like that. I've let a portal into my soul. It feels like I've given some weird guy in a bar my email. What? Yeah, last night you said, what? Do you know where I live? I do know where you live. Are you watching me? I am watching you, yeah. Hey, nice shower. It's just...
Twat Lapper 71, Ricky Gervais follows you.
Oh, as always, what fun.
More of Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week. Coming up.
This is Opie's Best of the Week.
Opie's Best of the Week.
What? Oh.
Hey, right here. Oh, sorry.
What's up, Who Kid?
Who Kid?
What up, son?
Who Kid? You're a Met fan, huh? Just the hat. I hear you.
My voice threw off on what happened? 50 Cent threw off on that was a Mex game that he did that on, right?
Yeah, he did it on purpose, everyone's saying.
Yeah, it was way too fucking far off.
A lot of people saying he did it on purpose.
No man can throw a ball that badly.
I know. I thought black people don't know how to pitch.
Well,
supposedly.
Like good.
Supposedly there's video of him doing very well in practice.
Well, some of them other black pitchers we got there.
Oh, fuck.
Speaking of black people.
Can Boyd.
Speaking of black people, I might have the only black human that actually swung at Floyd Mayweather come in.
Oh, right. Yeah, we heard about that.
So he should be. I mean, I don't know. He allegedly, had contact.
That's some crazy shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe
what went down? What happened?
I mean, I don't know. We're gonna hopefully the guy comes up here, Mr. House of Lies. He should be here any second now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hear none of these headphones.
And then what happened with the fucking, what happened with the fight on the stage with Fitty? Like Fitty's playing.
That was another alleged,
it's not alleged, there's video.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, nigga.
You can't say alleged
everyone this long.
Are you kidding me?
Was it like clear presentation?
Boy, there's a good clear video of it. What the fuck?
And then they take his chain.
Right.
That's fucking classic.
Do rock groups do that? Like they rob their fans?
They beat up and rob their fans. Yeah.
See, they're calling it a robbery.
No, the video is not clear.
They took his chain.
Holy shit, that's a big chain.
They took his chain. It's pretty obvious. Okay.
Wow.
It's on allhiphop.com.
So Led Zeppelin or anybody, they don't do stuff like that?
I don't think so. No, no.
I heard the Eagles did it like back in the days.
The Eagles.
That's fucking hilarious.
So you beat the guy up and then you take his jewelry.
Take his jury, yo.
Jury.
Take that motherfucker's jury.
What they say, jewels.
Yeah. Oh, that's
like
the new one?
But in our world is I guess it's diamonds or whatever.
Yeah.
Jewels.
All right.
Jewels.
Oh,
Where's T.I.?
Yeah, he should be here any
You know how
second.
good my fucking coffee is, Jules.
It's kind of like I'm trying to kidnap him to come up here right now. Yeah, he's coming up right now. You know, they always have like an entourage. I don't know why they don't roll by themselves. Like,
no, you can't. You can't roll by yourself.
I know you got Gervais tomorrow. Like he'll roll with like 20
You might,
people.
no, but you
No,
might.
publicist, wife, or girlfriend, and that's, you know.
What if you come up on some guys that you got beef with?
Right.
And you're solo, you're going to get fucking, see that guy? He was solo.
Oh my
the
God.
motherfucker that's getting his chain ripped off his fucking head.
It was like 20. I mean, you can't really stop 20 guys from taking your piece.
No.
Is that why y'all don't wear jewelry or watches and stuff like that?
Good churse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I really like them.
Keep that
I would love
shit
to see
off.
you with a big like chain or something.
You got a
Like,
nice watch,
Too.
though.
I had one that I liked, but I lost it.
You got a nice watch.
It is normal. It's normal little shit, man.
It's a little
This
bling on
considered
there.
gay in my world.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is that worth?
I'm trying to look normal today.
Is that more than a $10,000 watch?
This is this is like 7,500. This is some cool regular shit.
There's a
lot for watch.
there's a website that calls out all the fake watches.
I heard about
of
that.
the hip hop guys.
The top
Oh, yeah?
kids is on there too. Like some
Who?
rappers, they shot a lot of rappers.
Somebody figured it out. Like they're getting video of all these hip hop guys, and it's a guy that really knows his watches, and he's calling them all out.
From the fucking video, he could tell? if
Yep,
it's
it's a whole website.
knockoff? Wow, that's fucking good.
Yep.
I don't even know how but you gotta understand, hip hop is like fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
That's what they call it now.
That
yeah.
is the truth.
Fake
man.
it until you make it.
Sales, fake jewelry.
Right.
They rent their cars.
Hype the shit out of everything. They rent their fucking cars.
I mean, those aren't really girls that they know from the neighborhood that they spend time with.
Yeah.
Oh.
My bitches.
He's coming up right now. Perfect.
Damn.
I gotta fucking go.
Oh,
For real.
Holy
Hang for a few
mackerel.
minutes. I really do have to go. I gotta be somewhere in a few minutes.
So
Is he really coming up?
yeah, he's downstairs right now.
And we'll find out what happened.
Yeah, so maybe you guys could get it out of him. 'cause,
Did he kick Mayweather's ass?
I'm going to go piss.
maybe you guys could get it out of him.
We did what out of him?
You know what the beef was over?
He's scary. And his wife's scary or tiny. Tiny don't mess around.
I think it's
I've seen
because-
Tiny.
Yeah, I think it's because I think they hung out or something like that. So he didn't like that situation. So
It's some girl shit, right?
yeah, I mean, you get mad if you know your wife was hanging with some other.
Fitty?
Yeah,
I'd probably get a little pissed off.
you have a lot of guns too, man. It'd be like an ill war out there. Like 50, yeah.
Ill war.
Wow. Fitty knows how to take a bullet, though. That motherfucker.
Where would you aim if you had to shoot?
Motherfucker's like Sergeant Barnes.
If you had to shoot 50, where would you shoot him at?
Jesus.
Huh?
Man, probably.
don't know.
I gotta go send a mass right in the chest.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Even though he usually wear vests and stuff like
Oh
Teflon.
man, he's got the Teflar.
He got the what do you call it?
Kevlar?
The fifth level joint.
Oh, he's got that really good shit,
The white
right?
detective joint. You know what I'm saying?
That's like that regular clothes that are bulletproof.
I think so. But it's like it's like white.
What do you mean it's regular clothes that are bulletproof?
They make these. There's this line of like really nice suits and everything that are completely bulletproof.
Oh shit!
Got, like
There's
Kevlar in there.
A
and
lot of
stuff.
scary guys coming down this hall right now.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, that's T.I. all right.
Oh shit! Oh man, I don't know, man.
Dude, pull your pants out for T.I. will you?
I don't know, man.
That's a big guess.
I'm trying to be thugged out right now.
Is
You know
this
what I'm saying? You should let your pants hang down.
is this
so I
a
can relate
homeboy
to
of
it.
yours? You know this guy?
This is my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Can we say that?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, you can say
I'm very
that.
positive of that.
T.I.
What's
up, T.I.?
He got the chain on. That was on stage.
What's up, T.I.? All right, brother. Good to see you again.
What's happening?
I'm coolin'.
What's up with the hand? What's up with the hand?
Oh shit! Man, he's making your watch look like shit there.
I know, man. This is like I told him. This is gay right here in my world. See,
Yeah.
you see what he got on?
That's nice.
He's got the real deal. Who kid?
He's faking it till he makes it. Right. Fake it till you make
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with that.
Thanks to the cowardly radio staff for protecting my seat.
We didn't even think about you, Jimmy.
No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's funny that none of them would say anything like, "Oh, walk, sir."
I don't care.
Just keep
Nobody see. Nobody see. Who's in here? Nobody.
We just gave up your seat
You
like
are.
nothing.
We really did just fucking.
What's up, man?
Obviously, you know, there's a big story going around.
Oh, yeah, what the story is?
Apparently there was a little shit going on, and I heard tell you took a swipe at Floyd Mayweather.
Man, I don't even know that name. I don't know nobody. Never heard.
Really?
Never heard of the guy.
Are you tired of talking about it?
I don't talk about it.
Oh shit!
I don't talk about it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If anything were to take place, man, you know, one difference you could tell between he and I is he used to talking after his fights. I don't talk after mine.
Oh,
shit! Cold to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Cold to the streets.
I don't play no game with nobody, man. You know.
He's used to people not being able to talk after his fights. That's another thing.
I don't play no game with nobody.
No, huh?
I don't play no game with nobody. It's about respect for me. It ain't about no belts, no money, no nothing. It's about respect. Period. I'm gonna get that. You gonna kill me? It's that simple.
You have no intimidation over anybody.
Zero.
If someone fucks with you.
Zero. I'm a man of God. My steps are guided. So I stand against whoever, I walk against whoever, I go wherever, through the fight, through whatever. You gonna respect me. Period.
It's all predestined in your mind.
That's it, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna respect me, or else, and that's that. What else going on?
Right, there's a lot of pressure in that business. There's a lot of pressure for respect. Like with comics, we like respect, but if somebody who's really tough disrespects me, I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll have to fucking walk that one off. But rap is definitely a different it's a different world.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with rap. You could be a rapper, you could be an athlete, you could be a radio station producer, you could be a comedian, but you're a man first. You know what I mean? And when you're a man, you know, you're gonna have to you give respect and you demand it in return. And when that fails to happen, then, you know, it's protocols and procedures as usual.
Do you normally give someone a moment to kind of straighten things out, or are you I always want things to be diffused. Like, I never want it to be a fight. Like, if there's a problem, are you willing to kind of go like, we'll give it a second, or do you kind of want
What does that mean?
If you feel someone's being disrespectful, are you more likely to talk it out and let them back out of it, or will you want to throw a punch first?
Nah, I mean, it depends on the circumstances. If we done talk. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, this is inevitable.
After it goes past a certain point.
Yeah, after, you know, once it's inevitable, then, you know what I'm saying, it's do unto others before they do unto you.
Yeah.
How about a guy like Anthony who owns like 30 guns? Like, how do you regulate that? No, this guy right here.
There's a difference. You only pull a gun out when you intend to kill someone. I wear my nice gun at church.
The chrome 357 with the ankle holster. Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Guns aren't made for just fucking, you know, a little punch beef or anything like that.
No,
that's meant to kill people, and that's
protection.
For protection. Yeah, for other shit, you gotta.
I thought it was just like to show off.
Someone oh my god! Just a little brandishing and shit.
We call it flashing.
Like, you know,
what they call it? Flash dancing.
Got the handle. You know, this hang out my pocket.
What do they call flashing? It's called a felony. It's called felony brandishing.
Oh, is that what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
But what if it's just a handle though? That's not
just a handle.
What if it's just a handle?
I'm not sure.
There's a business there. Okay.
I really didn't know.
Let's start that business where it's just a handle.
There is nothing worse a guy could do than have a BB gun or a fake gun or something like that, because he will get his ass killed.
What?
By pulling out, or like you said, just the handle.
Just
stuck
the handle.
in your pants.
People do that to you?
I guess that's a stand. I mean, that's a stand your ground law like no other.
Crazy.
You know? His handle was scaring me.
That handle
was the scariest handle I've ever
seen. I saw a gun handle, man. I'm fucking shooting.
There are people that will make you pull your. There was a guy I was talking to who was robbed when he was in high school. Guy tried to rob him and just showed his gun, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he just walked away from the guy with the gun, and I'm like, if you're the guy with the gun, you now have to pull it and use it.
And you know, like in the old days, you stick them up, reach for the sky, reach for the sky.
Yeah,
you see? I got a jammy in here.
I'll fill your full
We got someone on the line here. Who's this? Hello.
Floyd Mayweather. Money making Wayne Mayweather. You're a punk, T.I.
All right, cool. Meet me downstairs.
I'll be over there in a bit.
Come on, baby. Meet me downstairs. It's cool.
Who was that?
Who is this?
Yeah, okay. Ain't no fucking.
I was about to say, you got Floyd calling up here? What the hell?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Meet me downstairs, cuz.
That'd be crazy if that was
downstairs.
Just meet me downstairs.
I think there's a lot of pressure walking around with a bunch of guys too. Like,
what bunch of guys?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying because he always walks around with a shitload of guys. So it's like if something happens, you have 10 guys watching you now, so you have to. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't have 10 friends, but if I did, I would walk around alone.
You don't have 10 friends.
No, not that would travel with me at all times. Yeah. But I like to handle things privately.
If you pay for everything, I bet they would.
That is a good point.
If you got 10 friends, got to travel around on their own dime. Now, them
That's
friends.
true.
If you paying for everything, them ain't friends. Them people who want to see the world. You know what I'm saying?
Ask MC Hammer about that shit.
The odds of times they with you that nothing happens will be greater than the odds of the times that they with you that something does happen. So if I ain't got nothing else to do but sit around, hell, you paying? I'm going. I don't care who we got to go see. Now, when it actually happens, if I'm catching butterflies in the corner somewhere, man, I'm doing something else besides getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you need to continue to pay my way, and that's on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those guys a lot of times are the ones that start the problems too. Like you'll hear about something like an award show, and it was just the fucking bodyguards of 2 guys who got into it. Like it's a bigger dick thing.
A bigger dick thing.
Yeah, I win.
they were bugging out off of the performance with 50 and they were just
holy shit, that's hilarious.
Well, they took the poor man's chain.
The poor man, he got beat and they took his fucking.
They took the poor man's chain.
No comment.
How embarrassing to get mugged in front of 20,000 people.
That poor motherfucker.
He worked.
Oh man,
he worked really hard to get that chain. We feel bad for him.
He's heartless to have a chain on.
No comment. Did that guy just jump on the stage? Like, who is he, a fan that ran on stage? Rock concerts fans run on stage, they just fucking throw you off. This guy's supposed to be there?
You gotta get mugged first. In front of fucking.
You gotta lose your chain.
That's funny shit, man.
No one helps you. Imagine getting beaten up and 20,000 people just dancing and enjoying it. Humiliating.
But you see the views of how they see it though, but we see it differently. Like that's just
What do
crazy.
you mean? How do you see it?
We see it like this is gangster right here. This is real, son. You know what I'm saying? This is some real shit. I told you the Eagles did it like 40 years ago.
They did,
don't remember that
during Hotel California.
Someone got mugged. They act like they're not the same with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go way back to like the Rolling Stones and the Hells Angels guy fucking stabbing that fan in the crowd.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That happened for real?
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones?
Yeah, the Stones were playing a show and they hired Hells Angels to do security for them.
That might have been their first mistake.
And some guy, I guess, had a problem with the Hells Angels, and they just pulled a knife out and started fucking stabbing him.
Dead.
That's like, there you go.
There's footage of it, too.
Yeah, that's
There's footage of it. Yeah, it's really, you kind of like, you can't exactly see it happening, but you kind of see something happening in the crowd.
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, and Mick is trying to calm everybody down.
that's all you need. You
like
fucking
shit like that, though.
Usually what you do is you just watch, you know, if you see sharks swimming,
yeah,
you know something's about to be eaten. If there's sharks swimming in the crowd.
So you just want to sit back, watch.
Man, good God, this is going to end
Oh my God.
This guy's like the king of randomness though, because he's in like movies and TV shows, and then he always finds himself in like scenarios where.
Stop, man. It's respect,
how do you do that?
Man. I listen, man. You know, I'm just a man. I'm a man of respect, stand up dude, man. I'm a stand up guy. You know, you see me, I speak to you, I'm polite. You know what I'm saying? I'm cordial, courteous. You know, I don't go out looking for stuff to do, but I'm not finna let nobody. You're not just finna walk past me and not say excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's common courtesy. Right. You walk past me, you say excuse me. You know what I mean? You don't just bump through like I'm in a crowd of guys. We engaging in a conversation. You just bump through. Hold up, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a lane here. You know what I mean? Say excuse me. It's simple as that. I mean, anything, man. You know what I'm saying? And I live by that. I die by it. Period.
Aaron Hernandez, they said, shot those two guys because the guy bumped into him. But that's what they're saying, that he was holding a drink and somebody bumped into him.
Right.
And it's like, that's how fucking.
That's extreme.
That is real extreme,
But I
man.
mean, I learned to be polite a long time ago.
I mean, you know, they say,
nigga shit.
You know, they say,
He ended up stalking them for like over an hour or two after that.
Yeah, he was fucking pissed.
He was out of his mind.
They say any kid could kill somebody, but it take a gangster to know when and when not to. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus, that guy picked the wrong time. You can't let that much time go by before you kill somebody.
Yeah, you can't wait an hour.
It becomes very premeditated
Oh my
at that
God.
point.
We have to be a practice for the Patriots the next day.
You no longer have insanity as a defense.
Yeah, there's no excuse like he was even looking at me sideways or anything like that. You now said, all right, I'm going to kill this motherfucker, and then did it.
I have to go prepare myself.
Yeah. That's not a good defense.
Let me make sure my lawyers are paid. I'll be back.
That is not a good defense.
Did he bury them? He buried them.
No comment, man. No comment.
I think that he was alleged to have killed. It's an allegation.
You're crazy,
No
okay?
comment, man.
I'm with he came on my show a couple times. I mean, I thought he was like a cool guy. We went and got Caramel Macchiato.
Great character there.
I mean, you thought he was a cool guy.
Who sitting next to him?
You had a caramel macchiato with Aaron Hernandez?
What? He had mad sugar in his shit too.
Oh, that's probably what happened.
Jacked up on caffeine.
Jim Paul said he went to a club after all fucking caffeinated.
On trial here, man. Serve all this caffeine and sugar.
And then Plexico came and hung out with us, and we had a big night.
That's another one. You're gonna buy a gun, buy a fucking holster. You don't stick a fucking heavy gun down the front of your sweatpants. Christ Almighty. The holster could be that could be the cheapest thing.
Our people are so ashamed.
That was an embarrassing one. That was a bad one.
That's another homeboy.
He's lucky he didn't shoot his dick off.
That's what's the shooting out with the police shooting it sideways.
Right. Yeah. I was saying you hold the gun this way and your fucking iPhone camera that way. Let's get this shit straight.
Well, you know, if you have any help, man, maybe you can hang with Hey, man.
There you go.
Hey, I'll hold you down, man.
I mean, I just where we gonna have a coffee?
Nice to just stay out of trouble.
You got the Grand Theft Auto T-shirt on, man. It's nice.
It's wrinkled. Jimmy pointed out I'm in a wrinkled fucking shirt.
Yeah, I like something that comes right out of a hamper. I think
Fucking Amber killer.
I'm not laughing at Anthony. I'll tell you right now.
He's absolutely right. It's fucking deplorable. I come to work.
I'm not laughing at Anthony. I'll tell you that.
Hey, did you know the guy from Wu-Tang who I think his dick is reattached though, or he was an associate. He wasn't actually a full.
Oh, no one saw
the guy who
anything.
chopped his dick off and jumped out the second floor.
Oh, man.
And they reattached it. I think he's going to be okay. But
He can fuck now?
he says it works, but
No, you can't just.
That shit ain't gonna work properly.
You think he's just gonna be hanging?
It's gonna be
Look,
off
I
to the
don't
left.
It's
It's gonna be hanging to the left or something. They don't have that thing figured
I
out.
don't care how well you hug. You can't. No man spare no inches. No man can spare a millimeter. No man. I got none to lose.
Because you know they got to
I got
touch up.
plenty to give. None to lose.
You know they got to touch up each end of it before they reconnect it. Like, how much have you got
They
to
soldered it.
take?
You think they soldered it?
Yeah. little flux on that. Oh, no, you know they got to square the end off and
So
stuff.
they got to take a
it's
little
like,
off the other side to match it up?
Yeah. Fuck
I
that.
guess. I mean, you know, it's horrible to laugh at that, but I guess when it's self-inflicted, I guess you meant it for a joke.
Yeah, what did you do?
I mean, is it really that hard to kill yourself these days?
Hey, man, but I
But
mean,
why didn't anyone see
Learn how to
anything?
juggle if you want to entertain other people. Fuck your dick off, man.
you might have been juggling knives.
That's true. Maybe.
what happened? I don't know. He said ta-da
Juggling
and
knives.
screamed.
Juggling knives and spitting razor blades.
I'm so confused. Is it really that hard to kill yourself these days?
Random
Like,
scissors.
no.
That's what you get for random scissors. See, kids?
get
Mom
gun
was
and shoot your
right.
head off.
But there were no witnesses. That bothers me. None of those gentlemen saw anything. Okay.
man.
What's that about?
I have no idea, man.
Everyone looks the other way, huh?
This is why this guy's like my best friend, because he's the normality of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just out of the ordinary.
Normal. Everybody tell me I'm a normal celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to PTA meetings, grocery shopping.
Yeah, you do. Niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
We've seen the reality show. It's a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate
T.I. comes across as a normal guy on TV doing all these
But you know
normal
what?
things.
That's extremely horrible for my day job. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, I thought you were extraordinary.
Right.
Here you are putting your pants on one leg at a time like everybody else. I thought you did a backflip into your jeans.
Yep.
Shit, what a pisser, man. Well, I'm going to go. I got to get out of here.
Hell yeah.
You know what,
Got shit
man? I
to
guess
do.
I better go try and do something.
We went overtime. You know, we rarely do that. We like running
man.
right the fuck out of here.
Oh, T.I.
But,
is
you know,
best.
we had to hang out and say hi, man.
Right on, man. I'm glad.
And
man.
nothing happened with
People
Mayweather,
call me-
right?
Who?
Nothing happened with Mayweather, right?
Nah, it is
The code of the streets.
Nah,
Nothing
I mean,
happened. I'm just saying.
man,
I'm here to say nothing happened.
The code of the streets.
Actually, it's June 3rd.
Yeah.
I think the June weather is much better than the May weather.
Okay.
Like I said, code of the streets.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, yo, man.
That is a different code than I have. Beginning to say, and then Floyd, he taunted me. And
Oh, we would tell the story over and over again.
all I
Every
would do. I'd be
detail.
on Twitter trying to tell 140 characters at a time.
I mean, I add, that's a glove he got on right there. You know what I'm
What
saying?
glove? I don't want no glove.
Got an exclusive glove right there. You know what I
I don't
mean?
need no stinking glove.
What's up with the hand? What's going on with the
I don't need a
hand?
stinking ring. I don't need none of that, man.
What's under the hand? What's up?
Huh?
It's a glove.
What are you talking about? What?
I don't know. I was
Opie
crazy.
hilarious.
I was crazy to bring it up.
By the way, you have a much nicer watch than Who Kid.
Hell
Yeah, I was
You know what,
commenting.
man?
We were commenting on his ghetto
Well,
fucking
you
watch.
listen, when I was still in your chair and they weren't saying nothing, they were talking about the watch.
Yeah.
I said, "Who's sitting here?" They say, "Nice watch."
Yeah, that's kind of how it went down.
No shit.
Yeah, that is a damn good watch.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. It's fake. You want it?
Funny.
Shit, I want it. Give me that shit.
Look at your friends. Look at your friends.
None of my friends would know that fake.
Yeah, I want it. Yeah, I've been waiting on you to say that.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Well, hopefully T.I. could be a friend of your show. You know, he's a cool guy.
We've had T.I. on before.
Yeah. That's not
We
my
have a
first
good time with
rodeo.
T.I.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
man, that's not my first rodeo.
You came on to promote your book.
Yeah,
man.
and it did well.
Thank you.
Yes, it did well for you.
Yeah, it did.
You got
man.
niggas reading out there, you know what I mean?
Not enough though.
Well, yeah, of course,
though,
but, you know. You know that, eh?
Okay, if we said that, we'd be in. We'd be thrown through that window.
Nah,
You can't just say that.
This is a black show, though.
It's a black show. Oh, okay.
That's why you got to pay black. You got to pick a designated black person, pay them a lot of money to sit around. So whenever you want to say it,
I'm white.
Niggas be
I don't know what you're talking
tripping,
about.
man.
Do you know how many times I have to tell
But
them, look,
6
guys?
figures. You got to pay them 6 figures. You got to pay them 6
They already
figures.
got Sam
It's in the
Roberts.
Constitution. Yeah. It's in the Constitution. You got to pay the black man, the designated black man, 6
Yeah.
figures. You point to him, niggas be tripping.
See, Sam?
Yeah. You say that all the time, and we tell you it's not right.
Damn.
Sam's
Well,
got some
hold on,
biracial
man.
hair, but that's about it. Yeah.
Still looking for a black
That's
dad.
a Jew
Something
cut.
going on. You think that's a Jew cut?
man. That's a Jew cut.
That's exactly.
Jew
Miss
cut.
Spuckle, man.
Mike Tyson said the exact same thing. Sam thought he had all the street cred because he kind of looks like he might be part black, and Tyson's like, "Oh, you look Jewish."
man.
Deflated. We were all so happy.
You look at that Jewish
I have
mouth,
a lot of
too.
Jewish friends, man. What you say?
I mean, you know.
He's a Jewish mouth.
What just happened?
We're not here.
What just happened?
Why are you going after the Jews?
What's going on in here?
He has a mouth.
What's wrong with the Jews?
I'm not Macklemore, man. Don't fucking come at me with that.
I don't want no parts of this. Oh, no. I don't want no parts of this.
That's true. Nobody fucks with the Jews. You can't.
No. We're not fans of Macklemore.
Oh, yeah?
He's a phony, man. We don't know much about hip-hop, but I know that much. He's a phony.
What did he do?
Oh, do you know him? Oh, shit.
Nah, okay. But I'm just saying, I mean, he's a
he doesn't seem sincere with all his crap.
Lion showboat and ginger fuck.
Yeah, he sent out those. Who did he beat for best rapper? And then he like texted him.
Lamar.
Yeah. But then he sends out. He fucking Instagrams the genuine text he sent.
Should have been you.
Fucking vomited.
Should have won.
I don't know.
It's like you should have won.
You should have won.
Yeah. He sent that to Kendrick Lamar.
Take the award and fucking leave.
Right.
Say, yeah, I won this shit.
Put your hands up and get the hell out of there.
You know what, man? I have a motto, man. You know, I never do anything for anyone that I don't think would do the same for me in return.
It's a good way to fucking roll through life. You know? No, but
if you wouldn't do it for me, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can't imagine Kendrick sending no text out. He gonna say, "Hell yeah, this is for Compton."
That's the truth, though.
You don't think he would have sent one to Macklemore going, it should have been you? You should have won?
Hell no.
Shit, no.
It was so phony.
If he really felt that he should have won, he should give it to him.
Yeah. Then
scratch his name out.
Right. Then give it to the fucking guy.
Belongs to.
Yeah. And then give it to him. I hate
Come on up here, man.
But I hate where they always say this belongs to you, but then they still take it for themselves. Fuck you.
It should be you, but it's not. It's me. So go fuck yourself. I'm gonna go home.
Right. Scratch the name off, like you're saying.
Scratch the name off. Yeah, man. Right.
Scratch it right on TV.
Yeah.
But then he did that.
Kendrick should have won, though. I think Kendrick should have won.
Sam is pissed off now. Macklemore ain't coming on his show now because he.
Oh man, you would love having him on.
He loves Macklemore.
He loves any guest. All the guests we say we don't want, they end up. Sam's like going, "Hey, wait till you see who I have this Sunday on the Sam Roberts show." It's like, yeah, the fucking Z-listers we passed on.
I thought Nick Cannon was the A-list.
Oh shit.
Fuck
That's his boy. Don't fuck up. Don't talk about the.
What? I like Nick Cannon.
I actually do kind of like.
All right, I'm sorry. I don't feel like
you know what? He's a nice fucking guy.
He's a nice guy.
Nigga, man.
He's a lot nicer.
Nice guy. And you know what though? Anybody who could maintain a significant level of success while having a wife that makes that much more than you and not throw you. I'm saying for real. If you can maintain order in your home and you still, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, man, he's living the American dream. All I need to do now is get a divorce and get half. That's not fucking hero.
Right?
That's not fucking hero, man. You know what I'm saying? I put him right up there. But what's the guy name, man, with the Britney Spears ex-dude?
Oh, right.
Oh, man.
He's getting like child support, right?
Yeah, he could have just pulled one of those moves and just laid back.
Nah. But I've been around him, though. That's true love, though.
But Kevin Federline's his name, Kevin.
As a man, though, is it embarrassing to cash that check?
Shit, no. Shit, no. Hell no, not for no man.
Cashing that shit,
But you get the child support.
Once again,
give me that shit.
I'll only accept things from people if I know it will have to be the same every time.
There you go.
Even Steven.
Hey,
if the hey, best man won.
If I was Kevin, I would have dumped Britney fucking Spears' like birth control pills out and filled them with something else and just come at her all the time. Like, oh, well, look what happened, sweetie. Time to get a divorce.
Hell no.
That was a very smart move.
Hell no, man.
I really give up, man.
Nah, man.
Why? What's up?
Nick Cannon's a good guy, though.
I don't know. I mean, he was smart, though. I'll say that.
I think he's a good guy.
See, Sam saying you're good. Finally, somebody stood up.
I honestly don't think that was strategic. That's true love.
Yeah,
Nick Cannon.
Gotta be.
All right.
I always stick up for Nick Cannon, but I actually like
You like Nick Cannon, John?
I do. He's a nice guy. I don't know him well.
Everyone says he's a nice guy.
Well, he's a stand-up. He's a comic. I don't like this. He's
What are they doing? What are you doing, Eric?
What are you doing? They got
a clipboard and they're like pointing at stuff.
All right, I know what was going on.
That's all.
Everybody's nervous.
Pointing at the bill, the overtime bill. You guys know.
Yeah, it's like fuck. These guys make a lot of money.
Sponsors said.
Yeah. Well, that's one of them.
How's Tiny doing?
She's great.
We saw her walking around here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she was doing some promotion, right?
Yeah, she was.
It's like my shirt.
Awesome. She has a new show and all kinds of stuff.
She has a new show.
Yeah.
She keeps you in line pretty good, huh?
Man, not enough.
That's like me when I fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, no, you're not like me. But
Just like it.
I mean, no, Chad's not like me, but you know me. I fuck bitches.
Yeah.
I live vicariously through.
You can see his fucking pictures are crazy.
I'm trying to
His
get.
Instagram is great.
That's what I was saying, man.
I'm trying to get Opie down. You know
Keep
what
all
I'm
that shit
saying?
in your phone, man.
All right.
Keep all that shit in your phone.
You hide in plain sight, though. Like, what are you going to do later? I'm going to go out and cheat.
No kid. Oh, fuck yeah.
Like I said, man, after 40, you can't get STDs anymore. You good?
Is that
That's the new rule?
I haven't read any science behind that, but I'll take your word for it.
That must be the Benjamin Buttons law.
I got that from fucking Dan Aykroyd. You know what I'm saying?
Dan told you.
He said an alien told him in Canada.
He's fine. He's got that vodka. He's good.
Hey, look though, have you ever seen a 50-year-old dude? I got chlamydia, man. I need some 50-year-old dude.
I work with one.
That's why I keep my pool extra chlorinated. I just jump in right after.
Yeah, just drink a little vinegar.
That's it. Fucking stick my balls in the skimmer. I'm good.
A little bleach water, I'm good.
Yeah. Cure whatever ails you.
Oh, shit, man. You guys are fucking insane. Keep you guys on that. This shit regulated.
It should be. If it's not, it should be. Yeah.
Hey, man, where's the regulation, man, for this shit? This shit is cruel unusual, man.
Fuck.
I got a read to do.
For real?
Apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, you promoting anything? You good?
Well, yeah, man,
What
I got an album coming out, man. Paperwork, it'll be out September. I also have a single, man. It just hit, man, called Ain't About the Money. And
can we play that today? We got it in the system?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna play that.
Who Kid got it? Featuring a guy named Young Thug. I also have another record coming out, man, like in 2-3 weeks called No Mediocre featuring Iggy Azalea. We actually went to Brazil and shot
a
video today.
Wow.
Yeah. And no Brazilian porn stars were hurt during the filming of this video, I assure you. Oh man, look at this shit! A baby girl attached to a wedding dress.
This is so fucked up. She has a little infant.
A 1 month old.
She's getting married. Decided she wanted the baby to join her down the aisle, and so she sewed it pretty much into the fucking train of the dress, and then walked down the aisle.
Anything to beat Kim and Kanye's with. Whatever extreme they can. Anything. I bet Kanye's pissed. Why the fuck did you fucking sew north to the fucking?
Yeah.
That's a black baby. That's a black baby?
Black baby. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
1 month old.
That's not what a white person would do. You serious?
That
don't make no sense right there.
But how did she get her on the end of the dress?
Caucasianism.
That's the most Caucasianistic thing.
But I say anyone that's ever carried a baby should look at her and go, what a fucking genius move.
Baby wasn't hurt.
No,
Baby
not at
probably
all.
had a nice ride.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
What was it, duct tape though? How did the baby stay on
So
that?
the outfit in, I'm guessing.
So the baby was a part of the wedding dress.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good God.
Yeah.
Maybe like a
down
little,
the,
yeah.
Why couldn't they put the
Little
baby in
pocket
a
or
little
something.
small, like a little stroller?
You would think something like that, or a
Put some wheels
papoose.
on it.
Yeah, there's probably a better way to do that.
What the fuck is
The
a
papoose on the back. That's some.
I didn't say what the fuck is papoose got to do with it.
Papoose.
Is
that a rapper we don't know?
But it is though.
All act like he's. I really don't know that one.
Papoose is wedding.
That's hilarious.
Papoose got married.
I'm not getting surrounded it today in Harlem, man.
Papoose was wedding and they sold the baby to the train, man.
We live in.
I'm sorry,
Why would he call himself shit that Indians used to put their fucking babies in? That's a papoose.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Indians would make some fucking hay thing and then strap it to their back and throw the baby in there.
I thought that was a goddamn New York term for a gun. That was I thought papoose was a pistol.
It might be.
We live in two different worlds, man.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Maybe it could be holster.
Maybe it's a holster. Yeah, fuck. There you go. Why don't you have a papoose, you dumb motherfucker? Buy yourself a cheap papoose.
Plastic up first, the fucking papoose.
Yeah, this is a parallel universe.
Wow, that was the fastest putting together of things I've ever seen two totally opposite people do. Like, it's an Indian thing. It's a gun. A holster. We'll meet in the middle.
Hey, man, we should be in the UN.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
We can solve a lot of this shit.
That is fucking funny, man.
Foreign policy and shit, man. Fuck that.
Oh, man.
How many people did he harm? Let's get on to the next one.
I'll tell you what, though. From now on, I am constantly going to be going, where's my fucking papoose? I need the papoose for my 1911. Where the fuck did it go?
Hey, but look, though, you live in New York, though. How you get around there?
Yeah. It costs a lot of money.
What?
It's like $5,000 for a lawyer. You got to give up all your tax. No, it's not a lot of money, but just for the lawyer. Then all the fees, and then you got to take all your tax forms from the past fucking forever. They got to look at your record and make sure you were clean.
But you know what? Though I think that you know what I'm saying. That your second. I think you should be able to kind of like get your Second Amendment right back, either after a certain amount of time.
Some time goes by, or
if you save a baby from a burning building.
a trade-off like that. That's good.
That's something that should
that's a good trade-off. Yeah,
that's something that should be done, man, for you to be able.
If you've redeemed yourself, like if you get messed up and redeemed yourself.
You know, they reinstate all your other rights. You know, the right to vote and all that. Why is this the only right that I can have?
It's definitely infringed upon a lot. I would say.
Because back when I caught my felony that kept me from carrying a gun, I didn't even have anything to protect. I had no kids. I had no real money. Now that I got some real money in the family, I need to tell me the shit I did back then is gonna stop me from protecting my life. Now that shit is fucked up. God, that's
holy
a fucked up shit, man. That shit is fucked up.
Oh my God!
If the people who wrote the Constitution knew that this is the way this shit played out.
Oh man, that's real.
That shit.
Well, something tells me they didn't have much love for you back then.
Somebody had to pass the pen.
think Columbus was thinking about it? Nah, come on,
God. You know the niggas had to be fuck you passing that. Fuck you passing that fucking pen.
They can chop a tree
You pass a pen. Pen passing ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here, man.
Holy fuck.
Fuck you, look good. Yeah, passes the pen. Pass the fucking pen. Sign a fancy piece of paper. For the rights that you don't have any kind of goddamn rights to. You can help a motherfucker sign a piece of paper that has no effect on your life whatsoever. What the fuck you?
Holy shit.
You think that guy
Why don't you pass the grave digger a shovel and hop in?
Oh, man, I get it.
Holy fuck, is that funny?
Wow. Anthony's
All too
officially
true.
your boy, man.
All too true,
There should
man.
be a certain amount of time. It depends on the felony. But if it's a certain class of felony, you should be able to get it back because
it's drug
why
dealer.
not?
It's just drug dealer.
They make it hard enough for people that
shit.
they make it hard enough for people that don't have anything.
And then you know what? And
Especially in
another
New
thing,
York.
another thing, right? How in the hell is it proven with things like the Contra scandal and all this stuff? It's proven that the government got drugs and created crack and put it in the underserved areas of society, and it was strategically done to tear down the black families and the black neighborhoods, so on and so forth. If that is proven, how could any person be charged with crack? How is that not some sort of entrapment? What the fuck? You put this shit in my pocket and take me to jail for it? This is some
I don't
fucked up
think
shit.
I don't think anyone's ever fessed up to the whole as the government
proven.
dumped it in.
Not the Contra scandal.
No one's ever fessed up to it,
But
though.
it was proven.
But it was proven.
It was proven.
That motherfucker got caught, right?
Yeah, he got caught.
Oliver North?
Freeway Ricky Ross.
Oliver North?
Yeah, Freeway Ricky Ross. They snitched. How he got out of jail? He snitched on the government. Told on the government. Told that the government came, the CIA, so on and so forth. Came and said, hey, you do this, you do that. Start over here and do this, do that, and we'll make sure you're straight.
What's the upside of breaking down the black family unit?
What is the upside?
Like for the country. Like what's the upside?
One government, one nation, no opposition, no protests, no reparations, no, you know what I'm saying?
It just seems like it would
no
contribute.
black power.
It would have contributed better to society to have everybody, a family unit working. There's
You are a decent human being.
Well,
see, obviously,
look at Jimmy's eyes. Jimmy's eyes almost flew out of his fucking head.
This must be a first.
Oh my
That would literally be like someone walking up to Hitler going, "You paint very well."
T.I. has no idea what he just said.
Wow. History.
Hilarious.
What I'm saying is for you to think that. That is the thought of a decent human being. Obviously, the people who put this plan together do not have decency on their list of attributes. They just, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's like, just like some Hitler shit. I want to run. I want everybody to follow me and no black power, no nothing. I want no opposition. I want everybody to do what I say. The same reason, you do things to have an excuse to go to a war so you can buy or sell bullets that your homeboy owns the company to, and now we're trillions. The country is trillions in deficit. However, we are trillions in profit. You know what I'm saying? The country owes China how much money, but we made trillions by, selling firearms and, okay, so some buildings fell down. Okay, guess what? I have a construction company. We'll get those built right back.
You know there's a bullet shortage? What? There's a bullet shortage. When you go to buy bullets in the gun store, I swear, when you go to the gun store to buy bullets, there is a fucking shortage. They ration out like 223 ammo and shit like that. Yeah. But then you hear about Homeland Security and everybody buying billions of rounds, and then citizens can't legally buy a shitload of bullets. And now in New York State, I can't buy them online. Like I wanted to buy, I like buying a case of fucking ammo. I got to physically go to the store and buy it. And now there's a whole thing where they want you to go through a background check like you did for your gun. For bullets in New York, they are fucking. And then every anti-gun person goes, "No one's trying to take your guns away." It's like, no, I see the shit coming. You're trying.
Man, you know what though? Nobody can take guns. It's too widespread. It's too widespread. It's like trying to get roaches out the projects. I mean,
but the fucked up thing is they keep legislating against the people that are trying to do it legally. And they make it tougher and tougher for the people that are trying to legally own guns, and then it just makes a proliferation of illegal guns. And
they're making it hard as a motherfucker for me. They really is.
How many years since that felony? How many years has it been?
Since which felony?
Oh, whichever one.
You have to say which felony.
Which one?
That's a good question.
That's great.
Let me Google that.
Can you be more specific?
We do some research.
Can you specify? What you mean, man?
The one that's keeping you from, you said you can't
The one that's keeping me from being able to bear arms. My first felony.
It was the first one.
Yeah, 1996.
Wow.
1996.
That's almost, it's 18 years ago.
Math.
18 years, yeah. 96,
18 years.
A while ago.
Yeah.
However, there have been a few more since then, so I kind of the clock started over.
Right.
The last felony I think came in 2007. October 13, 2007.
Is there a point where like if X amount of years pass where you can get one after that, or the clock never really technically.
Well, they're trying to take years. They're definitely not going to be
yeah, they really are. I'm not sure. State to state, it varies a lot, but you know, I'm not
Move
sure.
to the South, man. This place is in the South where it's illegal not to have a gun.
Yeah. There's some states where
Tennessee,
they don't care about anything.
Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. You know,
Arizona's an easy one. Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Oh man.
Any border states really seem to be.
All the border states ought to have fucking.
Yosemite on the state flag. Root tootin' yard.
You varmint.
Shoot ducks and rabbit season. How the fuck you kill Daffy Duck? It's rabbit season. So what? Cowboys.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe it's a bullet shortage, man.
You been on one, can't you?
Nah, I'm pussy, man.
Oh, what happened?
They don't give vaginas guns, man.
Shit, them the ones need them the most. You talking about?
Maybe just the handle again.
I've never shot a gun. I mean, I shot like in a range, but I can't aim for the head.
You know what? The range to me, I think, you know, it's good to have accuracy, but they should have shit where you shit shooting back at you, because that's when you really know.
That's when you know if
you can shoot for real.
You're going to be on,
yeah,
when it happens.
You're aiming at a bullseye, aiming at that bullet coming at you.
They got a pretty good range out in Farmingdale that I go to, and it's got a giant video screen.
Oh, wow.
And sensors all over the thing, but you're shooting live ammo at the fucking screen.
Okay.
And later on, they realign these big rolls of paper, and it covers up the holes that make your gun. And they run video on there of, you know, some Middle Eastern guys and fucking, or just some shapes, you know, round balls and stuff like that. And it all reacts to
Black
what you're
guys
doing.
with bandanas.
a lot of
That is the truth.
Get it back.
That's true. It's like black guys with bandanas on
Which
there.
day is black guy with bandanas? I already did Arab Monday.
And June 2nd.
Y'all go get counseled after this show, man. Go get counseled, man.
We'll be back with more Best of the Week. Stay there.
This is what?
Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, wait. I got to figure. I think that's your mic today. I don't know. The whole studio's falling apart in front of our eyes. No one gives a fuck.
So you at the game?
Yeah, dude.
What? He was at the same Yankees game as you?
Yeah.
I saw him.
Popping over.
Are you a big Yankees fan? Big baseball fan?
Love baseball, yeah. Big Yankee fan.
They fucked that game up.
Yeah, they fucked last night up, too.
Yeah, they fucked last night up. Pretty much the same way.
You're a big baseball fan in June?
yeah. I think, you know, my dad always take me to baseball games.
Yeah.
So I've always been close. We've always like bonded over that with baseball. I was at Dwight Gooden's no-hitter in 1996.
Was that a daytime game?
It was a nighttime game. Actually, what happened was we went to opening day and it was snowed out. So George Steinbrenner gave everybody tickets and to any game they wanted to. So my dad picked the Seattle Mariners game, and Dwight Gooden's pitching a no-hitter. And this is 96. So we were sitting in the upper deck, and he's like, let's go sneak down, behind home plate. So he's like, but, they're not going to let us down. This is all true, I swear. He goes, so you got to make believe you have, like, a disorder. He was like, let's make believe you have something. So he wanted me to make believe I had autism. I swear. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Every part of this, and you're going to think it's all true. Because he thinks I'm, like, autistic, whatever. So we get down to the security guard right behind home plate, right where you were sitting the other night, Anthony. And he's like, my kid's, we want to watch the game. He's going to pitch a no-hitter. My kid's sick, and I'm just, my dad just told me to squint my eyes. That's what he thought autism was. He was like, just squint your eyes. So I squinted my eyes, and that's all I did. And then he sits us down. There was three seats open, and right in front of us was the wrestler Mr. Perfect, and I was a huge fan, and my dad goes, I was like, Dad, it's Mr. Perfect. I really want an autograph, or whatever I said. And he taps me, he goes, hey, Mr. Perfect, my kid's huge fan. He said, can he get an autograph? And Mr. Perfect just like turned around and then turned back, and he goes, hey, dickhead.
Oh, shit.
Dickhead, why don't you give my kid an autograph? I don't want to make a scene. As he's calling Mr. Perfect a dickhead in front of everybody, he goes, I don't want to make a scene. Give the kid an autograph. He's got autism. And then he squint again. And then I got a signed Mr. Perfect ticket stub.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a dick. You want to get an autograph?
No, I think he was just, I don't know, maybe he was drunk.
Where's Mr. Perfect been lately, Sam?
Yeah, and over the past couple of years, he's been in the ground.
See,
Not so perfect after all.
Yeah.
What did he die of?
Wow.
Old age?
Old age must have been.
I think it was natural. It was a heart issue.
When did he die?
Wow.
He died in 2003.
Wow.
I mean, he was 44, so that
Heart issue at 44.
that stuff tends to happen.
Yeah.
These poor motherfuckers shot up so
What was his
many
heart
steroids.
issue?
Yeah, I mean, it's right. It's the wear and tear that a 44-year-old heart.
Oh, yeah.
Heart attack. Took him out at 44? When he was working out all the time?
All those guys, man.
Man, crazy.
A lot of roids.
Roid it out.
Yeah, well,
Is this your first headlining gig at Caroline's?
I've headlined one night there, Wednesday night. This is my first weekend
That's
ever
awesome. Good
at
for you.
Caroline's. Yeah, I've been going on the road a lot, and so this is the first weekend.
That's cool.
There, yeah. So it's exciting for me. It's all 7:30 shows. I've been to Caroline's a bunch, open for Jim and Artie Lang. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know you know the room, but now being the main guy, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to but it's interesting now to be like when you're the headliner to like the business of it. Like where the club is like, hey, you're not selling enough tickets for this. You got to do something, or we got to do this, we got to do that. So to understand the business of comedy now is like the new thing that I'm going through. So I'm just adjusting to the non-fun shit.
Yeah, it's because the pressure's on the headliner when the tickets. When you're middling, you don't give a fuck if there's a half-empty room. You're like, what? But man, when you're fucking closing, and those waitresses aren't making money because of you.
Yeah, I know. And like, you got to do the check spot stuff. With like you, I just did 15 minutes. I was like, I'm fucking out. But like, there's
now they look at you like, oh, this piece of shit.
Yeah, like I did crackers in Indianapolis last weekend. Yeah, and right. Yeah, and it was brutal, man. I fucking sold like almost no tickets, and the club was just like, the fuck. And I was just like, what do you want me to do? I tweeted it, I Instagrammed it. I'm sorry, Indianapolis doesn't give a fuck about me.
So what happens to you guys when they don't invite you back anytime soon, or?
I mean, I was told
it happens to everyone. So I'm not like pointing you out on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
but Jimmy, what happens? Like you went through a little of that in your
past. Through it. There's times where I still don't sell. It's like there's.
But do they invite you back, or they're like, all right, we're going to skip you for a while?
Like they'll always I do a lot of improvs, and in Houston I've never sold well.
Right.
And they would have me back, but I told them I don't want to go back. It's not that I don't like the club, but I'm like, if I'm not going to draw there, why the fuck would I go there?
Right.
The city has spoken, and I heard you.
The answer is no.
Exactly. They whispered, and I caught it.
Then you go to Dallas, and you do great.
I do great in Dallas.
You know what I think?
So weird how that. Well, how far is Houston to Dallas though? That's
3 hours maybe.
That's it, right?
Or maybe is it more? I don't
know.
So weird.
But me being a newer guy, I think they don't pay me that much just yet, so I don't think the club takes a financial loss when I don't sell tickets. I think it's just like, hey, if I sell tickets, great. If I don't, it's okay because they fucking gave me $100.
They're just fucking you over.
Yeah, I'm just the one getting fucked either way. But
pass the shit on to you.
Yeah, I'd rather build it that way. This way, when I can sell out, have a good act.
Does guy code help? Like I know girl code helps. Like a lot of like Jessica and a few of the other girls are out on the road. But does guy code help you at all? That's not your demo.
No, well, guy code is the demo, but guys just don't want to support each other. Girls, when I was on that girl code tour, everyone sold out. They want to take 1,000 pictures. Where guys, like I'm telling you, in Indianapolis, I got tweets like, "Who's going to come to your show, but thought it'd be gay if it was just me and my boys cheering you on. So I'll just watch you on TV." Good stuff. Yeah, that's what they say. Is it gay if we take a picture? I'm like, no, dude. If you supported me and make me feel better,
you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say gay anymore.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry.
You're not allowed to say it's gay. You're not allowed to say stop being faggot.
But they meant literally. They thought it would be gay.
That's what they thought.
I think you can say that.
I don't know. Can you? How are you allowed to say gay these days?
Like you can't say like Sam Roberts. Well, you can say that too.
Exactly.
If your friend's being an asshole or something, or you go, oh, dude, your car's gay. You can't say that. But
unless it's up on top of another car.
Well, that's true.
Right.
Yes, I get it.
It's a rear-end joke.
Yeah. And I think you could say the
mounting joke.
Yes.
Right.
Figure.
You can't. No. Well, now that tag. That one tag. But you can't enunciate it with the 2 T's. That's the rule.
No, you can't say.
Can't say it the whole way, but you can say the short way.
What you can do. You're saying you can say fag. I mean, that one probably would get people in trouble.
No, fag they don't like you.
Nah. Yeah. That's it.
Do you think that's worse than the longer way?
Fagot's worse, but I mean, it depends on whatever has been deemed associated with violence.
Fagot.
Yeah.
That's the way it's spelled. You got to say it like that.
I just think they both would probably give you a problem unless your context was completely explainable. If your context is explainable, you can say what you want. But if it's not.
But if your buddy says something like, I thought it'd be gay if I came down with my buddies, he means gay.
Yeah, that's
like real gay.
He was in his head about it. And I just was like, hey, man, whether you're gay or not, just come to the shows.
I'm sure
I've had guys say that as we were taking a picture, like, dude, I'm not gay, but can I take a picture? Like, I don't interpret wanting a photo as homosexuality.
It's funny you say that. At Cracker, some guy takes a picture with me and he goes, I don't want to suck your dick or anything. Can I get a picture? I was like,
then no, you can't.
As long as you don't suck my dick, that's fine.
He's like, I had that wrong. I don't want the picture.
Exactly.
So that's why I was here to get the dick sucked.
I don't want to suck your dick or anything. Can I have a picture and then eat your ass until the cows come home?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with your dad stories ever since the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Is he living here?
They're all real. My dad is living.
He is, right?
Yeah.
Has he calmed down?
He has he calmed down.
He was a tough father when you were growing up.
Very tough guy. Yeah. He's definitely calmed down. As he's gotten older. A lot of his friends now are out of jail, and so meeting them, and they're all changed their life. And with my career and stuff, he's supportive. Like I got this baseball show with MTV called Off the Bat, and a lot of the activities I get to meet all the players and stuff. And my dad comes with me, and like we met like Robinson Cano. And my dad, like Robinson Cano's like, you can't, my dad, we're not Yankee Stadium, but he's still like heckling him. He's like, I can't believe you fucking left. How could you do that to us? Robinson Cano's like, who is this guy? I'm like, it's my dad. I'm sorry, Mr. Cano. He's like, this fucking guy left for the money. Fucking guy. Like, you had everything, Robbie.
Like you yell that shit at the TV. At the game, like fucking 20 rows back.
Not at the extra guy when you're kind of getting the VIP treatment. His son's doing a TV show.
He doesn't care. The guy doesn't.
What's Off the Bat about? I don't even.
Off the Bat's a show that combines baseball and pop culture. It's on MTV2 on 11 p.m. on Tuesdays, and the hosts are me, Sway, the rapper Fat Joe, and Maxim supermodel Melanie Iglesias.
Sounds like every other baseball show.
Yeah, it's like that's just your standard. That's what I thought. It's your standard baseball show.
Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand how the show works though. So how do you combine those two?
I don't know. It's crazy. And there's always a baseball player on. Always a baseball guest. I don't know.
But baseball players are boring when they're not. That's why throwing or hitting a ball.
Yeah, we try to get it out of them.
They're kind of boring.
Yeah, Sway is good. Sway's like the glue. He like
loves Sway.
He's a good interviewer, isn't he?
What?
He's a good interviewer, Sway.
Yeah, Sway is the best. Yeah, you know.
Wait, take us through like one segment. So you got a baseball player, and then you guys who could obviously, do it right. And then what happens? You take on a topic?
Yeah, we talk about, or like we watch clips. We do a lot of, the funnest parts of the show for me is, they send me out into the field a lot. Like this guy, Anthony Rizzo, he's the first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. So we just did this thing where we went into this parking lot in Tempe, Arizona, and we just fucking smashed meatballs. I was just tossing the meatballs, and we were just smashing these meatballs all over these guys' brand new Benzes and all that. And these guys came out, there's meatballs all over their cars. And, me and Rizzo's huge, and I just have a little bit of my dad inside me. These guys come out, I was like, so what, dude? What are you gonna do? It's fucking meat on your car. What you fucking do?
What are you gonna do?
And then Rizzo's a Major League Baseball player standing there with a fucking aluminum bat. Like, what are you gonna fucking do?
Oh,
and
man.
So we do fun stuff. Like, those are the most fun part.
Fun stuff like threatening people.
It's even more fun if you did it on a vegan's car.
Yeah, it's cool though. Yeah.
I liked it, Jimmy.
Yeah, me too.
I pictured it in my head.
Felt it was a good
Nice.
day.
A vegan.
They don't like meat.
I hate
It's called Off the Bat. All right, I just want to get the plug out there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
And Dad is sort of calmed down. And his buddies are coming out of jail?
They're coming out of jail, man.
So they coming over for barbecues and stuff?
Coming over for barbecues. They
tatted up.
All tatted up. Yeah, I just got a tat and fucking
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
What's it
that's
say?
scripture.
It's like a sacred scroll.
Yeah, in your mercy, keep us free from sin and protect us from all anxiety. And I showed it to my dad. My dad goes, "Oh, what, you get a tattoo on the Puerto Rican arm?" I was like, "What does that mean?" I guess because you have scripture on your arm, like thinks it's Puerto Rican. I was like, "Doesn't make any sense." That's what he said. This kid got a tattoo on a Puerto Rican arm. I'm like, "What's?"
But why would? What is the meaning there?
I don't know. It just would calm me down a lot when I was in church. I got all this fucking Catholic guilt and self-sabotaging shit going on. I don't know. It's just always going to be like I got something nice happen in my career last week. I got a thing that I'm going to do.
Another MTV show?
Yeah, another fucking MTV 17 show, so watch out for me.
What's the thing? What's the thing?
No, just like
Did you announce the thing?
Yeah, I just got like a little small part in a little movie. That's all. Very small.
Nice.
Very
That's
small.
cool.
And
who are you playing? What are you playing?
Some fucking, I don't know, some asshole, some sex scene, dick, cop shit.
It's on American History X.
But what I did was I got the thing last week, and then that night I meet a random girl, bang her with no condom, and don't pull out because I wanted to give myself a disease or get somebody pregnant to balance out the happiness that happened in my life.
That to me, that sounds just a healthy celebration.
It's weird. It's like that Catholic guilt, weird shit. And then I got this tattoo on my arm, and I don't know if I'm better or worse. Like I don't know if me tattooing shit from church is like I'm progressing or I'm regressing. I don't know, but I just did it. And I was like, hey,
Chris is nuts. Another guy that's nuts in comedy.
What a way to celebrate getting apart. Dump a load and
I
some
got
stranger.
chlamydia and a fucking kid.
It was all good right up until the not pulling out part.
Yeah, I'm a psycho.
That's
I was trying to shove Plan B down her throat. She wouldn't take it, so I'm just waiting for the call.
That's some Russian roulette right there.
So what was she celebrating that she allowed that?
Right?
I don't know. She just knew me from MTV, so she just.
So what are you doing?
So
I'm an asshole.
Are you getting a lot of it from MTV? Well, you had a girlfriend for a long time.
I did. We broke up though. Now.
How long are you single?
I've been single now for 6 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I really I made a turn. I turned the corner 3 months ago.
Were you depressed?
Yeah, I was depressed, and
Wait, why did you guys break up?
She's
in the business too.
Yeah,
right?
I think she just wanted the,
She broke up with you.
Yeah. Troy called it. Troy called it like a year ago. He's like, "What are you going to do when she breaks up with you?" And I was like, "Why is that going to happen?"
Was that on the show? Our show?
Yeah. Or maybe it was on Sam's show.
Sam's show is our show.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. That's right.
See, the problem was that like she's on the Girl Code show.
Right. No, I know who she is.
And the girls loved that show, so all the Girl Code people got way more famous than the Guy Code people way quicker.
Absolutely.
So then, like, whereas before he had a little success, and she was like, "Oh shit, that's pretty cool."
Right.
Oh
now
man,
Wait, she got more famous than you, and it might have got to. Did it go to her head?
Carly's probably the biggest one on that show.
She is absolutely the biggest one.
And I don't watch the show. Esther Koo was telling me she's the biggest one.
She absolutely is. I don't know.
How did she do it?
It's fucking did it.
Because girls on Girl Code are probably talking about things like they're used to men talking about stuff like this,
right?
But you don't see women like this is something that is not this common for women. So they're kind of all women are going to watch. It's like when conservatives go to Fox.
Yeah,
there's not as many of those stations, so everyone watches it. That's what
I'm in a good place about it though. I'm happy. I'm happy for it.
But we're not ready. I need to know more.
Yeah.
So I need to know more. So you guys
don't get all busted up.
So
and how bad did it hurt? And what did you do?
How bad did it hurt?
How do you know it was coming? I got too many questions.
It was awful.
Walk us through this.
I went crazy. It happened like around New Year's Eve. I remember I drove to Atlantic City fucking by myself on New Year's Eve, just hysterical crying Atlantic City Expressway in my Corolla.
She broke up with you on New Year's Eve?
Like a few days before.
Wow.
And I just lost it. I remember
she wanted it to hurt a little bit.
Oh, dude, did she ever?
She could have waited till like January 3rd or 4th.
No, she could have, but
in between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, it was rough, I mean, what happened was, she I think she wanted to get out of the relationship, and that's cool. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? And then, what she did was, she found out she like downloaded some kind of like spy software thing.
Whoa.
And in like the first month of me knowing her, she found out that I was still like fucking around with other girls.
Oh boy.
And she brought it up a year and a half later and was like, "You're a cheater, you're a dirty cheater," and basically told the world I cheated on her, which
oh shit,
it's true, but it was in like that first month, and then I was like, "You have all the proof of me not cheating on you and kind of committing my whole life to you because I did. I was in love with you, but and so like I got to deal. And it's calm now and everything's cool now, but it was, she's very powerful on social media, so I was getting ripped bad, and her fans, destroy me, call me a cheater, piece of shit.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
She put some stuff on your phone or your computer.
I believe so. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're a cheater. It's like, well, you're a fucking invasion of privacy.
Yeah. You're a spire.
Yeah.
Yes, a spy.
Yeah. I think what happened is,
this reminds me of the whole Donald Sterling thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
No, she's young. She got fame, so I'm not mad about it
so
anymore.
Wait a minute, how did she break up with you? What exactly was it, on the phone or in person? Did you go look?
I was going up to Boston to film the first ever segment with David Ortiz for that Off the Bat show, and she was like, "Who's her? Who's this girl?" I even forgot the girl's name. I didn't know. And she was what?
The girl's David Ortiz.
The girl, yeah.
Oh no, you fucking big puppy.
Yeah, he's got a sweet ass. That Dominican ass is great.
So the girl's a distant memory, and she brings it up.
Oh my God, it was a year. I mean, dude, I met her in June of 2012. The thing she brought up was in July of 2012, and then what she brings it up to me, it's December of 2013. It's like a year and a half later.
Almost a year and a half
and we had all these things going, and so but
you think she just wanted to break up with you, and she was trying to figure out ways?
No, she'll never admit that, and her friends, of course, hate me and all that, but that's the truth. Of course she is, and that's cool, and I'm cool with that.
You fuck the friends.
I'd love to.
I'm totally cool with it. I'm totally cool with it.
How many miles into your ride before you broke down a girl?
What do you, dude? I would say, where did I get? I got to the Molly Pitcher exit on the Molly Pitcher rest stop. I lost it in front of the fucking Starbucks.
So wait, she said like.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
Because you're tougher than most. That's why I love this.
Dude, you know what? And I swear to God, I went, and I know that, and I went to therapy, after this, because I went insane, because I had on a suit jacket. This is when I left my apartment. I have a suit jacket on, tie, bathing suit shorts. I swear to God, socks and Jordans, and I'm driving to Atlantic City with just a book bag with underwear, and I'm like, what am I fucking doing? I just need to get out. And so I
you didn't have a gig. You were just trying to get
I just
away.
went to Atlantic City. So I go in. New Year's Eve happens. I went and bought pants, whatever. I just go into this club by myself, hysterical crying, balls dropping. I'm in a public urinal. I swear to God, like a stall. Hysterical crying, the balls dropping. Someone else's shit and piss is in the toilet.
Oh my God, what a downer.
Dude, I'm on my knees, hysterical crying, inches away from this guy's shit. I didn't give a fuck. Somehow the smell of his shit was keeping me alive. It was like, I'm not as bad as this floating shit. Yeah, I almost fucking Dirty Sanchez myself.
Break up aromatherapy.
Yeah, that's what
that could be a business, man.
Yeah.
Break up aromatherapy.
And then I knew I had to go to therapy.
Dumpsters and shit logs.
Yeah.
So wait, then did she
in a
meet
pump
somebody
spray?
else?
It was interesting. She has.
She didn't want to be the bad guy. She was trying to come up with some reason why she had to break up with you because she was moving on. Somebody else.
Someone that she knows is probably listening. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of fucking shit on social media.
Hey, you want our guys?
Doesn't matter.
You want our guys to join?
Yeah.
The war?
No, it doesn't matter.
Just say the word, Chris.
Wow. No, it was painful,
guys.
dude. It was
That's horrible.
It was painful going through it, but I'm better now. Now it's like sitting here single and enjoying my life this way. It's like, oh shit, this is the best.
But how long did you have to go through that feeling before you moved on?
4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months.
4 months, I would say. Just 2 months. About 2 months, I've been good.
So you went through it for 4 or 5 months.
I did, man. I went through the shit, but I'm better. I'm better now. Life is okay. Career is okay. She's I don't know. I think
if you saw her with a guy, would you be afraid that you would react a certain way?
Right now, today, no. But if you asked me that a month and a half ago, I would probably yes, because it was a tough thing because she is dating now my former closest friend. So
you motherfucker!
That's the issue.
My former closest friend.
Yeah, one of my former. I mean, I had 2 guys who I was confiding in, going through this emotionally shit. One guy A and guy B.
Fucking
when she started fucking guy B, and guy B was fucking lying to my face for months about it.
But most guys wouldn't do that.
No. Yeah, well, this guy's I didn't know.
Most guys would not do that.
Slippery little fucker, which I didn't know. But honestly,
you guys were really close.
Yeah, we were.
For how long?
4 or 5 years. I mean, we were like a little brother.
Why didn't you beat his ass?
Because you know what, man? Same thing, and it's funny because when I was telling my dad all this stuff months ago, I was like, Dad, she, if I hook up with a girl, this is post-breakup, she'll send me a text, like I hooked up with a girl who's also known on TV, and she sends me text, can't believe you hooked up with this girl. And I was like, how does she know that? I was going with my boys, I was like, it's got to be social media, whatever. We both know. No, my dad said, you got a fucking rat in your crew. He's like, you got a rat in your crew. And he called the 2 guys, and one of them, he was right. He goes, it's either this guy or this guy. He said, I'm telling you, mark my words, you got a fucking rat.
Hand you a shank.
And then when I told him who it was,
shank him.
Yeah, when I told him who it was, he was like, what did I fucking tell you? You're a rat. And I think my dad heard me get like emotional because I was pretty close to where this kid's house was when I was on the phone with my dad losing it. And my dad came, drove all the way from Staten Island, met me, and just calmed me down. He's like, I don't want you to sabotage what you have, because he said, because I'm way bigger than this kid. He's like, you break this kid's fucking jaw, and it's going to be a problem.
And you're going to go to jail, and there's a problem. He's
like, it's a problem. He's like, so you just, he said, here's what we're going to do. He said, we're just going to step back. He said, and my dad's like religious, more religious now. He said, let's just talk about this. You know, we'll go to church. Let's just think about this. We'll talk to a priest. He's like, because like he could see my dad was nervous. He's like, that rage that's inside of you right now, Chris. He said, that's the thing that got me locked up. My dad locked up in the 80s. He's like, so I don't want that to happen to you. You have so much going on.
How long did your dad do?
I don't know, just 5 years. Not much. Yeah.
Not much. That would be a lot for everybody else.
5 years is a good number.
Sorry, go ahead. Wow. So you were able to calm yourself down and not go to that kid's house?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just backed off. And the kid sent me one. I confronted the kid. I said, you know, did this happen? Kid kept lying. So I just made a decision to step back and say, take the pressure off him and be like, you know what? I know this girl who you're going to be dating. I'm very familiar with her. I know you now as a, you know, you revealed yourself as a fucking serpent. So I know that life's going to slap you in the face. I don't have to do anything. That's what my dad did. He said, let life screw this kid, because that's what's going to happen. He was like, you know this is going to happen, because this is, you know, so that's what I did. I stepped back off it.
They just live and lead wonderful, happy lives.
And you know what? That's the other thing I convinced myself.
If 20, it's true, though. That is part of it. I know it's going for a joke, but that is also true.
No,
it's not a guarantee that karma shit.
Terrible.
And it's actually comforting to me. Like if they are happy and they do go 20 years and have kids, and good for them. Then I was the asshole that was in their way, and that's okay.
Oh, look at you.
I'm trying to do that.
Zen-like.
Well, if they get married and have kids, then you go, that was meant to be. Like, if you're dating someone for a year and how long did you date it for? A year and a half? You date someone for a year and a half, and then the next guy they wind up with 20 years and children, that was kind of what was meant to be. That's usually not how it happens.
But it's infuriating. It was one of your close friends.
That's what it was.
Ridiculous.
It was like going to break up again. You know, it was going down breaking up with my best friend.
And confiding in this guy.
That's shitty of both of them.
But you know, and it was, but you know.
Were they doing some shit when you guys were going out, you think?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
They were probably talking inappropriately, if not.
I'm sure
maybe not doing anything, but talking.
Well, it used to be me, my ex, and we would go get this kid. Like, if me and my ex were going to a movie, say, oh, let's go get this kid.
Right,
Come on, let's you know, bring him. It was the three of us. We did, you know, shows together.
Just the three of us.
So now,
you and I and him.
Yeah.
Torn between two lovers. And my friend.
So now are you thinking of all those moments together, like how they might have been exchanging little looks during the movie when you went to get popcorn?
Yeah. Now I'm like, fuck.
That's a dick move.
Yeah, it was a dick move. But you know, but
you want to talk about Geico? That's one of them.
It is what it is.
That just doesn't happen often.
It made me stronger as a person, because I know that 5 years ago I would have punched him, and I probably would have, something would have happened, or I would have done something stupid. But now to sit back and just be like, just trying to be happy for them and just enjoy my own life.
By the way, here's how you know. Here's how you know that's going to be very difficult. Can you rewind what he just said?
I heard that.
I want to hear what Chris just said. Please, let's hear the way he just said, be happy for them.
I heard
that. Please hear that again, E-Rock. Bless you.
I just lost a really good call.
Uh-oh.
Guy that did time with your dad.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
I bet
if that guy could call back.
It was 5 seconds ago.
If that guy could call back, I was going to go to you.
I thought he was lying.
You got it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Never know, but I mean.
Done something.
Go ahead.
But now to sit back and just be like, just try to be happy for them.
Oh, you're not over it. Chris is not over it.
Be happy.
You might need a little more church time. You're not over it.
I gotta get another tattoo.
Funny, man. Oh, it's that funny.
I didn't even catch that.
Wow.
One more time, you
Please.
Done something stupid, but now to sit back and just be like, just trying to be happy for them.
I love it.
Tell me to laugh.
Oh my God!
Please laugh.
But that was the timing.
That's telling.
That was real too.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
Let's call it. You're almost there.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
You're getting there.
You're getting there.
You're getting there. There's only one.
When you were driving, were you trying to find songs on the radio that would really make?
Yo, I'm telling you, man, I handled the breakup like such a freaking woman.
Yeah.
Get into this shit every day. It was just Pinot Grigio and Michael Bublé. That was my fucking life. It was Pinot Grigio and Michael. So that's what I was doing. I was blasting Pinot, blasting Bublé, drinking Pinot Grigio out of a solo cup on the Atlantic City Expressway.
Jesus Christ. Now you're better off.
Yeah, better off now. Now
I think you're better off.
Healthier now. Lost some weight.
Because
got back in the gym.
That's twisted on her part too. That first guy after the breakup is one of your good friends. That's that's twisted shit, bro.
So you're
better off.
Yeah.
Went out, got some girls, shit like that.
Yeah. Now it's
so now it doesn't matter.
Now it's like now it's open season. You know?
Open season.
Yeah. Now it's just, and it's cool. It's like, you know, it's just fucking having a new, like, being free again. You know, being free of all their shit, and whatever happens with them happens with them. Like, not caring about her career or his career or just caring about my own.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wait, he was on the show with you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's in the business of it.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah. No,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I so don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, I know. What?
It's not Sway.
It's fucking Sway, that bastard. Get him in here. It's fucking.
I don't even know. Fuck it.
That's fucking. That's. You gotta stop shooting inside these chicks.
I know that I gotta stop. That I absolutely have to.
Crazy person.
Yeah. But that was a self-sabotaging move.
That advice might be too late.
Oh shit! Right?
Yeah. But you know.
Wait. So why you got the Catholic guilt?
I went to Catholic school my whole life.
You still believe?
Yeah.
You believe in the whole package?
I have faith. I think, you know, as you get older, you know, you start to realize like it's probably bullshit, you know, a lot of it, but I just choose to have the blind faith, and when people ask me, can you explain, I just say no. Like just move on. Yeah, no, but I'm just going to still go for it because my mother, you know, I went to Catholic grammar school, Catholic high school, Catholic college, so
that's all well and good, but does that affect your day-to-day life? Well, wait, it's against kind of the church to be, you know, shooting jizz and girls.
Oh yeah, no, they like they love
it. Are you kidding me?
But not if you're not, you know.
Well, out of wedlock.
Out of wedlock, that part they really don't
as long
like.
as you're not tugging out of your dick or letting or bedding down with another man, as they say, shooting into a girl is you're halfway there.
That probably goes back to the guilt. Now you got a little guilt because you did that out of wedlock.
Oh, of course I have guilt. But I'll tell you what, I went to confession, went to this really cool priest in my mother's old neighborhood, you know, confessed my sins, whatever, talked to him after confession, and the priest told me to go out. This is a priest. He was like, you know what, the best thing to do is to just go out there and meet some new women. That's the best thing you can do to get over it. I was like,
meet them. Yes.
That's what, but you know what he meant, the meet M-E-N-T, you know, give them meet.
If you're a priest, that confessional must be the best day for you. You get to sit there and hear some sick shit all day long.
You know, my question is, because I know like a lot of my dad's friends, they're very Catholic too, they would go to confession and probably commit crimes, and I would always wonder, like, did one of them ever confess a murder to one of these priests, and then what does the priest do? Like, are you obligated? Do you have to, is that, I don't know what the rule is.
I don't know what the rule is either.
You know, I don't know if they kill somebody.
I think most priests were too
murder.
Most priests were too scared to go to the authorities.
They're supposed to say anything to anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I think with a crime they are. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Maybe it's to prevent a crime they have to. Like
maybe say I'm going to kill somebody.
No, I don't know what the rule is.
I don't either.
I think they were just too scared. They said, "Oh fuck it, I'm not saying shit."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Wow. What about you got a half-hour special on Comedy Central?
Yeah, half-hour special airs this Friday, midnight, Comedy Central.
Your fans are calling. They're like, "Fuck, make sure Chris mentions that, you know, the Comedy Central special."
Oh, yeah.
It's tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow Friday. Yep, Friday night, 12 o'clock, Comedy Central. So it's the first one. I'm the first one of the series. So
good.
Yeah, so hopefully it starts off well.
What do you call it?
What?
Did you name it?
They just call it the half hour with Chris Stefano. You know, Comedy Central, you know, names it. So the hour special, I think you get to name, but not the half hour.
I'm sure you would have named it "Fuck That Bitch."
Yeah, Suck my dick, my former best friend.
Yeah. Well, Chris's new special is called I Hope They're Killed in an Elevator Plunge. What a weird.
My new special is called I'm Happy for Them.
That would be great.
7 Fs.
That would be hilarious.
So that's okay. So you're half hour. I was going to ask you a question. I just forgot what.
Well, this guy's a good question. I don't know if you want to answer it, but Dan in Pennsylvania. Dan, you don't have to answer any questions, by the way. You know, go ahead, Dan.
Morning, boys. I don't want to bust into your shit, but I was just curious what your dad did in time for. Did you talk about him? He sounds like a pretty level-headed guy. I was just wondering what he did.
I don't know. Probably just the basic racketeering 101.
He's never told you?
No, I don't really talk to him too much about it. I don't really want to know. It was a part. I wasn't even born yet.
Part of a Rico fucking
Yeah, probably
thing?
the Rico shit.
Yeah. Well, like a fucking, he was a buffer.
Hey,
a lot of buffers.
Yeah.
Greatest reversal ever.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, that was good. No, I knew Michael Corleone.
They said say all this stuff about him.
Michael Corleone did this, Michael Corleone did that, so I said it.
Safe to say your dad was in the business a little bit back
Probably.
in the day.
Yeah, but now he's not. Now he makes all the schedules for the Catholic Youth Organization basketball schools of the Queens Brooklyn Diocese. So whatever, you know, Our Lady of Hope, when Our Lady of Hope in Middle Village plays St. Matthias and Ridgewood, my dad scheduled that game.
Yeah, but the schedule kind of gives him away. He goes, all right, next Thursday, you're going to beat St. Anthony's 71-67.
Yeah. Point shaving with them. That's how it's going to go. Well, I told my dad used to do that to me when I was a teenager. I played basketball, and I was pretty good. I was a white kid though, so he would take me down to Bushwick High School playground, and he would gamble. Like, you know, he would ask the kids to go to the park and like, hey, you know, if you got $50, you want to play my kid in a one-on-one, just a little competition, friendly, but you know, $50, put it on the line. And I swear, this is real. He would make me dress up in like hike my shorts up, you know, to my nipples, kind of Florida.
Make it look like you didn't have the skills.
I had these rec spec goggles, and then I would just beat the shit out of these kids, and you know, my dad would take the money off them. It was hilarious.
Oh, you played well.
I could play. I could play.
You were really good, huh?
Yeah, he had.
But he made him dress the part where it maybe wasn't as good.
No,
did you have to wear shittier sneakers and that stuff?
Well, no, he made me just pull that. You know, he had those white socks with the 3 stripes around them. He made me pull those up to my knees. And I wish that at the time, being 15, 16, there was no camera phones, but I wish I had a camera phone because there was one time where he wanted me. He was like, just make believe you have asthma, and he had a fake asthma pump, which was a fruit roll up taped to a Pez dispenser. That was this guy. He had a fight. He was like, he just blow suck into this. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, and he would do half of it was to be funny too. Like, he was a joke to himself,
right?
But it was like, this is crazy, and he was like, just blow into it, make believe it's fucking, you know, sucking for asthma. Rules. Yeah, fruit roll up taped to a Pez dispenser. I wish he's probably gone now.
All right, we got the answer to the priest thing. Let's say hi to Jerry in Dallas. Jerry.
Hey, what's going on? Supposedly, OJ confessed when he was in county to the priest, and they couldn't hold it in court because it was against the religion, and they couldn't hold the priest, accountable to it. So it's
so you can't force a priest to take the stand, I guess.
No.
Yeah, you never hear of a priest taking
You really
a
don't
stand,
hear it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
love the show, guys.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I guess you can't undermine that confidence.
Freddie in Staten Island. Freddie, you know what's coming if we're getting a call from Staten Island. By the way, go ahead, Freddie.
Yo, Dito, your old man's a good guy. Stay close to him. He's a great guy, and listen to what he says. I've known him for a while, and he's a real stand-up guy, and he wouldn't give you bad advice, especially, he loves you, man. He loves you a lot.
Thanks, Freddie.
Wow.
You know Freddie?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I know Freddie.
Yeah.
I saw you, Freddie, from Corrado's Pizzeria a couple weeks ago, right?
There you go.
There you go, Freddie. Nice to see you again, brother.
Pizza
nice to hear you again, brother.
Pizzeria just got all the features.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up guy.
Hey, how are those garlic nuts at Corrado's? Fucking mint, right?
I love a good garlic nut, man.
I've never got into the garlic nuts.
Man.
No.
When you get some ziti, you dip it in the fucking sauce marron.
Yeah.
Is that good pizza in that place?
Corrado's?
They got scuttle over there. Forget about
Some
it.
scuttle like your mother used to make.
Broccoli harbor.
I like that
All
shit.
right.
Good shit.
I like it.
Do they have good pizza there?
They have great pizza.
I want pizza now.
At Corrado's.
I figure an Italian place in Staten Island or Brooklyn probably has good pizza.
Yeah, excellent. The best to me, the best is L&D pizza.
Jimmy.
What's that, buddy?
You're a good man, Jimmy. There's no hit down on you this week. I'll see you soon.
Thank you very
Jesus
much. I
Christ.
certainly hope not, because I'm easy enough to find.
We're fans.
Certain a block you could
We're
just ride
fans of the
around
boys. Always happen.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we should, we all should be.
I'd hate if there was a hit out on me. I wouldn't handle that pressure well.
You don't think you would?
No.
It's the fake fire alarm thing.
Oh, we got a fire alarm today?
No, it's a real. They're making people go downstairs for this whole assembly thing.
Yeah, it's a drill.
good.
Yeah, so
But
just
most,
stay in here.
but
For
most
not
motherfuckers
real.
don't go downstairs.
no, usually they never make you leave the floor, but now they're making.
Oh, that's cool. I can do
Put my
that.
gym
I
clothes
can do
on.
that. It's an alarm going on outside.
Priest confidentiality is similar to confessing to a lawyer, they're saying. So,
No, but if you're going to confess to a lawyer, if you're going to confess a crime you're going to commit, I think they have to say something like, I knew a story of a young lawyer, and he told on a client because the client was confessing how much he was going to wanted to put cherry bombs in somebody's mouth to watch them explode, and then he had heard like time later that somebody was putting cherry bombs in people's mouths.
Ah, so he knew.
He wound up telling and getting the guy in trouble.
It's a Grisham novel.
And then a judge.
What a fucking rat.
Yeah, but then you know what? A judge kind of blackmailed him with that information, and he didn't want to defend the judge when the judge was charged with rape. But he had to because the judge had information about this.
What book is this?
That's not a book. And then the Polaroids were given to the lawyer of the judge actually involved in the weird sexual
movie
stuff.
was this?
And the judge admitted the rape. It was really weird. The lawyer had a big breakdown in court. It was a whole fucking thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, his fucking partner was throwing plates down the hallway.
Oh, Justice for All with Al Pacino. Okay.
You know, some young lady I used to date hung herself in jail. Ralph, Aggie, take that wig off.
My wig.
You remember Aggie, the transvestite client of his?
I have not seen that in a long
it's so
time.
good, man. Except the music sucks.
Yeah. Music will date a movie really easily. That weird fucking 80s synthesizer MIDI shit in a movie, take you right the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is... The movie stinks now.
Yeah.
Scarface wound up doing that. They put a lot of that weird shit in there.
The Jesus Christ movie that Scorsese did. Last Temptation of Christ, I think.
With Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, that does it too.
That does it too.
no, show us that.
Why would
That
you
would be
do
crazy.
that? Why would you do that?
No, you don't have to show us.
Don't show it's going to get him all
That's
upset.
fine.
He's fucking
He did the Christ thing. Yeah, I don't mean to.
Yeah, let's not talk about Christ in front of Christ.
Fucking-
You know that Highway to Hell thing? We could go back to it because someone on Twitter just came up with a good idea. Remember the English broad with the big tits that does Highway to Hell?
Oh,
that we
God.
love.
Yeah, the fucking
Did she sing it
misshapen
that way?
forehead.
I don't know.
I want to
Let's
see if
listen.
she sang it that way.
Put her, she doesn't have. She is beautiful.
Her dumb forehead that gets cut off in
She's
every video.
beautiful.
Wait, play the original. Play AC/DC Highway to Hell to put Chris on the same page.
Now,
Listen
if I was-
closely.
if I was going out with the girl that we're going to see like that,
She'd kill herself.
Yeah, we'll go to her in a second, but start with AC/DC. Listen to the song. You've heard it 1,000 times.
yeah.
Listen to the lyrics and tell us what you hear. Stop.
Season tickets on a one-man ride?
if you think it sounds like that,
What
I
is
don't
he saying?
think it-
Sucking dick on a one-man
All right,
ride?
do it again. Do it again.
One more time.
Listen
One more
very
time.
closely.
Okay.
I like when people love the big reveal. Stop.
I'm hearing season digger.
Okay, we got close.
On a one-man
Okay,
ride.
you're getting closer.
Yeah. No.
It sounds like it.
Are you serious?
Wait,
That's
listen
close.
again.
One more time.
Season digger.
Okay.
One more
Listen
time.
again.
I'm just gonna say what I'm just gonna whatever.
Come on.
All right, are you there yet?
What the fuck?
Is he doing that?
Is it something?
Is that what it's saying?
Wait a minute. Is it something digger though, like a job on a one-way something?
That is an N.
That's an N. That's an N bomb.
I didn't want to say it. Wow.
Did you hear that though?
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
Yeah. Well, of course not. Not
with the ER at least. I'll say it with the A, like in a rap song.
I'll say it when my windows are rolled up in my car and someone cuts me off.
That's what
Absolutely. I'll say it in that pizzeria you were talking about.
Oh yeah, you'll get a free slice.
All right, so now we got this broad though. Her name's Jess Greenberg. We fell in love with her.
Yeah, that fucking head cut off.
I love it. Go full screen, you fucking.
She's a head like the fucking aliens in the Twilight Zone.
No, she's
best way to serve man.
Oh,
really
my God.
And her, she's only like 17 or 18.
She sings.
And she's this video has 11 million views. Her just doing Highway to Hell. I want to see if she sings it the right way.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
It is the beginning. It's 1 second in.
All right, let's go.
1 second, unless I'm going to see over. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
God. Look at Earth Map. That good.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, is she fucking hot?
She is gorgeous.
Right?
Yeah, Christ.
Isn't that
Her
crazy?
fucking head didn't disappear into the stratosphere.
It's not.
Jimmy
It's
is obsessed that she might have a big
Of course,
forehead.
she doesn't have like the fucking.
You don't see the top of her head that she's got a fucking Klingon.
It's like the CN Tower in Toronto. Just fucking clouds that just get lost.
The video is cropped strategically because she might have a big forehead.
She could be in a wheelchair.
But she does push her guitar up against her boobs, so that makes up for it.
Those look nice though.
And she doesn't sing it the proper way.
No, she's not saying. She's saying season ticket.
What's that make sense? Season ticket on a one-way. How does that make sense?
That doesn't make sense.
Season ticket on a one-way. Is there any footage of Bon Scott singing it live?
Supposedly when he sings it live, it's even more obvious. People were saying since Friday when we first started doing this.
Does it say anything on like lyrics.com or anything?
It says season ticket.
It says season
no one
ticket
wants to tackle
all
this
over.
one. There's no way.
No one wants to embrace this lyric, except us here on this very program.
Absolutely.
No one wants to start the movement.
Yeah, on German TV.
Oh, great.
Gotta read the lips.
Hey, come on.
You know what?
I don't care what they said there.
No,
That sounded more like ticket.
But he's doing it with his teeth. He's purposely not pronouncing it properly.
What does it mean though?
He's gritting his
Season
teeth.
ticket
to what?
He's got the. You know what? It is season ticket. He's got the season ticket on a one-way ride. He has the season living easy, living free. Something being easy, living free. It's like saying I've got the season ticket on a one-way ride. It is season ticket.
Let's see. Do it again with the live version.
That's correct.
Let's see that.
God, we had him in too. Fuck, I wish we knew about this. No, man, no.
You know what?
You can say ticket a lot better than that.
He could be saying ticket. But all I'm hearing.
I don't hear ticket at all.
Bomb.
That's
I
what
hear
I'm hearing.
ticket.
Yep.
It makes more lyrical sense too.
Yeah.
Honestly, makes sense.
Nope.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense the other way.
I remember my father telling my sister, "Don't never bring a fucking ticket home."
Yeah. That doesn't work out though, because cops love tickets.
No, okay, you're right.
Well, Chris DiStefano.
Wow.
You're great, man. You got great stories.
Yeah.
And you're funny as fuck, obviously. All right?
Right. Great time, man. That was fun.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Best of the Week from the Opie and Anthony Show.
This is Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week. Hill was being a little stupid because he knows the climate we live in these days. And that could cause a major fucking issue.
But that's the whole issue that I have with all these apologies. If you're walking down the street and someone fucks with you and you say, "Oh, chimney got a booty diddy bee," you'd be like, "Oh boy, I don't know where that came from. I didn't mean to say it. I didn't know it was offensive, and I apologize."
Right.
If you say "suck my dick, faggot," you've been saying that to your friends, to fucking whatever it is. That doesn't just fly out of your head out of nowhere.
Right.
Have you ever called something in anger that you haven't previously used in some way, shape, or form? That's why this is so dishonest. It's because his apology isn't for the fact that he used that word.
Right.
It's and he feels bad, and that's what he says.
Right.
That he feels bad that he used such a hateful word, and blah, blah, blah. They're never apologizing for that.
Right.
They're apologizing because they said a word you're not supposed to say.
Right.
And what the fuck kind of adults are we that there are words that we're not supposed to say anymore?
While you're being
harassed.
And I don't even have.
It wasn't like he was just having, getting ice cream or something. And
he said it to the guy behind the counter. I said, "Make chocolate chip, you fucking faggot."
Right. There was a reason why he lashed out like he did.
Yeah. We're
all dishonest because we've all done this.
Of course. I don't blame him necessarily for apologizing. I'm not saying I like it, but there's no upside to Jonah Hill not apologizing. He works in Hollywood, and for him, it's like he's not a comedian. He's not a fucking radio guy. He's just like, oh man, I said something. It's gonna hurt me.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I? I just didn't think that he needed to.
Have you heard the apology?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
it
think
is so
he needed
dishonest. Going to Anthony's point,
I don't think he needed to grovel like this. He could have just said, "Look, I was angry. I said something stupid. Hey, sorry about that." Like, can't we just ever just do it like that? If you're gonna do it,
or explain it in a way everyone does understand that we all say shitty things when we're really agitated.
Yeah, that's it.
And if that offended some of you, I'm sorry for that. But at least explain why that popped out of your mouth.
You don't think when he's sitting around with his Hollywood pals there and fucking they're just hanging out, he doesn't go, knock it off, faggot.
Right.
I bet that word gets thrown around a lot. Like I said, it didn't
But does
just
that make you a
fly out of
homophobe?
his head like willy-nilly.
But that's the question.
Not at all.
I don't think so either.
Not at all.
I think there are homophobes that certainly will say that as well.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But I think in general, you could say homophobic things, and you're not a homophobe.
The guy that,
I really believe that.
The guy that picked up Dirk Diggler in his little pickup truck.
that's a homophobe.
Fucking faggot. Donkey dick faggot.
So Jonah Hill was here at Sirius XM yesterday, and he apologized on Howard Stern. But I need to tell the people we're not allowed to play that audio because we're not allowed to play Howard Stern audio.
Apparently from anywhere.
If it's on TMZ, I think it should be fair game.
Because here at Sirius XM, there's pretty much two companies.
Yeah.
It's the Howard Stern company and then the rest of us.
Yeah.
So
it's when it's news. This is news. It's a story about Jonah or on Howard. So what the fuck?
News and clips of him crying over little kittens.
Aw, they are adorable.
I think that's ridiculous. We don't give a fuck who plays our audio. Please play our audio.
That's what we say.
We beg you to play our audio. So Jonah Hill, do you want to play the TMZ version or what?
From what I've heard, the Tonight Show apology is better.
Really?
So Sam is saying it's way better. So play that one.
Here's Jonah Hill addressing his controversial remarks on Jimmy Fallon last night.
Welcome back to our show. I appreciate you being here. We always like you as a guest.
I'm thrilled to be here, and
you look thrilled.
I'd actually like to address something. If that's okay to your audience? Is it
No, actually no. I heard about this. Now, something happened over the weekend. You got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this isn't a joke. So this weekend I was out with some friends, and there was a paparazzi guy, and he was antagonizing me and calling me names, attacking me personally and my family personally, and I was genuinely hurt by this and made angry by this. And in response, I wanted to hurt him back, and I said the most hurtful word that I could think of at that moment. And I didn't mean this in the sense of the word. I didn't mean it in a homophobic way. And
I'm not comfortable.
I think that.
Oh, are you choking? Is he gearing up?
That doesn't matter. How you mean things doesn't matter. Words have weight.
Hold on, can you pause up? How you mean things doesn't matter? Jonah, that's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
That's all that. The Giants killed the Jets. Well, call the police. The Jets have been killed. Of course it matters.
Yes.
Context is everything. Intent is everything.
Everything. What he's saying is that under no circumstance should that word be used, and it should be taken as literal homophobic hate speech in every circumstance.
So I guess that we should go through every film he's ever done and pull anything he's ever said that was threatening because the words are all that matters. Not the content. It doesn't matter that you were acting. It doesn't matter that you were being filmed. All that matters. That's nonsense. It's nonsense.
It's nonsense.
Come on, dude.
Oh, it gets way better.
Him going, sorry, like he's tearing up.
He started laughing.
Oh, God. At the end, he just yells it again.
Yeah. And then he fucking pop locks and moonwalks out of frame.
It goes back to the dishonesty. He doesn't believe anything he's saying.
No.
And the people listening to this that maybe needs the apology, they're not officially believing this either, but they'll make believe, okay, he meant what he said.
This is him acting.
We're good now. He's a very good actor.
He's a good actor, and he's acting right now. That's it.
All right, hit it.
Sorry, I think that that doesn't matter. How you mean things doesn't matter. Words have weight and meaning. And the word I chose was grotesque. And
grotesque. It was not. It was faggot.
No one deserves.
Exactly. Don't rewrite history.
Yeah. Suck my dick, grotesque.
Oh, wow. Wow, Jonah. Jesus.
This is bad.
The words don't. The words are all that matters. How you mean it doesn't matter. But
that's
and he's being sincere. But that's all that matters is how you mean it.
This is where we are, though. This is where we are.
Hasn't he said shitty things in his movies?
Of course.
Of course.
So doesn't that hurt people?
Wouldn't that matter?
Wouldn't that hurt people as well?
It doesn't matter.
Well, why not just
what are some of the shitty
down?
things has he said in movies? I'm trying to remember.
Faggot. In Superbad?
We got to get some Superbad clips together.
I think the word
Wolf
faggot
of
was
Wall
used.
Street too.
Wolf of Wall Street.
What does he say in Wolf of Wall Street?
I gotta look it up, but it was a lot of the shit when he was doing crack and everything. He was calling the other guy when they were on the balcony before going on the boat. He was doing a bunch of slurs to that guy too.
So find some of those because I'm curious to see some of the shitty things he has said in movies. Because wouldn't that be the same thing technically? Wouldn't it? Why is it okay to hear it in movies, but not in your regular life?
Well, the answer to that would be because that's what an actor does. So for an actor, they can't attack their own profession. So they have to, what they're doing is noble and somehow cool, but what the rest of us are doing is wrong and in real life.
Right, right.
And words have no, all that they have weight and how you say them means nothing.
Yeah.
That means nothing how you say them. So then why is he hanging out with DiCaprio? Who said nigger how many times in Django?
Right.
Why is he friends with DiCaprio?
That's right.
You can't be friends with Leonardo DiCaprio. He said the word all that matters. The meaning, how you mean it has no impact.
Right.
Yeah, right.
He can never hang out with Paul Giamatti from 12 Years a Slave. He can never hang out with
God.
fucking Michael Fassbender.
Can't hang out with me.
Oh, here we go. They're coming in already. Jonah Hill said retard in Wolf of Wall Street, according to Jeff on Long Island.
Doesn't matter. What context, though? Oh, that's right.
That's a tough word these days.
Absolutely.
In the society we live in, that's a tough one to say.
How much flack? Did he get a lot of flack, by the way, from groups, him personally, or no?
No, because it was in a movie.
Oh,
but if you do it on a radio show, you got to get fired immediately.
Okay.
Even though we, too, are trying to entertain people with our dumbness and our silliness. Continue there, Sammy.
No one deserves to say or hear words like that.
Oh, God.
And, I've been a supporter of the LGBTQ community my entire life.
LGBT community.
This is following every other apology. It's so wrong. Now I got to tell you what I have done for that community, which proves I'm not a bad guy.
It's the same.
And then it's probably going to end. I swear, I want to hear this cold. A lot of these things I want to hear for the first time on the show. I wonder if he goes for my deepest apology.
And then
I'm going to work harder to be a better person. What are some of the other fucking little things in these apologies?
How about this? I'll never use another slur of any kind in a film again.
Oh, shit.
How about that?
Right.
How about no?
How about no? But how about if the words are all that matters? You'll never use a slur in a film again.
I'm going to go with I ask for your forgiveness. You have to throw yourself down at the feet of a lord.
I ask for mercy.
I ask for mercy and your forgiveness.
How fucking douchey. And it's going to end with him like doing the whole, and so, well, that's it. And woo! And Jimmy Fallon will be like, yeah.
Oh, wait. Let's, hold on a minute. Let's go with JT in New Jersey. JT, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
In the movie Superbad, there's the character Fogel, McLovin or whatever.
Right.
Throughout that whole fucking movie, Jonah Hill calls him Faggle.
Faggle, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, he's just full of shit, man. It's real tough to listen to.
Well, he is full of shit. We understand why he has to apologize, because he's in that world.
We're all in this world now. It's terrible.
Right, but I think there's a better way to do this. You're just lying to everybody. You don't mean any of this shit you're saying on Fallon?
No. He doesn't care that he used the word faggot like
You're
this.
angry.
He doesn't care this much. No one cares this much about anything. Holy shit, he's apologizing like he fucking killed somebody.
Right. Let's go to Josh in Ohio. Josh.
I won't believe a word he says.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, so he says that the weight of the word doesn't matter. The weight of the words matter, and the intent wasn't there. So was he really telling that paparazzi guy to literally suck his dick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that.
I guess he really wanted his cock sucked.
Right. Which would add to whatever. Let's say hi to Joey in Long Island. Joey!
Hey.
Hey. I just wanted to also mention, not only was he hanging out with DiCaprio and Django saying nigger a million times, he also played someone in the KKK in that movie.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was one of the guys with the hoods.
But that's okay because it's a movie, I guess.
Right.
But wouldn't that be hurtful to a lot of people?
Sure, that's you're playing a real member of a real hate group.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so. I guess he's got to now ask that that movie not be sold anymore.
Right. Getting into Jonah Hill's head, that would be hurtful to people as well, no?
Very hurtful. These words hurt me.
Let's continue with the apology from Jimmy Fallon last night.
And, I've been a supporter of the LGBTQ community my entire life.
Wait, they're adding Q now? Hold on. What's the Q?
I think he tripped up saying community.
Oh, maybe. Is it queer? Like queer?
Or they add quay?
No way. Queeb?
Queeb or queer? What do they add?
I think queer because that's for genderqueer.
Genderqueer is. I even asked my therapist, what is that? Because I've read that term before, and I'm
held up a mirror. Jimmy.
How did I fucking dust off my weak chin and walk into that
one? Genderqueer. What does it mean?
I don't know. I think she said it was something like It's a way people identify themselves. I don't even know if it's like a legit thing. I don't know what it is.
I thought queer wasn't supposed to be used at all.
Yeah.
Queer studies.
Queer studies.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Is that a rap album?
No, that's not.
They have queer porn, which is like a lot of. Some of it I've watched. It's like really hardcore lesbians with other chicks, and it can be really sexy. But they're girls who don't shave under their arms.
Yeah.
And there's certain I just think the girl on girl stuff is pretty hot.
There used to be a word like gay. Gay used to be happy. Queer used to be like that. Wow, they sure are acting a bit queer tonight. You know, back in the day, queer just meant weird.
Yeah.
A little odd, a little off.
Oh, so if the word is different,
right?
If the word is all that matters, and how you say it means nothing. Then fag should be okay, because what that means in England. Queer should be okay.
Right.
Yeah,
any of these words should be okay.
Odd.
If it's just the word.
Right.
Yeah.
Gay. You can say gay.
So it's LBGTQ now?
LGBT.
He added the Q.
LGBTQ.
Maybe he made a mistake.
No, I think they did add a Q.
Because it sounded like Q, and they said community. I'm not sure. Is it LGBTQ?
Oh, okay. I was wrong. It doesn't stand for genderqueer. Q stands for questioning, someone who is questioning their sexual and or gender orientation. Sometimes the Q stands for queer, a term reclaimed by some LGBTs for political reasons.
We reclaim. It's not a fucking foreign land. It's just some guys say to each other when they're annoyed.
Putting the old rainbow flag into it. It's ours now.
And I have my suspicions about Jonah.
Oh, wow, mysterious?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even
mysterious.
I wouldn't care either way.
Little Q?
It's just a vibe I've gotten. I could be totally wrong. It's just a feeling.
But we're up to LBGTQ.
Thanks, Kenny.
I was thinking that's a hell of a crypto quote.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a crypto quote.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a tough time with this one.
Guys, I have an answer here.
For what?
And this is Kurt, who is helping me write my show, is obsessed with the normative language. Like, Kurt goes bananas reading this shit.
Right.
Genderqueer is a term that may be used to describe those with non-normative gender, as there is an umbrella term or standalone identity, typically encompassing those who are in one or more of these 6 categories. The 6 categories of gender.
Categories, right.
Both a man and a woman. Example, androgyny, I think it is. Again, this is a very bad copy. Neither man nor woman. Agender, neutrosis, non-gendered.
So you could say you're nothing. You're neither.
Third gender or other gendered includes those who prefer genderqueer or non-binary. It's almost like they're taking
too hard.
People are trying too hard to have an important sounding label put on themselves.
Right.
Which is why I think people don't like tranny, because it doesn't sound important.
No,
it's so silly.
Sounds goofy.
Having an overlap or blur of gender and orientation and sex, and they call them girl fags and guy dykes.
Oh, I see.
That's just bisexual.
Around,
if you're bisexual, you're bisexual. But just say it. You don't need a more important sounding word.
What happened to tomboy?
Those who queer gender in presentation or otherwise, or who may or may not see themselves as non-binary or having a gender that is queer. This category may also include those who are consciously political or radical in their understanding of being gender. Just shit. But who cares what your politics are? If you're talking about your gender, your politics are irrelevant.
Yeah. Isn't it
just trying to sound more important?
Absolute? I don't know. Yeah, it's trying way too hard to fit it into some kind of science.
Your sex is an absolute. Your gender is a social construct.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, well, if that's how they're looking at it, but I don't think that's how it. I think that's just how people decide to spin it. I think that your gender is just a thing, and maybe there is like transgendered. Okay, that's something that they're saying is like legitimate. It's not just a guy becoming a girl; it's a real third thing. Okay.
Yeah, everyone's gotten a little carried
But
away.
I think everyone else now wants their own thing.
Yeah,
I don't care enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't care enough.
Well, some of us do need to pay attention to this stuff. Now, maybe
settle down.
I'm just trying to raise kids and pay a few bills like everyone else. I don't care enough.
Well, something tells me I'll be needing to adopt someday. So.
Jonah, let's go. Continue.
God, this is long.
You know, I've been a supporter of the LGBTQ community my entire life, and I completely let the members of that community and everybody else down when I used a word like that this weekend. And my heart's broken, and I genuinely am deeply sorry to anyone who's been affected by that term.
Pause. Deeply made it.
Deeply. He's deeply.
Why did he let him down? I bet you if you polled that community, there's a bunch of people that use that exact word.
Oh yeah,
and said that exact thing that Jonah Hill said.
But then you could pull the.
But they could do it because I don't know. I don't understand that whole thing.
But again, why hasn't he apologized after films? Why isn't that letting them down? If the word is the only thing that matters, why have you not let them down in your movies?
E-Rock, you find any other quotes from some of those movies starring Jonah Hill?
I'm going through Wolf of Wall Street right now, trying to find some stuff.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
And I genuinely am deeply sorry to anyone who's ever been affected by that term in their life. And I'm sorry, and I don't deserve or expect your forgiveness.
Oh,
but
wow, this is.
What I ask is that at home, if you're watching this, and you're a young person especially,
what should we do?
If someone says something that hurts you or angers you, use me as an example of what not to do.
God, Jonah. This is so embarrassing. This is like a sketch of the over-the-top apologies that have been going on.
Right.
I hate to be, cliche, you always bring up an SNL bit, but this seems like one of those bits like, let's do something, everyone's apologizing, let's do this over-the-top, unnecessary apology bit.
Because it's all bullshit.
It's all
we got to
bullshit.
keep saying that. He doesn't believe this.
You think he sincerely means this? Do you think that calling someone a faggot as they're harassing you with a camera conjured up this much regret and sorrow inside him that he needs to go on The Tonight Show and blather on like this? Holy fuck, we're adults!
Couldn't it just be, I was angry, and I said something kind of stupid, and I shouldn't have said it knowing that I was being filmed, and people who might be hurt, hey, sorry about that.
Use me.
Use me.
I want to be your fag Jesus. So if you ever say faggot, I will take your sins away. I will be the martyr. Wowie kazowie. We're adults. Adults don't fucking act like this. Or speak with words like the F word or the N word. What happened? Holy moly.
Is there more to the apology?
Please, more.
Oh, yeah. We're grown-ups. Big people. Yeah. Oh, here he goes. Use me.
Use me as an example of what not to do. And don't respond with hatred or anger, because you're just adding more ugliness to the world. And again, I'm so sorry.
I appreciate you actually being sincere in saying that.
Yeah, I know I'm usually funny and stuff, but this wasn't funny. It was stupid.
Yeah.
I deserve the I'm going to get for it,
Yeah. Well, no, that's good that you came out. And you
came out?
Oh, came out.
No, came out and no, I didn't mean
that. He's hosting the Tonight Show for a reason.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, no. You came out here and told us all, and a lot of people watch the show, and a lot of people are fans of yours, so that's,
you have to be honest sometimes. You know,
well, thank you.
My love and apologies to everyone.
Oh, that's an edit. That was a weird edit right there.
Yeah. If you want to pull this dick out, who wants it? Who wants it, baby? And then you step back out.
Oh, boy. By the way.
Yeah.
That goes down as the most groveling fucking apology I've ever heard.
You think?
So far.
Yeah.
That is worse than Imus. I'm sorry, I'll do that.
I think it all started with Imus in a weird way.
It
right?
really, like that whole, nappy-headed hoe line that he had to apologize for.
That seemed to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, when he started going on Reverend Al's show.
There were apologies before that, but that seemed to really get the ball rolling.
I'm sorry, I did that.
He wasn't sorry that he did that.
He wasn't.
Greaseman started it all.
Oh, shit, Waddle Doodle.
Waddle Doodle.
Apologize.
I want to apologize for something.
Oh, what's the matter, Jimmy?
I've just got nothing to be sorry for. I'm sorry I've been so good.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Best of the Week from the Opie and Anthony Show.
Best of O&A, best of O&A, best of O&A, best of O&A.
This is Opie and Anthony's Best of the Week.
Very good news. We're going to test the phones right now.
All right.
Cool. Hi, who's this?
Hi, how you doing? It's me. It's Lady Di. How's everything?
Oh, Lady Di. She can't even say it. She's French now. Lady Di.
Oh, I said Lady. I
Lady
said Lady
Pig.
Di.
No, you slurred it.
Lady Di. What?
Oh, what? We really thought it was
No,
Lady Di.
no, it's Lady Di. It's Lady Di.
Yes. Hi, how's everything?
How are you doing?
How was your vacation? That was the vacation you took. Oh.
She said, oh.
Anthony.
What?
I know what you did on vacation. It's on Facebook.
Is
you
it?
know.
Wow. I didn't think I posted it.
Wow, the year 2014.
I know.
Something might make it to Facebook.
Another thing I was not invited to.
And then she chuckles like that. Oh.
What do you mean that's okay?
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that's okay. They only allow one whale at a time in my suite.
It's
mean to two people. See, I was a whale. No, see, I was a whale because I was spending
He's spending a lot of money.
She's a fat pig.
He's calling you a whale because you indulge in a lot of food and liquor.
Yes.
All right, I had a good idea.
I bet you did.
All of a sudden, a gunshot rings out.
We all say she was right.
I had a good idea.
Oh, will you shut up?
shut up,
Laughing,
you
you
fucking monster.
Me.
No, it ain't me.
How many beers have you had so far this morning?
You sound
I knew
tanked.
you were going to ask that.
Oh, did you? Did you really know that we were going to ask that today?
I was talking to Lou from Jersey last night.
Who from Jersey?
Who the fuck's Lou from Jersey?
Nice work, Lou.
Yeah,
Going to Jersey? Maybe.
And
Obviously not nice work, Lou.
No.
I told him the same thing I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Opie, you're the one that always asks me, okay, how many beers have I had so far this morning? And you want to know how many beers I had? This is my third one.
Why would you tell Lou that?
Why the Lou fucking preface?
Why does Lou have to deal with your nonsense?
I mentioned this to Lou.
Why are you talking to Lou? Who's Lou?
Oh no, he's a guy from.
Amazingly, the phones are working perfectly now. By the
Right?
way.
You know why wouldn't the phone
Amazingly.
crap out?
No, he's a really nice person. He really is.
Cares?
All right.
Who's Lou
Give
from
the fuck
Jersey?
Give this is so.
Lou from Jersey. I don't know.
Care. Why did you have to tell us that you talked to Lou from Jersey before you just told us your little fucking
Yeah.
story?
Who is he?
All right.
Where did you get?
Okay.
Where were you talking to Lou from Jersey?
I got him from Twitter, and we became friends. And we called. I called him last.
I know. Is it Blue Lou Boyle?
No.
Oh, it's
No,
not.
Jimmy. No. No.
What does that mean?
Oh.
What does that mean? What Jimmy just said?
What did he just say anyway?
Holy
What did he just say?
intoxicated
Exactly.
disaster. She's a fucking disaster.
No, I'm not a disaster.
No, you
I-
are a disaster.
Okay, I'm a disaster. Okay, what did you just say to the
You.
disaster? Jimmy, what did you just say?
I'm looking at anything but this conversation. Do you understand my ears are on vacation right now? I can't hear you. My ears are relaxing right now. One is just pretending that cymbals are being banged next to it.
I wanted to tell you something.
What do you want to tell us?
Did you tell Lou first?
Right.
What did Lou
Yeah.
this information?
Is it Lou
No,
approved?
you guys. I wanted to tell you this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
The
guarantee it's
next
going to be
time-
complete nonsense.
Waste.
Utter shit.
Waste
utter
of
shite.
time, energy, everything.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
Okay. The next time Colin Quinn and I are on the show together, or even if he calls in, okay, we can do a duet together. You know, like singing duet.
You were wrong, Opie. It was not a waste of time.
No, and we could sing the song from Dirty Dancing. I had the time of my life.
Oh my God! This is
Would that be a good idea?
No, it wouldn't.
What's on in the background?
I prefer you saying I'm at the end of.
What's on in the background?
But what in the background? No, I'm serious. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
What
No,
is on
why is
in
the
the
phone not broken?
background?
How'd the phone get fixed for this? No kidding.
What's going on? Hold on. I got the TV on. Are you talking to me?
Who do you
I have
think
to-
we're talking
I
to?
just-
What's on?
Fill up a tub and throw it in.
What's on? What's on the TV?
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly and Michael. I always watch that show.
How fun.
What a nice life you have.
Yeah.
No
Sit
worries in
around.
the world.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's all right.
No
It's
work.
all right.
When was the last time you smoked crack?
It's a good show to watch when you're fucking cleaning shit off your bed sheets.
2 years and a month ago. All right.
2 years.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. You keep on asking me that question.
And the answer's different every time.
Yeah. Well, of course it's going to be different. It's going to be almost 3 years pretty soon.
No, not if it's
2
only
years,
2
1
years, 1 month.
11 months.
That's going to be 3 years.
I don't do drugs like that.
So what? You're able to advance time by not doing drugs? You're a
No,
waste.
I just don't do drugs. That's
Let
it.
me go to Eric in Boston. Eric, go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to comment on E-Rock's little segment there.
Yeah.
Instead of a phantom gourmet, I think he's a fat, dumb gourmet.
Oh,
wow.
Man, where did
E-Rock
that
is a
come
nice man. He's a very nice person.
He's neither of those
What
things.
E-Rock is a nice guy. Come on. Okay.
Anything else before we?
Yeah, we got to move on today.
Move on.
No.
We've had a really bad
no.
show.
Wait, hold on. The thing with Colin Quinn and I, doesn't that sound like a good idea?
I had forgotten you even said it.
As far as good ideas go, it doesn't. No, it's not a good idea.
Why would that be good? And you think
Do your
Colin
part.
would do this?
How about you do your part?
Yeah, why not?
Do your part for
Okay.
society and hang yourself.
Sing this song right now. Go ahead. Lady Di.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
She's looking at her fucking beer.
I must have saw this movie about 1,000 times.
No
Like,
one cares. More no one cares info.
Stick to the pertinent shit.
From the movie Dirty Betting.
Dirty dancing.
Get ready for her to answer you.
I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to
Yes.
stand by me.
Overwaiting for someone.
Saw the writing on the wall. Well, I need a little practice at it.
Then it's not a good idea. You're not
I
ready.
need a little practice. I mean, it's been a while since I saw it, so
Everyone knows the dumb song.
practice at it.
All right. Can we go now?
No,
Jennifer.
no, we can't go. Wait.
Jennifer Grey on these.
I also saw all 5 Rockies Sunday. They played all 5 of them.
Jesus,
All
what
five,
a fucking
in a row.
non-contributor. I saw all 5 Rockies on Sunday.
Yeah, I did.
What a
It was-
waste.
They were pretty good. They were.
It was a beautiful day Sunday. Why would you stay and watch all 5 Rockies?
Well, they started to come on. All right, I believe
Watched
it was
them on
like about
television.
12 or 1 o'clock. and,
Wait, you watched them on television?
That's hilarious. No one puts Baby Huey in a corner. That is hilarious. Oh my God.
Do you guys understand? She watched all 5 Rockies on TV. You know how long that would
that is
take?
a long
What
ass
channel?
It was on cable.
On cable.
I forget what the.
What's that even mean in this day and age? It was on cable.
Did you watch
Everything's on fucking cable.
It's just your TV at this point.
Did you watch 5 movies back to back with commercials?
Oh.
Yeah.
What time? What time did you start watching all 5 Rockies?
Oh boy, let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. About 10 hours worth of Rockies. Well, I fell asleep during Rocky 4, so. And then I woke
passing
up at Rocky 5. You know what I mean?
But you woke up for Rocky
Thank
5,
God.
everybody.
Yeah, I woke up for Rocky 5.
And it was more than 10 hours if it was on regular TV. Oh wait, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Well, if it was on cable.
Probably.
How about Rocky Balboa? That's Rocky 6.
Yep.
Oh.
No, Rocky 6. No. I never liked that one anyway.
No. What's your problem with Rocky 6?
The problem is, it was, I saw it twice, and I really did not, the first time I saw it, it was kind of like boring in a
She
way.
likes the first one where Rocky's punching her in the meat locker.
How would you know?
She's a cow.
How would you know boring?
Yeah.
It was a
Do you understand you're boring everyone right now? So how would you know boring?
Yeah.
He was talking about, if I remember correctly, he was talking about, his life and everything like that, and it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of weird. He was managing another boxer and everything.
Great review.
What do you think of the Broadway musical?
You know what? I want to go to that. I would really love to go to that. I really would. That would be
Imagine
nice.
that.
I mean, no. I'm just telling you, Rocky.
You should send her so she could do a review.
This is like
Rocky was like
this is
one of
the
best
equivalent of
movies I've ever
watching
seen out.
literally paint dry.
Paint dry. On
This
the
is like the
Have you ever-
worst.
Or paint chips be eaten.
My 2 favorite Rockies.
Oh.
Rocky
Oh,
2
guys,
and
we're gonna-
Rocky 5.
What? Which ones?
2 and 5.
And the squirrel. Retard.
Guys, good news. Her favorite
I love
Rockies are
my
Rocky
squirrel.
2 and Rocky
Don't think
5.
it's not
thing.
Now I can live my life
Rocky 2 and
today.
Rocky 5.
Why Rocky 2 and Rocky 5?
Because Rocky 2 he wins against Apollo, and Rocky 5 he street fights the guy Tommy Morrison.
Who's now dead.
And I thought they were I thought they were good movies, both of them.
You ever seen Clubber Lang with the Rocky 3?
I hope I didn't give away any endings.
You did. Spoiler alert.
Oh, God. But you give away your ending.
The other Rockies were good too. The other ones were good, but I'm just saying my 2 favorites were Rocky 2 and Rocky 5.
Rock, comment?
We should send her to the musical because
Yeah.
she couldn't be in here 10 minutes without having to take a shit. Imagine being in the middle of the theater,
Right.
dead
Oh,
center.
Oh.
How many shits did you take while you watched Rockies 1 through 5?
Guys, I know you're thinking, how could this get better?
No.
I know you're thinking.
I already know. The phone's dying.
Nope. Lou from Jersey is now on the line.
Really?
Lou, you're a big star today, Lou.
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
Are you the one that actually talked to Lady Di?
Yes, I was.
This is a big get for the Opie and Anthony show.
yeah.
We're not getting Jonah Hill today, but we found Lou from Jersey.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that.
Go ahead, Di.
All right, buddy. Big fan here. Go.
Yeah. Well, I had Lady Di on the Rocky 5. I mean, I think Rocky 5 is a good movie.
That's right.
That's good. Why do you talk to Lady Di, Lou?
Yeah, go ahead, Di.
Lou.
I was just tweeting last night, had a few drinks, and decided to agree with Lady Di on Rocky 5.
But what kind of conversation did you have with Lady Di when she called you? Were you guys sexting or any of that shit?
No sex. My girlfriend is listening to this. That did not happen.
Oh.
Nothing like that.
Hang him out there.
Nothing like that. Come on.
All right, can we go now? Now that we got Lou.
No, you can't go.
Di, you ever seen that musical Wicked?
No.
What was the last Broadway show?
The last Broadway show I ever saw, I believe, was either Moving Out or Taboo. I think it was, in that order, I think it was Taboo.
What the hell's Taboo?
It was very short-lived. It was a play with Boy George.
That's what Tad does.
No,
He talks to Lady Di.
Really? I'm not kidding. It was a Rosie O'Donnell production.
All right. Yeah, that's a big disaster.
Oh, and she played you on the bus?
No.
She didn't play me on the bus.
No,
Right. Lest we think it really happened that way.
It was a play with Boy George in it.
Yeah.
Marion and I went.
That must have been a treat.
The tickets were,
Can you imagine
How many
paying
people
for a ticket and having to deal with Lady Di and Marion in the audience?
At an obviously bad Broadway show.
Wow. One ticket had to be
And
$150.
how many confrontations did tough guy Marion get into on the way to the theater?
We're just talking here. Shut up. Wait for Comic Chameleon.
No, it was not like that.
Oh.
It wasn't like that at all. No. We had a good time at the play.
Yeah, why was it a good time?
It was a good time because we were watching it, and it was good. And Boy George,
This radio program never met a crutch we didn't like.
I fucking love this.
We went around the corner and
It's
bought
just
George
complete
roses.
and utter babble. Yeah.
No, we went around the corner. We bought him roses and we put him on the stage.
You bought Boy George roses.
What is wrong with you?
You think you got a shot?
There's nothing wrong with it.
You know he likes the cock, right?
Put him on the stage?
Why would you put roses on the stage?
Elvis had panties thrown at him. Boy George has these monsters putting flowers. Has the fucking gargantuans.
What do you think happened to those roses?
How long ago that was?
What do you think happened to the roses?
What
What do you think happened to the roses?
I don't know. They're probably gone right now, obviously.
They were gone
ago.
5 minutes after you put them on the stage.
Maybe.
They threw them in the garbage. He never saw them.
There are 6 Rockies, not 5, by the way. But we know that.
See him. He did see them.
Yes, Lou.
Yeah, Opie, actually, I want to talk about something relevant with you. You've been getting a lot of shit for all these Ranger fans going. 1979, Rangers lose the Stanley Cup. Islanders win the next 4 consecutive years.
Yeah, I know my history. But the problem is the Rangers have a Stanley Cup and the Islanders don't. Last time, the Islanders, whatever. Who gives a
Did the
fuck?
Islanders ever have a Stanley Cup?
That's a good question. So fuck.
Who gives a fuck? And what did that dummy say?
She asked if the Islanders had ever won the Stanley Cup.
Did the Islanders ever win the
They
Stanley
ever had a Stanley Cup. Hi, Sam.
Hey, Di.
Yeah. I don't know. Did they?
I'm not asking you.
I guess they did.
Lou already said they did.
4 consecutive. Very good.
Your new friend Lou that you were sexting with, but his girlfriend can't find out about it.
First of all, don't get the guy in trouble. We were not sexy.
Keeping her in the stable, are you? Just in case you want to take a little dip.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh God.
I don't think so.
What are you the one saying no?
Right? You shouldn't say no to anything.
You don't have anything. You don't have a boyfriend. You don't have a fucking sex life. Nothing. If Lou wanted to throw you a little dick in,
right?
You'd grab it up in a second.
At this point, you shouldn't even say no to a doorknob.
Right.
Can we go now, Lady Di, please?
No, you can't.
Stop holding us hostage.
Where's your abusive roommate?
Oh, he was dating last night.
You what?
What? What?
Oh, last night.
Oh, was that Bill?
You're going
No, but what?
Brown chicken.
Yeah.
You went back to Crown Chicken, Di? That's the site where you...
No, I did not. No,
you went to the ATM.
Yeah, no, I told you the second time I went to Crown Chicken, I went to the ATM. All right, the second time.
Why would you go to an ATM near the place you got mugged?
She bought drugs.
Unless you were going there to get drugs.
It was early, and I had to get
Look,
some
you
money out. The other
stupid
ATM
twat! I'm not a dumb enabler. I know that. I know what you're doing.
you're getting
You're buying drugs. Let everyone else listen to your stupid stories and make believe they're real.
No, it's the truth.
No, you're going to get drugs if you're going back to an ATM near Crown Chicken where you're mugged.
With Bill's fucking ATM card.
Right. I'm not a family member or a friend and go, that seems like it was a possibility. That seems reasonable. I believe your story.
No, I went there to get money so this way I can go to Bayway Liquors. All right.
There's a million ATMs in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the two.
So you go to the place where you got mugged.
Yeah. Well, that was really dumb of me. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's not dumb because you're going there for other reasons. It's not.
No,
it's so
no,
obvious.
Anthony, no. Come on,
okay.
man.
Me too, then. I say.
I'm telling you, if you ever want to give me a drug test, go right ahead.
All right, Luke, can you go?
Like they test animals for rabies.
Thank you, Opie, for making my 10 minutes of fame absolutely miserable.
All right, Lady Di.
Come on, Lou.
All right.
All right. What about that idea with Colin Quinn and I?
Lou, there's a monster in here, Lou. Okay. Mayor, Murray, did you see the monster? I saw the monster, Lou.
Hey, what about that idea with Colin and I?
It's bad.
That's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But of course, Colin would love it. Knowing Colin, he's all in.
Oh, I'll sing a song with him. Know that movie.
Di, you ever seen Les Mis?
No, I have not.
What about Jersey Boys?
The other play, no, believe it.
What about Cats?
Miss Saigon.
Wait,
What about Rent?
Sam.
Mamma Mia?
Lion King?
Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Chicago. Beauty and You?
No, and no.
Did we do Mamma Mia? Someone did Mamma Mia, right?
Yeah.
You did Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Showboat?
Mamma Mia, let me go. Yeah.
Cole Porter's Anything Goes?
Anything
Oh,
Goes?
yeah, you see Anything Goes?
No, the other play that I saw. Me and
What
Mary.
about Jekyll and Hyde?
Will you let me finish?
Bridges of Madison County?
Oh, that's a
The
good
musical.
No, I did
The
not.
musical.
You did?
I can't
How was that
afford
one?
those
Was that good?
Yeah.
What? Which one? No, I did not see
You ever
that.
see The Producers?
The only one that I saw was
See the revival of Cabaret?
You ever see Assistant Producer? It's on the phones. You ever see Desktop fucking
Did you
Director?
see Phantom of the Opera? That one you must have saw.
Oh, that was good.
That was pretty good, right?
No, no, I did not.
Blue Man Group? You go off Broadway a little bit?
They needed the money? Oh.
No, I never saw any of those plays. Those ones you just mentioned. The one that I did see, other than the one I just mentioned,
Moving Out?
was Moving Out. The one about Billy Joel.
She does see Moving Out.
Hey, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song from Billy Joel. Oh God. Oh boy, I have so many of them. It's still rock and roll to me. I don't know.
You just picked the worst Billy Joel song.
That's on
Still rock and roll to me.
It's still rock and roll to me.
That's a terrible
It's
Billy Joel song.
Billy Joel song.
No, it's not.
What's the matter?
There it is.
Oh, this song sucks.
I like this one.
This one is horrible as far as Billy Joel's catalog goes.
Can't you tell that I shit my pants? Gonna do the pee-pee dance. Yeah.
So many better songs.
Yeah, she's just yapping over it.
Yeah, it's just the fucking...
Amazing that the phones are working perfectly.
Yeah.
Of course they are now.
Rock and roll to me.
All right, Lady Di, we're going to go. We're going to go, right?
Book of Mormon.
Oh, yeah.
Fiddler on the roof.
Oh, Fiddle on the Roof.
Fiddler on the roof.
I did not see any of those.
What about the Book
Lady
of
Di
Mormon?
collapses the roof. I got a pig on my house.
You ever seen that play, Brighton Beach Memoirs?
Oh, yeah.
It's a drama.
No, I
It's got a
have
good
not.
play.
Yeah.
You didn't see that one?
It's good.
No.
Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross.
I'll tell you.
What are some of those other Broadway shows we got?
Anna, get your gun.
You ever seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah, you must have saw Little Shop of Horrors.
Shop?
That's her mirror.
We're just trying to show you what you do to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Di, you go to any Broadway shows?
No.
Sweeney Todd?
Marion probably saw some of the shows you mentioned.
You ever see Death of a Salesman?
Death of a Salesman you must have saw.
It's a tearjerker.
That's one you probably saw.
Oh, God. I think
Yeah.
you saw
How was that one?
You ever see Annie?
No, I have not.
Broadway?
I'm telling you.
You never fully
No.
dressed without a smile, Di.
Yep.
No, I haven't. I'm telling you, those are the only two plays that I ever saw. Was Moving Out and the Taboo.
You ever see Cats when it was performing Now and Forever at the Winter Garden Theater?
Yeah, were you part of the Now and Forever thing they were doing?
Did you ever play Magical Mr. Mistopheles?
No, I did not.
Beauty and the
Looked like
Beast?
him.
What about that one? You see
Beauty and the
that?
Beast? Jesus Christ Superstar?
Oh, right. Jesus Christ Superstar is a good one.
You like that one, Di?
You ever see that? You ever see West Side Story?
The movie.
Oh.
You ever see Starlight Express?
Starlight Express. The skating
You ever see
trains.
that play, Starlight Express?
Starlight Express. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I heard your son's father liked Starlight Express a lot.
Did he?
He used to get up on stage as they came around the corner.
Did your son's dad throw himself in front of the Starlight Express?
I didn't see any of those.
You ever see Mummenschanz?
No.
You ever see Evita?
Oh, Vita.
You ever see Aida?
I think Bill did. I didn't see that.
Could you ask him how Vita was,
Yeah.
please?
Bill is, no. Bill is
Ornery?
right now he's sleeping.
You ever see Rent?
Oh, there you go. You ever pay rent? Skinflint?
Damn, I'm telling you, I never saw
Sam.
any of
We
these.
do Book of Mormon.
Book of Moron?
If you're starring Book of Moron.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, I never saw. I only saw 2 Broadway plays in my
Yeah.
whole entire life.
Well, why didn't you say that
See,
from the beginning?
You ever see a chorus
I
line?
did. I tried
Oh, that's
to.
a good one. You see that, Di, Chorus Line?
Chorus line?
Yeah, no, I did not.
Have you ever seen the Rockettes?
Rockettes on there?
Little
Oh, yeah.
Rockettes?
Well, I saw the Rockettes when I was a little girl.
What about Cabaret?
No.
No.
Revival. You ever see
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Show? Not Picture
I've
Show,
seen-
but show.
I seen the
All right.
Rockettes when the Yankees won the World Series.
Nice. That's a good time to see the Rockettes, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
let me see, I think it
Nice.
was 1996 or something.
You ever see A Christmas Carol at the Madison Square Garden Theater?
When I was a little girl, my father took me.
That's dope.
Oklahoma?
Right.
My father took me when I was a little girl.
To Oklahoma?
You ever see Oklahoma?
That's
Yeah,
pretty
you saw-
huge. That's a pretty huge one to see.
Oklahoma, where
At
the...
Radio City. At Radio City.
I hate that song.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Any other place?
You ever see Danny Kaye? Was it Danny Kaye?
No, no.
Anyone?
no.
Was it Danny Kaye? Hey, can you go wake up Bill for us?
No.
Why?
Come on,
Why not?
Wake that prick up.
No, he didn't. No.
Let's wake up.
Piece of shit.
Let's wake up Bill because this phone call went nowhere, and I think you need to wake up Bill to save our radio show today.
Di,
All right, hold on.
could you
Wait, she's gonna do it. Wait, die.
We're at Lady Di one-man band.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, or something.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
anything?
Put the bell on your neck you normally wear.
You got anything that'll make a lot of noise besides your yeppa?
You got pots and pans, Di?
What do you got?
My television set.
Okay, knock it over.
No, then we won't hear.
Yeah, put your hand through it.
Then we won't hear Bill.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on.
Clang your pots and pans together.
Bill. Opie and Anthony want to talk to you.
No.
He said no. He said no.
Call him a fucking prick.
What?
Yeah, do it.
Just say, get on the phone, you fucking prick.
Get on the phone, you fucking prick.
Suck my dick.
He said suck my dick.
You would like
All right,
that.
listen.
Wait. Say you would like that, faggot.
Oh,
You
God.
like that faggot?
Oh, hate speech.
What? Hold on. What?
It's not quite an
Oh
insult.
boy. No. No.
Over for you.
How did that work out for you?
What?
Is he-
He usually goes to sleep after we eat, so I'll just leave him
He
alone.
goes to sleep after you eat.
After you eat breakfast? They're like the fucking Addams family over there.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to get a beer. Hold on.
Of course.
You ever seen Once?
I got it.
Horrible. Yeah.
And they're not even together anymore. All those songs, all those supposed love songs from that fucking show, they hate each other now.
Who hates each other?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch Die. You ever see Hedwig?
Oh, that's a good one.
Sound of Music?
No, I told you. I just told you. I never
Carousel?
saw played before.
Carousel's really good. You ever see the Fantastics?
No.
Kinky Boots.
No.
Kinky Boots died.
Kinky Boots?
You see Kinky Boots?
Stinky Boots?
What shows have you seen, man?
Rock of Ages, you said.
No, I did not say Rock of Ages.
Oh, you saw Rock of Ages. How was that?
Wait, Di.
No, I did not.
Did you just have to take a pause before you answered that question because you were taking a swig
She
of
had
beer?
a giant mouthful of beer.
Yes, I was. All right. Now, no, I never saw Rock of Ages.
Did you ever see
I
Stomp?
never saw Kinky Boots. I never saw
No. Stomp.
It's very simple.
That was fun for 5 minutes. I saw that.
Oh, did you?
After the first number, you're like, who gives a
They're
fuck?
just stomping.
Right.
I'm not into Broadway shows.
You ever seen Avenue Q?
All right. Why don't you go into movies? Maybe I saw some movies.
Cares?
We like Broadway on this show.
Yeah, we're all about Broadway.
I know you do. I know you do.
Wait, what was her thing with movies again?
Ask me the movies that I saw.
No.
Go back to the 70s and ask me what kind of movies I saw.
All right, what kind of movies did you see in the 70s?
I saw Jaws. Right?
Okay.
In the movie.
Wait, Di, did you only watch movies in the 70s because you spent all the weekends in the 80s getting anal sex?
Oh, that's
Wait
true.
a minute,
Remember?
So there was no time for movies.
Hey,
No, Sam, in the 80s, I did see a couple of movies.
Lady Di, could you tell me about Jaws, because I never saw Jaws.
Oh, yes, you did.
I swear, no, I've never seen it. Please tell me. Give me the synopsis of the movie.
About Jaws?
Yeah.
It was about a big shark.
Okay.
That was going after everybody. What else would you like? It was a really bloody movie.
And what happened, though?
What happened? He killed people. The shark killed people.
Why,
what do you think
why was the
happened?
shark killing people?
Everybody saw Jaws
Why did the shark kill people?
because he was hungry.
Oh.
He wanted something to eat.
Oh.
4-year-olds.
It really is a 4-year-old synopsis of a movie.
Killing people because it's hungry.
Kill people because it's hungry.
How did it end?
He was mad.
Because I don't.
How did it end? They killed the shark.
Why?
Now that I gave it away to somebody that probably never saw it.
But what? I didn't see
When
it.
Robert Shaw shoved that air tank into that shark's mouth, did you think there, but for the grace of God, go I? Because you're a monster.
I believe that was Jaws 2. That wasn't the first one.
Oh, really? How did
That was Jaws 2.
he die in the first one?
Oh, boy, let me think. Oh, man.
And if he died in the first one, how did they make a second one?
He was
Very
killed carrying a piano up the steps.
No,
I
there
hate
was
to blow
another
it for him.
shark. There was another shark in the second one.
What do you mean there's another shark? That's stupid.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Are you sure you're not
Oh, my
confusing
God.
Jaws with Breakin'?
You electric boogaloo?
Oh, boy, I forgot.
Yeah, of course you did. It's called alcohol dementia.
Sam was asking me about back in the 80s.
Right.
Back in the 80s, I saw Friday the 13th. All three of them. Or,
should have started.
There were 8 Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
There were 8 Friday the 13th.
10.
After
Jason
that, I
X.
didn't
And
see
Jason
them.
X.
Just you with a hockey mask to make you more fuckable?
Right.
Probably. Who knows?
Wow.
Jimmy.
Jim and Di, the old back and forth.
The old chemistry is right on.
Touche.
A little give and take going on.
I'm forgetting.
What?
In the late 70s, I saw Saturday Night Fever, Grease, and Urban Cowboy.
Gives a fuck.
Grease
It's not a real
Travolta.
question. No one cares what you saw.
And exactly in that order.
Wait, you saw
Exactly that order.
you saw Grease on Broadway?
Oh, that was a Broadway show.
No, I wish I did. No, I
Damn, you
did
saw
not.
Grease on Broadway.
That's cool.
That is
No,
pretty
I did not.
fucking
Who
cool.
was playing Rizzo?
No, I did not see Grease on
That's pretty
Broadway.
cool.
I saw it in the movies. You know, John Travolta.
I was a stink lady.
All right, can we leave now?
I please.
We got to
All
go.
right. Okay. I love you guys. Okay?
Gonna wait a long time for the rebuttal on that one.
I love you too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
Hold on a minute.
Hey, listen.
Hold on a minute.
All
Dan in
right.
Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey.
I called in a little while ago, and I honestly, after 10 minutes of listening to this fucking rhinoceros, I have no idea what I called about. I don't even remember what my fucking name is.
All right. Sorry about that.
She will make you just drift off.
Yeah. Thank you, Lady Di. You were wonderful like always.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see Caddyshack? I just need to know from the 70s. Late 70s.
What?
But I know it's a
That
late
one was
70s.
80. 81.
Was it 80?
Yeah.
I feel like it was 79.
Caddyshack?
No.
1980 was,
I felt like it was
wait,
79.
hold-
1980?
Hold on.
For the Caddyshack?
79 was, I think, maybe Airplane.
All right.
Animal House was 77.
now you
Apocalypse
mentioned-
Now.
Blues Brothers?
mentioning-
Blues Brothers, 70s or 80s?
What?
Right around that time, right?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
What about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
The good one, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
No, but she's squatting over them.
I was a little girl when I.
By them.
My first movie was Dr. Dolittle.
Whoa.
Exactly. She's Dr. Do Nothing.
Yes, Doolittle, right, exactly. Boy, if that didn't set your whole life up.
Yeah, exactly.
Di, you ever see Oliver and Company?
Dr. Doolittle.
No.
Why was that your first movie, Lady Di?
That was my first movie. My father took me, and I was a little girl. I believe I was like maybe about 5 years old or 6 or something.
Who was
Dr.
in?
Dolittle.
Who was in that? Anthony Newley.
Wow, how do you know that?
Rex Harrison.
Rex Harrison
Rex
and
Harrison.
Anthony Newley.
Was Niven in that?
Rex Harrison was able to speak with things like you, right? Animal.
Yeah, things like me. Yeah. That's,
Yes.
No, but anyway, so that was my very first movie.
All right, that's a good first movie, I gotta tell you. As far as first movies go.
My dad took me. My dad took me to some of these films. My dad even took me to Magical Way.
Oh, please.
Right.
My dad.
Shut up and let me laugh.
At least let us laugh.
Deep throat.
My dad took me to see Magical Mystery Tour because he knew I was a Beatles fan.
Oh.
All right, and he took me to the midnight showing of Magical Mystery Tour.
Oh,
wow.
He really did not have to do that, but he did it.
All these movies, he then ran out and drove fast away from the theater. But
Exactly.
Always found a way home.
And you had to act like fucking John Voight in the movie theater to get your cab fare home.
And that was the first and last time I ever saw that movie.
Well, were you like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type of broad?
Yeah. I
You
saw
are,
Rocky
okay.
Horror Picture
Yeah.
Show.
All right, that's good to know.
I saw that one too.
Could you say it's astounding and then dance off a subway platform?
I wasn't part of the show, okay?
No.
Oh, you weren't. Well, but you're supposed to interact with that movie. You ever interact with that movie, you and Marion, maybe?
Yeah, well, no.
Midnight showings of Rocky Horror Picture Show?
No.
I can see you there.
No, it was not.
Some rice in your hand or something?
Marion
Throwing
did
the
not
rice
go
around?
with me. I had a date go with me, and my brother went with me.
Did you get
All
any
right,
action?
and,
One person.
And let me see. We were doing the Time Warp together. You know, the Time Warp, that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me see. Oh God, I could go on and on.
Have you seen the musical Hair?
Oh, that one we missed.
and
man.
Hair.
Have you seen Hair?
We must have saw Hair.
Old Calcutta. Did you see Hair? No. Did you see the
I did
movie
not.
Hair?
No?
No, I did not.
Oh.
It's a statement on the war.
Yeah.
I saw the movie Hair. Okay, but I didn't leave.
It's a musical. It's a play.
That's what I was asking.
Right.
Well,
Saw the
I saw
movie.
the movie. The movie. It was. They made it into a movie.
Yes.
They did.
Fuck.
Who starred in it? I didn't know that.
No.
Beverly
Wait.
D'Angelo?
Oh, really?
No, hold on. I'm getting
Treat Williams?
right now.
Really?
Aren't you thinking
it
of
was,
European Vacation?
Wait, hold on.
No.
No, I did. No.
She was in that,
Yeah,
though.
no, I saw all those movies.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
Chevy Chase, yeah.
All right.
I saw those. You know, like the vacation movies. Yeah, I saw
Sure, sure.
Hey, Di. Good talk, Russ.
What? Yeah. I saw, you know, whatever movies you mentioned, you know, the late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
You know, I used to go to the movies a lot.
Yeah.
Airplane?
I went to the movies a
I don't
lot.
think you had a lot of time in the 80s to go to movies with all that ass fucking you had to deal
Yeah.
with.
Well,
Every
remember,
weekend.
Remember every weekend you were taking it in the ass after you lost your virginity on that door?
In the abandoned building? You
Yeah.
told us this. We're not making it up. How many times do you think you've been fucked in the ass?
Good question.
not too many times, I'll tell you that.
You said it was the whole. You said it was for all of the 80s.
Every weekend during
Every
the 80s.
weekend in the 80s.
Every weekend in the 80s, but I did not enjoy it.
How many times did you get duked, Lady Di?
Oh, the reaming.
How many times did you get duked?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All of her logs of shit look like the top of a nail.
Oh, will you stop already with that to me?
You don't even know what that means.
I don't care. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, that's a good question. You ever do ass to mouth?
What?
Ass to mouth? ATM?
No.
Yeah.
He never pulled his dick out and then shoved it in your
I
mouth.
wonder which would make the dick dirtier.
No. Oh, my God. No way. Not on my best day, I wouldn't do that.
Has
Come
Bill
on.
ever done ass to mouth?
That's
No.
She wouldn't do that on her best
her
day.
best day.
What would you do on your
On
worst
my
day?
best day.
I can tell you what we do on our worst day. And take this call.
Oh, but go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me what you do on your worst day. Go ahead.
I got to talk to Tommy. Is it all right if I talk to Tommy now? Can we let you go?
Sure, go ahead.
No, we're going to let you go.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Well, I think we covered Broadway today and movies that came out in the 70s, so I think we're doing pretty good.
Well, don't forget. Don't forget.
What?
All right? The thing with Colin Quinn and I.
Oh, God.
Right.
Didn't I already do a duet with Stinky one time?
I don't know.
You remember that part?
That she means her and her pussy signing together.
No.
Oh, sorry, that would be rancid. Dylan.
Sure I did. You just don't remember.
All right,
Terrible. Exactly.
We got to go.
Are you mad that fucking Theon Greyjoy got named after your vagina in Game of Thrones? Get it?
What?
Reek.
Does your vagina reek?
I don't know.
Oh, the vagina monologues, Sam.
Oh my God!
Yes. The
got that
vagina
one.
monologues. You must have saw that one.
Cries of fear.
Right.
Yeah.
Cougar the musical?
Yes.
God, I'm telling you, the only two Broadway shows I saw were the ones I mentioned.
Hair.
Hair and
My Big Fat Italian Wedding?
No, Taboo and
Big
Moving
Fat
Out.
Greek Wedding?
Oh, did you do any of those wedding ones? Yeah, where
Yeah.
you're kind of part of the wedding that's going down. Tina and Tommy's wedding, or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, I did not.
How about the
do that.
wedding singer?
What was it?
What am I missing out on over here? I didn't.
The wedding singer.
You're missing out on a lot of
Wedding
good
singer, right.
Broadway.
Wedding singer.
Wedding singer.
Yeah, what about the wedding singer with Stephen Lynch?
No, I saw The Wedding Singer, the movie.
I like the wedding singer.
With Adam Sandler, that one. I
What
saw
movie?
That, yeah.
What movie?
The Wedding Singer, I just said that.
The play?
No, the movie.
The wedding singer.
I feel like I'm in a coma.
Yeah.
Much like the audience.
This
You know what, though? I like
this
the
was
sort of
supposed to
movies.
happen
I didn't
today.
see it in the
All this
movies. I
shit
saw
that
it
went on
on,
with the studio. Fuck
know.
everyone.
I don't like
This
the
is our
whole.
punishment.
I don't like the whole lot of movies because I like to usually read the book.
Yeah, you know, a lot. You know, some of these movies they replay them on television.
Yes, they do, but they're filled with
So,
commercials and advertisements for products that you don't care about.
You read any good books lately, Di?
I haven't either.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, books.
I forgot one.
What?
I forgot two actually. I saw Titanic in the movies,
Oh,
and I saw Mrs.
You want this
and I
one?
saw Mrs. Doubtfire in the movies.
And Mrs. Doubtfire, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still, and I saw Unlawful Entry too.
Well, that's your story.
Fucking experiences every weekend in the 80s.
Yeah.
They're actually all right. Yeah.
all right.
Why would I all of a sudden decide to converse with this self-centered
And
cow?
I don't remember, but I think I saw Look Who's Talking in the movie.
I hope
too.
you did because I think that's for good.
The black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the black people.
No. There wasn't any.
They're making a Mrs. Doubtfire sequel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they are?
With Robin?
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll probably go see that.
All right, can we go now?
They're going to make a sequel. No.
Kill it like a part 2.
All right, we're going to go now. Is that all right
Shameful.
with you?
Yeah, sure. If you want to go ahead.
What you doing today?
All right.
I can't have both of you.
It's the best of the week. Best of the week. More still to come. All right. Check.
All good?
This is Opie and Anthony's best of the week.
Just double fist
Order
that.
a bunch of fucking beers and you can sit there, you know.
It's the
count
theme.
them.
It's the theme of today's show, which is a theme we go down. You know, we do a lot. It's all bullshit.
It's all just bullshit.
So the beer companies could say, "Look, we're doing this responsibly."
Yeah, it's more the presentation. It's more the symbolism over the substance.
Right.
It's just fucking bullshit.
Well, you think that people drank a little more than they should have? 10-cent beers?
Yes, that's great.
Beers.
Is there a news story? I would love to see the news story because of the Cleveland Indians thing from 40 years ago.
Hey everybody, my name is Bob Golick. Now, you might know me as a three-time Pro Bowler who played here in Cleveland, look at the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium. You might know me as Mike Rogers, the RA, and Saved by the Bell the college years.
Oh.
You also might recognize me as this guy's older brother, his muse, his inspiration, the man who taught him everything.
Nope.
Now, I'm here to tell you about three things that I love: Cleveland, sports, and beer. Now, when I was growing up, you know, Cleveland made the national news a couple of times.
Cocks and balls.
In 1969, the Colorado River caught fire because of pollution. 3 years later, our mayor, Ralph Perk, his hair caught fire. You know, everything was catching fire, except the Indians. They weren't that good. On May 29, 1974, the Indians lost a road game to the Texas Rangers. That game included a bench-clearing brawl and Arlington fans throwing beer and food at our Indians. Now, after the game, Rangers manager Billy Martin said he didn't worry about retribution in Cleveland because, quote, they don't have enough fans there to worry about.
God, it's the good old days.
6 days later, June 4th,
You can't say that now.
I want to apologize.
Convergence of forces that would draw fans who wanted to stick it to Martin and the Rangers. 10-cent beer night.
It's brilliant.
You could get a ticket in the bleachers for 50 cents and 5 beers. It was cheaper than the bar. Since you were able to drink at 18, that brought a whole different and a younger crowd to the stadium.
God. Now, I was only 16 and I couldn't drink, so I go to the game. But we had over 25,000 fans willing to spend pocketfuls of dimes before the first pitch was even thrown. 12 ounces of cheap beer was about to start 9 innings of trouble.
Holy shit, what a brilliant idea to fuck with the
woman who
Rangers.
flashed the crowd with her shirt up, and then the guys who ran across the field, father and son team, and they dropped their drawers and mooned the crowd.
They had come out to try to kiss Nestor Shylight.
He's hammered.
I remember one guy jumping out of the third base stand with his clothes in his hands.
I'll never forget, he tried to get over the fence, and he had 2 black socks, and when he came down, the cop had one sock in his hand and the other sock was on that guy's foot.
By the third inning, the bleachers were loaded, literally. And trouble was a brewing at the beer trucks that were brought in for the occasion.
They were just clearly understaffed. They had 2 girls working that. One was collecting the money and one was trying to pour the beers, and it just wasn't working. The tensions were rising, and they picked up one of the tables and just threw it right over the truck. And her and the other girl just walked away and left the truck there.
We just start filling up our own containers. And some people with the handle of the tap and just let it flow right into their mouths.
By the 5th or 6th inning, there were, 15 or 20 people jumping out of right field stands and 20, 30 people jumping out of left field stands and running back and forth in between innings. The first half of the game, frankly, we're having a great time laughing at all those anecdotes. Suddenly, it started to get serious. They started throwing cherry bombs into the Rangers' dugout. I must have had probably 15 or 20 pounds of hot dogs thrown at me. The one memorable thing I had thrown at me was an empty gallon jug of Thunderbird wine. I thought this is not all fun and games now. It's kind of gotten a little past the serious stage.
These kids were so drunk. The game really was not important.
Well, the fans might not have cared, but the team still did. The Indians had come from a 5-1 deficit to tie things up in the bottom of the 9th. But the beer fog had grown too thick. It was a powder keg full of designated drunks about to blow. One inebriated Indian fan lit the match when he came at Rangers outfielder Jeff Burrows from the bleachers.
I just wanted to get his hat. I ran up behind Jeff Burrows, and I had it in my hand, and then I dropped it. And so I went down to pick it up, and I looked up, and he looked at me, and I said, "Oh, hell." He kicked me right in the thigh, and he stumbled and fell down from the kick, and then the fans just really started pouring in.
Now there's another group of morons running around the outfield.
Billy Martin said that he thought that Burrows had been knocked down, and so he gets a bat and says, "Boys, let's go get him." The Rangers are defending themselves against this mob coming in.
Now it's a full-scale riot. There have to be 200 people and more coming out of the field.
Had it not been for the Indians players coming out to help us, it had been a real tragedy.
Hargrove has got some kid on the ground, and he is really administering a beating.
One of the Indians players, Tom Hilgendorf, got hit with a piece of a chair.
Oh, this is absolute tragedy. I have never seen anything as disgusting as this. I haven't either.
With punches thrown, bottles flying, and 3 bases stolen, umpire Nestor Shilak took a chair to the head, stopped the game, and declared a forfeit for the Rangers. With the 50 security personnel overwhelmed, the Cleveland SWAT team was happy to pinch hit and finish the game their way.
We had riot sticks with us. We had to swing them. We had to use force sometimes.
That got control of the situation.
This is so
Everybody's gone except for 15 teenagers standing on top of the Rangers dugout, chanting for the Rangers to come out and fight. And so I went up there and asked them, what do you want trying to prove? Because the Rangers are gone. So some kid behind another one reaches out and punches me right in the jaw. He didn't even stagger me. He hit like a girl.
So all told, there were 9 arrests, numerous injuries caused by the melee, and the 3 bases stolen by the fans never were returned. So what did we learn from this? Well, an organist playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game will not calm an angry mob. People can change. Terry Yurkic, the 19-year-old who grabbed Burrows' hat, grew up to become Citizen of the Year in Richmond Heights, a suburb 20 minutes outside of Cleveland. And 10-cent beer night is a bad idea. The Indians learned their lesson and swore never again. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is Cleveland, man. They tried it again a month later. I love this town.
Wow, they tried it a month later. That plays like an SNL skit, doesn't it?
The way it just got worse and worse. And the guys coming up with more and more outrageous ways that they got hit or hit somebody.
Let's get them, boys.
And
Billy Martin grabs a bat and says, "Let's get them, boys."
And you imagine you would be thrown out of baseball.
You'd be in jail.
In jail.
You would be in jail. Screw being thrown out of baseball.
Oh, my God. He grabbed a bat and said, "Let's get him,
And
boys."
there's a great picture because there's no video.
It's the best of the week from the Opie and Anthony Show. More still to come.